Um, so, I guess I should get into how I got invited in the first place. Um, because that's kind of cool. Kind of fuck. This is gonna be tough. All right. So I get a DM from Pulse, like, I guess like a week, maybe a week and a half before the event goes on. I know the event's going on because uh, my friends, are saying, "Hey, I got invited to the thing." Like, Chris wants. Chris wants in the call now. Okay, Chris will keep me. Shockingly enough, if anyone's gonna make sure I'm honest, it's gonna be Chris. Hello.
Hi.
Hey, are you in bed?
No, I'm laying on the couch right now. I'm using my phone.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
using my phone as my Discord
All
thing.
right. So if anyone's gonna keep me honest,
Mm-hmm.
but
I'll
I,
make sure you don't leave nothing out.
well, there's some stuff I have to leave out. For other people's sake, I have to.
Maybe.
But okay, so
If
oh,
I mute myself a couple times, just I got a couple things.
you're fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay, so Paul sits me up and he's like, "We're just talking about stuff. We're not even talking about the event. Like I didn't even know, and like I didn't. In my mind, I was already out. I was like, maybe I'll try next year. That's fine. Uh, so, which is an issue on its own because Chris was has been telling me for at least a year, to like hit up the WWE Games people and be like, "Hey, can I go? That'd be cool." Uh, but I didn't because I always just assumed that they want nothing to do with me. So, which we will not get into. uh, Paul sets me up and we're talking about stuff, just life stuff. He's like, Paul's being a good friend. Honestly, that DM was like all in like I put out a tweet that was like kind of bummy, and like he was like, "Hey, you cool?" And then we talked about stuff, and then he was like, "You should just come to Vegas with me," and I'm like, "What?" and and I was like, that'd be weird. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I get off work, and I don't know if I do stuff, and I don't know. So then we're talking more, and I'm thinking about it. I'm like, maybe I should go. maybe, maybe I should. So I'm like, is that like a real thing? And he's like, yeah, I could like, I could get like a +1, and you can come with me. And
Wow, I
I
can't
was
believe no one else ever had that idea before. That's
yeah.
crazy.
Hey, well,
That's
I mean,
crazy
I was gonna go around
that.
asking for +1s. That's not how I am. If you would have offered, maybe it'd be different.
Don't even fucking start. Don't even.
Hey, all right. Regardless, um, so that all goes down, and then there's some stuff in the middle of that, and then I get the okay to go. Um, Anything further than that is a Pulse story, which I do not. It's not my story. Uh,
Okay.
so we will leave it there. Um,
I won't comment on that
for now.
for
So
now.
I get the okay, and I'm like, holy fucking shit, I'm going to fucking Las Vegas to play wrestling games, and they're gonna cover it all. Like, what? Like that's fucking kind of sick. And I tell like my parents, and they're like, what? So everyone's confused, especially me. So I was Pulse's +1 for the 2K20 event to go like fuck around with him. They pretty much paid for me to go be Pulse's friend, which is pretty cool. I was cool with that. So firstly, we're the same. So the one of the nights we like had to fill out all of our paperwork stuff, not paperwork stuff, but like they send you like this survey to like fill out to for your flight and all that stuff. And I'm like, cool. So Pulse and I do that together, and I bully Pulse into buying a Rikishi shirt for us both to wear at the play test. Let me see if I can find the actual picture of the shirt. Um, So we go through all that, and all. Pulse wants to have like an early flight because I guess he hates me, and he. So I was like, oh, here's the shirt. I'll put it on the stream. Chris already knows what the shirt is, so it's not a big deal. I do not need to send him it. We bought it. We saw it on eBay. We couldn't figure out what "and your mother too" meant, and it made us laugh for a solid like 5 minutes. So we both wore this to the 2K20 preview event. A lot of interesting reactions to it.
Many people had comments about it.
I guess I'll just keep this on the screen. Who cares? So yeah, my flight's at like 6:30 in the morning, which means I had to wake up at like, God, I don't even remember what time. I got to the airport like 2 hours early, so I think I woke up at like 3 a.m.
Ew.
Which like I'm usually like awake at 3 a.m. but like I actually kind of wanted to sleep, so like this was like brutal. Like I got home from work at like 11, and like had to eat and shower and finish packing and try to go to sleep like right away, which was fucking horrible. Also a part of this that I need to point out at the beginning of this is that I told Pulse the only people I want knowing are me and you. You and I are the only people that I'm telling that I'm going on this trip. Except I told the NL guys. Like all the NL guys knew, and Pulse knew, and Tubby knew because Tubby lives with Pulse. No one else was meant to know. Oh, Brandon, damn, everyone trying to get on this call. All right, hold on. Wait, where's Brandon's thing? Oh, Tony was calling me too. Fuck, I'm fucking up big time here, boys. Hold on, you might have to pick up again, okay?
Okay.
All right. Hello? Oh, what up, pussy?
Well, look who it is.
Oh, boy. The hell's that?
I don't know. Don't worry about it. Shh.
Oh, hey, Tony.
Why don't you just go on Discord? We could just join your server. What a loser.
Cuz, man, this is private. I don't know if Corey Ledesma's going to come in and try to stop me.
He sounds like the kind of guy that would do that. Fucking Corey.
So I'm just at the part where I'm at the airport. So you guys didn't miss
Where
much.
you're gonna expose me soon?
Yeah. Oh, I wasn't. You know what? I wasn't even going to talk about that. But now that you're here,
No,
I can
talk about it.
I can
It's
definitely
funny.
talk about it. Okay. All right. So I get to the airport. It's like 4:30 in the morning. I hate everything about everything. My like passport, so I brought my passport to use, and like this happened both times. Like I don't know, maybe like I'm just too ugly, and like the kiosk just didn't want to like recognize my face. But like both times I tried to use my passport as my ID, it was like go fuck yourself, and I had to have like some lady come up and like try to pretend I wasn't a dumb fuck and help me. So that was cool. They were all really nice though, so that was cool. So I get on my plane. Surprisingly everything went okay with that. You need to use passport on a local flight. No, but it's faster. At least I thought it was faster. It was supposed to be faster than using just an ID, but turns out it wasn't. And I just wanted to show off that I had a passport. I felt cool.
Felt cool because you had a passport.
Yeah, man, it's sick.
Yeah, real cool.
Thank you. All right, so I have a flight from Philly to Denver. So in Philly, it's like 70 degrees. And then like 5 hours later, I get to Denver. And in Denver, it's 25 degrees and snowing. And I was losing my mind. I was like, what is happening? Who lives in Denver and who can live like this? And then I realized I love snow and I want to move to Denver. And then this happened. I didn't realize, usually when I have a layover, I have to like deboard the plane. But this time they were like, hey, if you're going to Vegas, stay on this fucking plane and we'll count you. And I was like, oh, well, that's kind of sick. So
That's weird. I don't think I've ever had that.
me neither. I was very surprised.
That's cool, though.
Yeah, it was awesome. So, like, and on Southwest, like, they let you pick, like, your own seat. Like, there's no assigned seats. You can, like, pick whatever. So, on the way up, I was, like, in the back. And then everyone left the plane. And I moved all the way up to the front. That shit ruled. So, then I go from, I had like a half-hour wait because they had to de-ice the plane because it was very cold.
Boy.
Yeah, it was very snowy and shit. So they had to like have these dudes. Oh, I wonder if I had a video of it. Oh, I should have got this video. I took a video, made this guy feel like an asshole. Probably they have to like get these trucks and like come up to the plane and like shoot this fucking green stuff at it, like fucking slime or whatever.
Oh,
And
yeah.
like, I guess it makes it so like the plane doesn't get frozen or some shit. I don't know. It was crazy. So that
Something
happened.
like that.
Yeah. So that happens, and then I'm on my way. I'm on my way to Vegas. I'm still unsure. I'm wearing Pulse's shirt like a mark too on this flight, and so I, just to be a good friend because he brought me. Then I get to Vegas and everything's cool, and then I call because Pulse and I landed at the same time. We took totally like different flights, but we landed like pretty much at the same time. Him and Tommy went. So we land, and I call Pulse and I'm like, yeah, and he's like, yeah. And and then I'm like, all right, what the fuck are we gonna do? They landed in Terminal 3, and I was in like Terminal 1. And they're like, Pulse tells me, he says, oh, we took the red train. And I'm like, the fuck is the red train? He's like, we took the red train and like went to the baggage claim. So like, take like the red train and like come meet us. And I'm like, all right, I'll fucking take the red train. All right. I gotta figure out what the hell the red train is though. So I go up to this lady and I'm like, hey, where's the red train? And this lady couldn't have thought I was a dumber piece of shit in my life. She made me feel like an asshole just from one look. And she's like, the red train? I'm like, I don't know, dude told me it was a red train. And she's like, well, there's the green line. And I'm like, how could this have been misconstrued? She's like, you take this to here, and then you make a left, and then you get on another one, and you make a right, and you get on another one, and then you go somewhere else. And I'm like, I definitely didn't pay attention to the words she said, and I just called Pulse, and I said, what the fuck are you talking about? Just meet me.
Were we at the same airport? Like that? Well, there was no trains at my airport.
Well, okay, so it turns out, so he's like, okay, I'll just call you back when I get my shit. We ended up having it like just getting Ubers to the hotel like separately. So, but it turns out it was not a red train. It was just called the tram. And if it was a red anything, it was a red line. And I'm like, Pulse, what the fuck are you talking about red train? He's like, oh well, it was red, and it was a train. I was like, no, you fucking asshole. So we end up both taking Ubers to the hotel. My Uber situation was a fucking disaster. I don't know what it was like for you guys, but like when I got to like the airport, like it was in a parking like garage.
Yeah,
like,
it's in a parking garage.
Yeah,
There's like barricades and stuff like
yeah,
that.
so it was like for an Uber and Lyft section. So I went there to try to order my Uber, and like I could not get a connection to save the life of me, dude. Like it took me for like 20 minutes to get an Uber because I had to walk out of this area.
Yeah, did you see that sign that said free Wi-Fi?
Yeah, I was connected to that, and it still
you
didn't
couldn't
give me a
get one
connection. I was like, this shit. There was also so many people around there though.
Yeah.
So I had to walk like all the way out of this area to like get the Uber to go through, and then I walk all the way back, and I'm waiting for this fucking dude, and they're supposed to give you like a code or whatever to say, hey, I'm in like A1 or something like that to meet up at, and like I had no connection, so this dude had no way of like really like he's gonna text me, but this guy doesn't know my shit's fucked. So I call him and I'm like, hey, my shit's fucked. I don't know like if you're trying to message me, and he's like, I'm here. I'm like, oh, where you at? So I meet up with this guy. I'm on my way to the hotel. Thank God. And then I meet up with Tubby and Pulse at the hotel. We exchange hugs and kisses. And then we're like, let's get some food. So Chris suggested to me he loves In-N-Out. So he's like,
don't eat. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
So I was like, wow, Chris is very smart and intelligent. We will definitely go to In-N-Out. So we go in In-N-Out and we eat some food and we talk shop and talk about bullshit. And then we go. I think this is when we went. Oh no. Okay. We're going back towards the hotel at this point, and we get stopped on the street by a couple people, and they have like CDs in their hands, and I'm like, oh, I know this fucking gimmick. So they're like, so there's people. This happens in. Oh, where else did this happen to me at? This happened to me somewhere else, but people like stop you on the street and like try to like give you their like CDs
Chicks with dicks.
Yeah. No, that was a totally different story. that was day 2 that this guy came up and tried to give us a card to go see Chicks with Dicks at the strip club. And I got offered everything on this fucking strip, but we'll get to that. So like they come up with these CDs and like trying to like autograph them, and like they pretty much want like a donation, and like I don't fucking
yeah,
care.
they're like free CD, $10. Wait, what?
Yeah, exactly. But I signed it. You know what I mean? And like I didn't have any cash on me. I didn't want to fucking deal with this anyway. So I just took a picture of the CD and I was like, hey, I'll check out your SoundCloud. And you know what? I never did. So maybe I will before this ends. Maybe I'll play some of this dude's music. And then Pulse is getting like the same gimmick from some girl, and she's like, oh, give me like a donation. And we had just got back from like CVS buying like bathroom stuff, and he's like, well, I got a loofah. And then I'm telling this girl, I'm like, this dude's famous, right? And he's like getting so pissed, and we leave. He's like, don't fucking tell people I'm famous. He's like, why would you do that? I'm like, I don't know, maybe laugh. So we get back to the hotel, and we're like, okay, let's check in. So we go up to this more fucking kiosks issues, of course. Pulse is like trying to like check in, but like the kiosk doesn't recognize that he exists or that there's a room at all. And so we're like, what in the fuck? So we're sitting there like assholes for a minute while Pulse is holding on to this fucking white monster drink for like his dear life. And then a dude comes over, and it turns out that like they have his they have his last name in the system as I. So he's technically James 3, which I've been trying to get him to change his Twitter name to, but he hasn't done it yet. So we finally, after fucking dealing with a bunch of that shit, we got it figured out. And then if I don't know if I'm sure some of you guys know Twitch streamer Tangent was standing right next to us. And he had like a Dr. Cube shirt on, which is like from Kaiju Big Battle. So I'm like, oh, I kind of want to like we know each other, but like he doesn't know what I look like. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be cool and like talk about his shirt, and he'll like sell it, and like we'll be friends after that. So like I'm like, oh, Dr. Cube shirt, and like no sold me, and I'm like, all right, maybe he's like just not paying attention, and then Pulse looks back and he's like, oh yeah, Kaiju Big Battle. And he no-sells him too. And we both just feel like assholes. Turns out Tangent's actually a fucking awesome dude, and he was just like having the same issues we were, and just was like hyper focused on this kiosk. But
not paying attention.
No, but like I felt like a piece of shit.
Maybe he didn't even know what shirt he was wearing.
He probably was just like totally not paying attention to shit. But like Tangent fucking rules. So, but if any of you go to Tangent stream, definitely call him out for no selling me in his Dr. Cube shirt. And then so we finally get to our room. It's me. Oh, also, at first it was Pulse and I in a 1-bed room. And it was me, Pulse, and Tubby standing there in the hotel lobby with this dude getting our room together. And this dude definitely looked and saw that we had 3 people, thought it was 3 people in the room, 1 bed, and definitely thought that some weird shit was going down. Pulse was able to switch it around and got 2 beds. And this guy still, somehow, Tubby got a key to our room. He had no involvement in this room. Somehow so I don't know what happened there.
You guys like the party?
I guess we did like the party.
You sleep ass to ass.
I would have definitely slept. Well, there was a nice little like couch in the room too, so I would have slept on that. But Paul's hooked it up, and we got 2 bed skis, and then we pushed them together. No, we didn't do that.
I would have slept ass to ass anyway.
Yeah, I wanted the full experience.
You sleep 69, so you don't touch.
So we get to the room, and we're bullshitting, and this is the part where I'm pretty sure Tubby got sick of us, because Pulse and I for some reason I don't remember, but we like started talking in like Just Bring It commentary style. So like, so like you know how Michael Cole is like Taz has a great suplex. So we started doing this, except with like drugs, really loud, and Tubby was getting freaked the fuck out. He swore we were getting kicked out because Pulse and I just kept talking about our stash and eating edibles, and Pulse kept consistently talking about his somas. And we did this the entirety of the trip in every hallway we could because there's so much echo. So we definitely, it would have been an even better story if we both had got kicked out of the event because we kept talking about drugs.
I could
my
only
God.
imagine. Tubby at the time, though,
Oh my!
Tubby gets like super paranoid. He's like, "You're gonna get in trouble."
Dude, he really he was swore that like we were gonna get in trouble. But I was
It's
like,
Vegas, dude, and everyone's crazy.
it was funny. So then we eventually like go downstairs. No! Macho comes to the room. Pulse tells Macho come to the room. Again, no one knows I'm there. So Macho comes into the room. We're actually at SmackDown now. No, he comes in the room.
Matches in the room.
He comes to the room.
Is that the two beds, the ring?
Yeah, we pushed them together, and I tied ropes around the room. So Macho gets in the room, and the first thing I say to him was like, "What's up, you fucking bitch?" And that's my introduction to him. And he quickly realizes that it's me, and he's very upset with me because just the night before he said, "I don't know, I probably shouldn't even ask, but did you get invited?" And I said, "Of course not." So again, lying to my friends as I do. Macho's not only is Macho a fun dude to hang around, Macho is way too fucking handsome to not be showing his face.
I've been telling him this for years.
It doesn't
man.
make any sense at all that this guy doesn't show his face. Like, I feel like there must be something that he isn't telling us that goes on in his life. I know he has a shoot
I don't want
job.
to put his business on blast. I think it's got something to do with his job.
He told me it doesn't.
No?
Yeah, because I know what his job is, and he told me it doesn't.
He's just a
Because
coward.
like the first time I saw Macho's face, I was like, "Why do you hide that?"
I don't.
And then-
Why do you hide that?
Like, it makes sense that I do, but him, I'm like, Macho, what the fuck are you doing? So, but he just won't
Like,
do it. But
have you ever seen Andrade like take his mask off? Like that's kind of what it's like.
yeah, it kind of is. So Macho's very handsome. I have pictures with him, but I will not dox him. I will not give his looks away. I may expose myself here because me and Chris have a pretty nice picture together, but we'll see.
Yeah.
So then we're bullshitting in the room. Macho's like the hungriest boy in the world at this point, and he keeps like talking about food and all. And I'm trying to like push this motherfucker to take an Uber to just go in and out, and he won't do it. I don't know why he wouldn't do it, but maybe he just didn't want to go alone. I should have figured that out. But we had just eat. I didn't want to fucking go eat again. So the plan was we were going to. Oh, one of our Uber drivers told us that like there was like a sweet ass steakhouse. Oh, this is. I don't know if I should tell that part of the story, but there's a sweet ass steakhouse. And like it was like happy hour, so like even the steaks and shit were half off. So we were like pretty hyped about that. I was like, oh fuck yeah, I'll take a steak in my mouth. That'd be cool. So we're like, okay. At this point, Brandon and Aaron and Dalton show up. Aaron's what's his Simply Better AM, right? That's his John, and Dalton's Phoenix Nitro. So they show up, and I'm waiting for them. And Pulse is like, they said they were coming up, and I'm like, I'm not waiting any longer. So we go downstairs and go to the lobby, and they recognize Pulse, of course. And they're standing at, like, the area where, like, you're an asshole because something's wrong.
Yeah.
This is the go to this area if something's fucked up and stress out about it over here. So Brandon and Dalton and Aaron are all standing here. Pulse walks up and all. And they know Pulse because Pulse is a superstar and he's very handsome. And then I walk up to Brandon, and I'm like, pussy! And he immediately knew it was me. So we're all giving
Imagine
hugs.
knowing somebody off of one word.
So so I like give Brandon a hug and all, and then Aaron's like super like serious at this point. Aaron's like, "Yo, what's up, man? I'm Aaron." I'm like, "I'm Johnny," and he's like, "What the fuck?" And him and Dalton like lose their shit, and it was really cool. Like it was fucking so cool. It's like meeting all these people that like you never like met before, but you've talked to for a while, and like seeing they're like exactly how they are online is like the coolest fucking thing ever.
Yeah.
Those like, and all three of you bastards, I love you fuckers. You guys are great. I
We
don't
love
love
you. We love you.
Chris though. Chris sucks, and Tony's cool.
Understandable.
Uh,
What did I do?
so at this point, everyone's showing up. Like after I met them, like,
Except me.
yeah, oh yeah, Chris shows up very late because he's very close to the event and wants nothing to do with it. So,
In and out.
so
But
oh
not
yeah,
that
yeah, he loves In and Out.
The good type of in and out.
So at this point, everyone's showing up. Brian from 2K shows up. I greet him awkwardly. It's I try my best to be nice because I imagine everyone thinks I'm a jerk off when I meet them at first. So, but like Brian was cool. Brian, he was very nice when I met him. I met him once before. When
when
Tony
I got
invited,
you
like,
to NXT.
yeah, Tony got me to NXT, which definitely I don't think was okay, but it happened anyway.
Oh wait, are you talking about for that
New York?
Oh, I didn't even know you were there.
Yeah, I knew you were there. Weren't you there with your
Oh
mom?
yeah, because you said you
Yeah.
saw me.
Yeah, I saw you hanging out there. I was like, "Who's this?"
Should have said something. You fucking.
I didn't know you. I wasn't even supposed to. I was definitely not supposed to be there.
Like
Like
we were
I,
just hanging out, and I'm like, Johnny, just tag along. You can come.
Yeah,
I'm sure it'll be
'cause
fine.
Tony,
And
like,
you just kinda
hosted-
snuck your way in.
Tony hosted like a Dave and Buster's thing, which was actually really cool. I liked that a lot.
And then you just kind of snuck in the
I did.
in the free to NXT.
Yeah, somehow they slid me a ticket. I don't think they realized they did though.
They're just like, who's going? And they were handing out tickets. And
Yeah,
Johnny was
that's
standing
really
there,
how
"You
it
got a
was. It was
ticket."
fucking weird.
I'm like, just hang out. You'll get a ticket.
And then I met Murphs, who I didn't realize was going because he's very Australian, and I didn't think he'd be at this event. But Murphs is so fucking funny in like the quietest way. He's like
Yeah.
he's so quiet, but like if you actually stand around him and talk to him, he's like hilarious.
He's
Yeah,
simple.
he's dope.
Like he's very simple. He doesn't try or anything.
No, he's fucking awesome. I love Murphs.
He's
dude.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
cool
cool.
as hell. And then Luch showed up, who's also awesome. I met her before, but like I never really talked to her. But she's like a New Yorker, so like I have to make fun of her for that because her and Macho I was told a bunch of shit to for being from New York. But yeah, they're all cool as shit. And then so at this point it's like there's like so many of us standing there and like okay, let's get fucking food. I don't think I missed anybody there, did I, Brendan?
What?
In that lobby that like it was me, you, Aaron, Dalt, Pulse, Tubby, Grim,
Luge
Macho,
I
and
think-
Murphs, right?
and Tangent. I think did Tangent come with us?
No, Tangent wasn't at that first one. Was
Oh
he?
yeah. No, I don't think he was.
Yeah, I don't think
he
we
came
talked to
with us
Tangent until the
next day.
second day. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so, we're like, okay, we're gonna go get steaks, and like, Tubby and Grim are like, all right, we'll meet you there. So, they go.
The story of the weekend.
So they go. Oh my God, yeah. This is the last time we see Tubby because somewhere along the line, I don't know. I feel like he got lost at some point. And I don't know what happened after this. This may have been our fault because we like totally like just didn't keep in touch after this. But like they go to the steakhouse, and then Macho's like, I haven't had In-N-Out. So for some reason we just all decided, oh, let's just go to In-N-Out and then instead. So we all go to In-N-Out again. This is my second In-N-Out trip in the same day, and I had another double, and it was delicious actually. So that was a great time. Like just hanging, like so, like the gang's starting to like stack up here. Like there's a lot of us motherfuckers now, and it's only getting more and more like outlandish with how I'm acting. Because sadly everyone had to realize that yes, I am this way in person, if not worse. So so at this point we leave In-N-Out. I think Brendan, did you leave to go back to the hotel at this point?
Yeah, because Chris was coming to
That's
the
right.
hotel.
Oh,
to
you
check in.
fuck. Yes, he was. So Brandon, Aaron, and Dalt leave to go back to meet Chris. These guys fucking still haven't eaten for some reason. 'Cause they didn't want to get food at In-N-Out. I don't know why.
No. I've had In-N-Out so many times, and I'm with Chris on that one.
Why did Aaron and Dalton not want it then?
Cause his butt
They just,
cheeks.
I believe Dalton just didn't have the money, and then I don't
Cause
know
his
about
butt
that.
cheeks.
Oh wait, I didn't expose you for.
No, yeah, you didn't expose
Oh,
me
I
yet.
forgot. I didn't. Okay, so you should have. Oh, of course you didn't tell me to.
I can tell the story if you want.
Okay, sure. Yeah, tell this part. So this is back at when I first met Brandon, Aaron, and Dalton. So you can.
Yeah. So we're at the hotel. This is when like Johnny like crept up on me and called me a pussy, and then I hugged him for calling me a pussy. And then at that point I could tell that like it was a surprise, but I didn't know if it was just a surprise for like a certain amount of people, and I forgot about Chris.
Motherfucker.
So we go to In and Out, and then I'm texting Chris, and then I tell him that we're at In and Out, and then he's like, "Oh, who's all there?" I was like, "Oh, it's me, the boys, Luge, yada yada yada," and then I'm like, "And fucking Johnny," and then Johnny, I didn't know that Johnny DM'd me like 5 minutes
I
earlier.
just messaged him saying, "Don't tell Chris."
He had just messaged me. I didn't see it because I was texting Chris, so like the notification didn't pop up. So I tell Chris that Johnny's here, and then I swipe out of Twitter, and right under that is Johnny is like, "Don't tell Chris I'm here," and I go, "Oh fuck."
I think like when you said that, and because you put it in all caps too,
Yeah.
and like first of all, I freaked out. I was like, no fucking way. There's absolutely no way. But I assumed, I was like, he probably wasn't supposed to tell me that. Like, Johnny probably wanted it to be like a surprise.
And you
So
were
he
like the
probably was
main
not supposed
one
to
I
tell me that.
wanted to not know too, because you've been grilling me for so long about going. But like,
I still popped hard though.
yeah. So Brandon and Dalton, Aaron leave, and then me, Macho, Pulse, Murphs, and Luge all go to the Vegas Strip, and we're just walking around getting solicited and harassed by every person that walks by. Seeing a lot of ass cheeks, ton of them, a lot of
Luge
ass.
was covering my eyes every time a showgirl passed by.
There was also trucks that just had straight up like just titties on them. Shit was crazy. So then we go to this Razer store, and like this store kind of rules. It's like a Razer gaming store, and like they have a big like projector screen, and someone's like playing a game on there. So you can go into the store and like stream from the store, and like there's a bunch of like computers set up, and you can like play stuff. And like I was like, oh my god, Pulse, you have to like go log into your fucking Twitch, and we need to play Fortnite right now. Sadly, there was somebody already streaming on it, and this happened twice. We were gonna like stream from Vegas, playing Fortnite at this Razer store, but we didn't get a chance to. Also, there was this big fucking. Where was it that the AEW banner was on? Was that just a random building, or was that like a?
Yeah, it was a random building on the Strip. It was like a big like kind of like electronic billboard.
Yeah, it was
type
a
thing.
massive AEW billboard. I was like, holy shit.
And literally every time we saw it, we go, AEW, AEW.
I have written down here Prostos, but I don't remember what story this was. What story was Prostos? Maybe we just saw a lot of them? I don't remember what story this was. So if anyone that was there remembers any particular prostitute story that I'm just not remembering.
Maybe
I
that's
got
where
nothing.
Tubby went.
I don't think so. I don't imagine so. And if he did, I will keep that. I will let him tell that, not me.
I'm just trying to connect the dots.
Did anyone gamble? No, we didn't gamble. I would have, but no one else did. But I'm kind of glad that no one did, because I probably would have lost a lot of money. I don't think I fucked a prostitute, so I don't think that's about me.
You don't think?
Not that I remember. So then we take an Uber. Wait, what? Oh, was Murphs in a different Uber or something? I don't remember where Murphs. Maybe I just forgot that Murphs was with us at this point. But we take an Uber back to the hotel to meet Mr. Christopher Danker, who upon seeing me had a very unhappy look because he was betrayed by his friend for many days, being led down a false sense of sadness that I wasn't going to be there, but I was there.
Just
and we
straight up lying to me for weeks.
I didn't know for weeks, to be fair. I knew for like
Okay.
a week and a half.
All right.
But during that whole time, I definitely was asking you guys like about your trips, and you were definitely telling me that I should go. But regardless, so we embrace. I told Chris that I wanted to kiss him. He did not kiss me. So you can all boo him.
I told you I'm seeing somebody.
Yeah, well, whatever. She knows about us. What the fuck? And then we go back to the strip because I'm like, oh, Chris, I want to show you this razor store. So we take
Christ.
the longest walk in my entire life.
Yeah, it's right down the street. It's right out here.
And Chris is getting progressively more and more angry that we are not anywhere near where I'm talking about. I completely forgot where it was. Luge was like leading the charge though, while I harassed her the whole way, telling her, where the fuck are we going? Why am I taking so many stairs?
It reminds me of the 2-block crew in
very
New York.
similar to the 2-block New York story. Yes, where Paul said, "Oh, this is 2 blocks away," and it turned out to be like 2 miles away.
It's right down the street.
So yeah, then we're doing that. We finally get to the razor store again, and still somebody streaming. But should I show the? I can upload that or something. I get Chris and Macho to play Fortnite. Like play one character, but 2 controllers.
Yeah, they had it set up weird where like it was 2 controllers were plugged in, but they were both controlling the like there was only one character you could control.
Yeah.
So like he was trying to control the aiming, and I was trying to control the shooting, and it was a hot ass mess of garbage.
And they also let you play whatever music you wanted. So I put on like a Limp Bizkit playlist while they're playing Fortnite, and there's a bunch of people in black shirts and black shorts walking around while Limp Bizkit plays and laughing about Fortnite. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Oh.
Bless you.
Thank you. Oh, okay.
It's just one of those days.
It was one of those days. So they actually did. They got like a couple kills. Surprisingly, I was very shocked by that. So then we leave there and walk. Where was this Mario Kart thing? Was that just a random bar? Was it a sports bar?
Yeah, that's when we were just walking by trying to find somewhere to eat, and y'all see this Mario Kart setup, and everybody loses their mind.
We were all very excited about this Mario Kart thing.
But you had to be 21 to play it.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. So Brandon wasn't even allowed to play this fucking thing because you had to be 21 to play this Mario Kart machine.
The Mario Kart thing. Oh wait, big part of the story you left out. I couldn't even get into the hotel because I'm not 21. Like I couldn't check in. Like
wait, to our hotel?
Yeah, to the hotel.
I didn't even know this.
Yeah, so I went to the desk and I put in my information, and the only date I could put in was 98. And like I was born in 99. So for those who don't know, I'm 20. So
no
yeah,
way.
so it said 98. So I called somebody. I was like, hey, I'm here for a business trip and yada yada yada. And they're just like, oh, just put in 98 and it's fine. And the desk wasn't working. And then so that's where you saw us at, was at that desk. And then she was like, oh, since you're not 21, I can't check you in. And then I'm like,
wait, how do they book a reservation for you then?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
So I was like, well, Aaron here is overage. Can he be my legal guardian? And she was like, actually, yeah.
What?
So, yeah.
Oh,
Aaron's
so
daddy.
that's why she was saying, okay, I remember her saying something about the legal guardian needed to sign off for you or something.
Yeah.
Right?
So
Okay.
Aaron got off as my legal guardian. So
That's
they were able
wild.
to check me in that way.
Yeah. Wait. Did we talk about... Did I completely blank the part where, like... Did you talk about me, like, paying for that?
No, I could say it.
Yeah.
Though.
Okay.
So same.
I need to be
part of
put
it.
over here for how nice of a man I am.
Johnny is actually the man for this. So at the same desk where the lady was like, yeah, legal guardian. I was trying to pay for my room because it's like a $200 hold or whatever. I have more than enough money to pay for this, and for whatever reason my card just is not working, and they're like, well, call your bank and yada yada yada. I'm like, well, they're closed because 3-hour time difference.
Yeah.
They're closed. So Johnny comes down and I go, Johnny, help your boy out. So he has a card and he puts it in, works fine. I let Johnny know. I'm like, look, if you get any charges, let me know and I'll just send it to your PayPal. So Aaron and Dalton didn't have $200 to put down on a car or on their room. So Johnny pays for both of them. So Johnny puts down like $600 so that we can just check in.
What
So
a nice boy.
I need everybody in the chat to say good guy, Johnny.
I bought so many Kit Kats on this man's tab, let me tell you.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, there was like in the rooms there was like a little thing. I'm sure you all are familiar with this kind of thing, but it was like a snack kind of fridge, quote unquote thing. And like if you like picked up anything from this thing, it would charge it to your card.
Hey, them Kit Kats were good, Johnny.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. I haven't seen any mysterious charges on my card yet. So
I made the mistake of picking up like a sex toy box one time in New York and
Oh.
my room.
wait,
And I had to,
really?
convince them that I didn't use sex toys, and I was like, they didn't believe me at all.
Holy fuck, that's hilarious. That's amazing. So yeah, so the Vibe Boys are my children now, really.
Daddy Johnny.
So Mario Kart. So Brandon couldn't play because he wasn't 21. Chris was gonna play, but then one of the machines wasn't working. And
Yeah, one of the things was busted. Yeah.
we didn't feel like bothering anybody about it. So it was me, Aaron, and Macho playing Mario Kart, and I whooped their ass. Shit ruled. It came down to the wire, and I fucking pulled it out. Big Dick Johnny for the win. It was tremendous. It was the best part of my trip. Whooping their ass in front of everybody.
Well, part of all games is Mario Kart that Brandon can't play, like the most children game in the world.
Yeah, really. What Mario Kart was it? I don't even remember.
It's the arcade one. It's like Mario
Yeah, it's
Kart
like a special,
something.
like,
Oh,
arcade
it wasn't
version.
okay. Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. So then we go back. I think at this point we just go back to the hotel, right? Did we walk back or did we Uber back?
We Ubered back.
We Ubered back.
Did we?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we took
because-
two separate Ubers. We were gonna get because the original plan was we were gonna go back to Pulse's room and get room service.
Oh.
But then we ended up going to that Italian place.
Yeah.
What place? Oh, the Italy.
Oh no, y'all went to the noodle shop or whatever. But yeah, we went to
Yeah.
the Italian
Oh
place.
yeah, I went to the noodle place
And-
with Pulse and Macho.
And as soon as we got to the Italian place at Italy, I immediately was like, I should have went to the noodle place.
Oh my god, tell me about your fucking pizza.
Oh my god, I spent like $22 on a pizza that was the size of my hand. And, it was like three of us sharing it. I was like, oh, that was great.
That was fucking hilarious. So yeah, everyone meets us at the noodle place, and we're all bullshitting and looking at pictures of The Rock, and then we go back to our room. Everyone goes back to our room. I don't know how Pulse and I's room ended up being the spot to be at, but that's how things turned out.
That's usually how I feel like Pulse's room just generally
Is it
each
okay?
year is just
Yeah,
the
like-
place.
It's usually Pulse's room or Macho's room.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so we all went back to our room and talk shop and talk shit about everybody. And then who texted you, Chris? Was it Bryce that texted you?
It was Bryce.
Okay, so yeah, we got invited. We all went to hang out at a bar, and that was kind of cool. Everyone was fucking there, and like the dude at the bouncer dude at the bar was like, "Why is everyone dressed in all black?" We just all wearing black the whole fucking time. It was very weird. So that was really good. I met a bunch of the like 2K guys like there, and they're all a lot of them are like Philly guys, which I was surprised by.
Yeah, yeah.
So like that kind of made me like look cool. I was like, oh hey, I'm a new guy and I'm from Philly, and everyone was like, oh Eagles. I'm like, yeah, fucking yeah, Philly. Yeah, that's right. They play there. And then we're all just bullshitting, and at one point like I'm talking to one of the 2K like PR guys, and we're just like bullshitting about stuff. He's like one of the Philly guys. We're talking about like wrestling and ECW and all. He like used to work for WWE, so he's like telling me random stories and stuff. This dude fucking rules. His name is Al. I'm pretty sure his name was Al. He fucking ruled. And like he asked me like, "Oh, what's your channel?" And I'm like, "Oh, newLEGACYinc." He's like, "Oh, Chocolate Drop." And I'm like, "What?" Like, how do you know that? He's like, "Oh, one of my friends and I used to watch all the time. I gotta tell him that that I met you. I was like, what the fuck? So yes, we have one of the 2K PR guys is one of the boys. So
Yeah, all of them watch NL. Come on.
yeah, they're all marks. So yeah, I met the
you know the 2K people know who y'all are one way or another.
oh yeah, good or bad, I guess. Yeah.
They all got chocolate drops shirts. Yeah.
So I met Bob, who's out of his
Bob's
fucking.
Bob's the goat.
Man.
Bob's
He's
out of his
crazy.
Bob's the
goddamn
goat.
mind.
I love Bob.
Bob rules, dude. Bob's like, what does Bob do? Bob's like,
I think he does soundtracks.
that's what I thought he said, but I didn't know if he was fucking around.
Yeah, because he's always joking.
He's like,
He's
never,
so sarcastic.
yeah, he's like, oh, I do the soundtrack, and I was like, yeah, I don't know if you do. But Bob's fucking cool.
Dicks with dicks were.
No, that was the next day.
Oh.
I know
Bob,
what's on your mind.
this was at the bar. So we're talking we're talking to everybody. I met their other guy, a PR guy, Nathan, who's like a sweetheart. He's like
Yeah, he's cool.
he's like a sweet boy. I feel like he may have been younger than me, but he was very
Nathan was a
nice.
good guy.
He's a very nice boy. So we I think Meltzer shows up at some point, but
Yeah,
that
fucking
threw me
random
way
shit.
off.
I'm
Dave
I'm like,
Meltzer.
what the fuck?
I'm sitting there and like I see, I think it was Aaron looking at me, and he's like
Mhm.
giving me like a look, and I'm like, the fuck is your fucking problem? And like he just keeps giving me like this, and like trying to like make me look behind me. I'm like, the fuck? And I look up and it's fucking jacked ass Dave Meltzer. I'm like, oh fuck! I'm like, oh shit, that's crazy. So yeah, we spent like, how long were we at this bar for?
a long
probably-
ass time.
Probably like 2 hours.
We were there
Too
for
fucking long.
too long because we eventually leave and say bye to everybody. Pulse and I go back to our room. No, sorry, I lied. Pulse and I go to CVS at 2:30 in the morning, and get I got Pringles. I remember, and I think what did Pulse got like chili lime chips or some shit, and I was like, what is all right, whatever. So then we go back to the room, and I eat.
I arrived at the bar, by the way, at that time. and saw
Oh,
Johnny.
that's right. That's when you showed up. That's right. That's when Tony realized I was there, and Tony's like for a solid
I,
minute
like-
saying, "What the fuck are you doing here?"
No, I looked like I saw a ghost. I was. The fuck did I just see? I didn't even understand like what process it took to get you there. I was, like,
It was
trying to run that through my mind.
So yeah, that's when. So Tony and I are. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so that's when Tony showed up. I forgot. Okay, I'm glad you. I'm glad you're here because I would have forgot that.
Yeah.
So then eventually, Pulse and I go back to the room. I eat and then I shower and then like I get in the bed and it's 4 a.m. We have to be in the lobby by 8:30 in the morning, which means I had to like, I don't even know. I think I got up at like 7:30, and like just like wanted to die. Like,
Yeah.
I just felt like shit. I didn't get. Oh my fucking god! I especially felt like shit because not only was it very late and it was tough to sleep because it is a hotel, but this man, Pulse, this dude can only sleep with the TV at 45 volume playing Family Guy. He can't sleep without the TV blasting Family Guy at fucking 45 volume, and I'm laying there, and I swore he was fucking with me. But until I looked
No, that's how it is.
until I looked over, and this dude is asleep. And I'm like, what in the fuck? So I probably got like maybe 2 hours of sleep if I'm lucky. I kept waking up.
You only got 2 hours? Oh my god.
I feel like I only got 2 hours like every night. Like I didn't sleep at all when I was there. So I wrote down here, wake up wanting to die. So so that's how that went. We both put on our matching Rikishi shirts, and then we head down to the lobby and we meet Nathan and Brian. Brian's like he's just like a happy dude. He's cool.
I
He's
love
like,
Brian.
yeah, Brian's like really cool. I do enjoy him. He's like, he's like asking us like about like how our like night was like, because I think I'm pretty sure he went. Oh, he went to bed before like all of us. I'm pretty sure. Because because like he's responsible, unlike the rest of us. And he was asking how stuff was, and then he like we had to like check in with Nathan, and then there's a bunch of people around. I think is this no okay, never mind. I was gonna say this is where I met somebody. We met a couple people here. I think this is where I met. Fuck, who's that tall dude? That you met, Chris, that said he watched your videos. Do you remember his name?
Oh, Brian Mazik. That's the guy that
is
wrote
that
the Ford
Brian?
article.
Oh, yeah.
Brian Mazik.
Okay, I thought so. Yeah, he's fucking really cool too. I like him
Yeah.
a lot. Yeah, he's really cool. He was putting Chris over huge, which made me disgusted. We met him, and I think we met a couple. That's not. I don't think Jinx was there. Was he?
Nah,
No, he
wasn't
was at
there.
the he
We
was at
met
the event.
Jinx at the event. Okay, I thought so. Yeah. So, did we
No,
meet?
Jinx was in the hotel. Like I dapped him up before. Like we all.
Was he? Okay.
Like, oh wait, what night are we talking
This
about?
is day 2 morning.
Okay, no, yeah. Jinx was in the hotel. He was just in the bag.
Okay. Yeah. So we met Brian there. We met a couple other guys there too. I don't remember who though. I was very overwhelmed. There was too many people around me, and I wanted to go to home. No.
I wanted to go home.
Pulse at this point realizes he forgot his headphones. So we had to go back to the room. And then when we come down, everyone's gone. Everyone had already left to go to the thing. So it's me, Pulse, Brian, and then Macho's there. And then Brian looks at us and he's like, you know what? He's like, is Murph's here? I'm like, yeah. He's like, little Australian dude. He's cool. He's like, oh, okay. So you know what he looks like? I'm like, yeah, I know him. He's like, oh, okay. I had no idea if he was even here. Supposedly they didn't realize Murph's was even like had gotten to the event. Like he was like they were like the DMing like the 2K Australia people about him. Like they didn't know he was there at all. And Murph's was like, I was the first one downstairs. So Murph's I guess went with the first crew. Eventually we go we walk over, like where the hotel was so close. The event was at the T-Mobile Arena where SmackDown was. So like it was like right
the
there.
event was literally across the street. Like
yeah,
literally.
it was so close, which was fucking awesome. So we get to the event. We're all waiting outside, and I meet up with everybody. This is where I meet Tangent and tell him he no-sold me, and he felt very bad about it. Who else? I don't remember if we met anybody else there that I hadn't met already. I don't think so.
Yeah, I think that was it.
So then we go inside, and they give us like our pass, like our guest pass. I felt very important. And then we walk into another room, and they give us like this 2K20, like really nice bag, with like had like a bandana in it and a power bank and
then a water bottle.
a bottle, like a 20-ounce bottle. But like it's the bag. The bag is really nice, so I was happy about it. And free. I like free stuff, so whatever. So we go in, and I've never been to like an event like this, so I don't know like a setup and all. So like there's just like monitors everywhere and 2K20 like on every fucking screen. You can
I wouldn't
see.
say everywhere.
Well, everywhere
Something
I
that you
guess
really
they
feel
could put one.
Stretching the truth a little bit there, Johnny.
Well, for me,
Because-
like I said, for me it was everywhere. To you,
Well, let me just tell you, because they didn't want to kick SmackDown's power off. That's why they didn't have
yeah.
more
So there was supposed to be more consoles and monitors there, but the word was one that they thought the room was going to be bigger that they were in, and two that WWE said, hey, can you all like not do as much as you're going to do because we need to power this $1 billion stage that we have. Which I thought was fucking funny, thinking that Vince McMahon said, I need more power. And they had like food, which is cool. I had a bagel and an apple, and that was kind of cool. I don't know. Did you guys even eat when you were there? I feel
I
like
got like a
yeah.
minute.
Chris, did you
I didn't
eat?
eat it all.
Yeah,
What did you have?
I had the cinnamon muffin
Oh, that was
during the
delicious.
daytime, and then later on I had the brisket and the mac and cheese.
Yeah,
I heard the
brisket.
mac and cheese went very quickly.
Yeah,
Mac and cheese
the
was
mac
lit.
and cheese went hard.
That
I
Like,
brisket
heard it
was
was
banging.
awesome. I did not have it.
whoever made that, I want to hire them to make.
I think I was the only one to not experience the catering.
Do
Why
I say
didn't you eat?
Dalton's fucking
Shut
weird?
up.
Dalton won't eat ever for some reason. I don't know why.
It'd be like that.
Did I say? Wait, how do you say it? Why is everyone making fun of me? Bagel? Is that
You said bagel,
You
like
said bagel.
what do you say?
the planet says bagel. You say
Oh, Fuck
It's like how you.
off.
It's like when you say water. Like
Whatever. All right. Go to hell. I'm not dealing with this now.
Yeah, can I get a bagel and water?
That's what I ate too. I went up to the bar after and it's like, can I have a water?
Like, can you have a what? A what now?
I definitely had to like
Water,
on
a
the
water.
on the plane. I definitely had to like. I said water, and she was like, "A what?" I said water. I felt like an asshole. So yeah, everyone's like doing their stuff, like set up and all, and I'm like, all right, cool. Like Pulse starts doing like my career stuff, so like I'm all right. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna fuck off and go bother people, because I don't want to spoil myself on my career. So people are recording and all. I go around. I think this is when I got my bagel, and I'm sitting there eating,
Oh my god.
and Ric Flair's there, and he walks by Tony's wife and I, and he's like, "Where's the bathroom?" And I'm like, "It's right there, Ric Flair. It's over there, dude." And he's like, "Oh, thank you," and gives a thumbs up, and I'm like, "What the fuck? Ric Flair just asked me where the bathroom was. This shit's crazy. This is nuts." So I was like, that was the highlight. Man, I was like, wow, dude, I can tell my future disappointed children that Ric Flair asked me where the bathroom was. That shit ruled. And then somebody else came. One of the 2K guys came up to me. He was like, "Oh, is anyone in the bathroom?" I was like, "Yeah, go help Ric Flair." Sadly, he did not do such a thing. And then, okay, what else do I? Oh yeah,
And
so
then Ric Flair comes out of the bathroom and he's adjusting his junk, and then he puts his hand on my back and walks by.
no way.
Oh, damn.
Is that
damn,
true?
I'd rather have that than asking where the bathroom is.
He
Fuck.
was like grabbing his nuts, and he's like, "Excuse me," and he put his hand on.
Oh no. Oh.
Well, you got a little bit of Ric Flair drip.
Damn. Oh god. Oh, that shit's
I gotta
awesome.
go get tested.
Tangent told me a story. I'm gonna steal a story, so I'll tell it before he does. He was sitting there. He was playing the game, and somebody comes up to him and he's like, "Oh, Mr. Flair would like to see himself in the game." And Tangent's like, "Okay," and stops what he's doing and like goes and like does a match. With Flair. I don't know what. There's a couple Flairs in the game, right?
I think there's like two
There's-
besides Charlotte. But yeah, I think there's like I think there's like
we didn't really
two.
play the game.
Yeah. So he like is doing a match with one of the Flairs, and Flair's getting interviewed. So like Flair's like talking to somebody, and like just slowly looking more and more over at the screen, and he says, and then he's like, "Man, I used to look good." Oh no, he said, "Man, my hair used to look great." Which Tangent was marking out about. That was kind of cool.
Johnny, did you hear Murph's story about his superstar interaction?
No, I don't think
Okay,
so.
so Murph was sitting there, and all of a sudden, someone comes up and sits next to him. Two people actually.
Oh wait, no,
and
I don't know.
just chopping it up.
I don't know if you should say this one.
Should I?
I don't think so.
No.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like, yeah, I don't
I
think
don't
so.
think anyone took pictures of them or anything.
Yeah, I don't think anybody even knew they were there.
Yeah, no one knew who they were because
Okay,
they
all
left
right,
right after
fair
that.
enough. All right, you can tell then. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so two people sit next to Murphs and are just chopping it up with Murphs, and that's over where Brandon was too.
How did
So
you?
Murphs has no idea who they are, but he's just being cordial and friendly because he thinks it's someone from the event. He looks down and realizes, oh shit, that's Callisto without his mask.
How
And
did
it's
he
like,
know?
oh, okay.
His tattoo.
And then he realizes, oh, that's Grandma Talik. What is happening?
How did he?
Oh, what?
Yeah.
I didn't even put two and
Callisto
two
and
together.
Grandma Talik were sitting next to you without their mask on, and then they go,
I
oh
didn't
yeah,
even
we'll be back with our mask and we'll take pictures and stuff, but they never came back.
How
I
did,
didn't even put two and two together. I saw exactly who they were.
I didn't realize that damn Grand Metalik was there. Yeah, they never came. But so who was all there? It was Becky was there, Roman was there, Charlotte was there,
Adam Cole.
Cole, Buddy Murphy showed up at one point.
Lashley was
Jack.
there.
Lashley was there, McIntyre was there, Jack Gallagher was there.
Drew Gulak.
Flair, of course. Gulak was there?
Yeah, he came. in for a
Oh,
little
what? I didn't realize that.
Hey, he was
Yeah.
cool. He was real cool, man.
Who is that? Was like, is that Kurt Hawkins or somebody said something? Is that Kurt Hawkins or Brian Myers? I'm like, no, that's Drew Gulak.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
Was there anyone else there? I think that was it, right?
Seth
Yeah, I
Rollins
think-
peeked his head in.
Oh, I was gonna say at some point, random wrestlers were like looking in because I think they thought it was the locker room because we were very close to the men's locker room. So like at one point, EC3 walks in and like is confused and like
Just, like,
has to
this
do
ain't
like
where
a
I'm supposed to be.
yeah, like has to do a 180 and leave. I saw Seth at one point, but like he left pretty soon after. There was a Lashley story, but I don't know whose story it was, and I think he was talking about his dick.
Oh,
What?
I
There
can't
was
remember.
a story
Was-
with Luge.
Was
as
it
well,
Luge?
But
Was that the story I'm thinking of?
What?
there's
Oh wow.
another story, but I
Okay,
don't know if there's a dick story. I have the Luge story though.
Okay, what's the Luge story? Maybe I'm mixing it up.
Well, she was playing with Lashley on the game, and then she was just asking random questions. Was like, so what do you think? Like, she was like, how did you get to steal Lana and all that? And he was talking about Lana and that. He's like, yeah. And then when me and Lana have kids, we're gonna name them Rusev.
Oh my god.
That's amazing.
I swore there was a Lashley dick story. I may have made this up.
Well, Lashley did say that Rusev could have his sisters for Lana.
Could I have his sisters?
Yeah.
Oh, how
He
nice.
didn't care.
Oh, the Sami Zayn sisters? Is that what he's talking about? That whole
Yeah,
angle?
his sisters.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I'm trying to think of this. So I talked to a bunch of people here. Like, I'm bothering Brian again. Like, just talking to him. Brian's telling like I was curious about like where like everyone like came from because I knew like I figured everyone was like wrestling fans, but like what they did before that, I was like interested in. So I was asking Brian. Brian was like from like Game Informer for like 7 years. I didn't realize. I was talking to Jinx about a ton of stuff. Jinx is just like talking about that fucking Ukes. Those
Jeez.
bastards.
I don't know if we want to talk about his battle cry.
I wasn't going to. But there was
Like you just did.
there was a beginning speech to start us off talking about the game. Oh, and this is where we find out that Creative Championship is gone. I forgot about that. They started off by like talking about the game and like the future stuff and like, oh, Creative Championship is gone, but we're gonna patch it in, like by the end of the year. So
Which the UK devs got told them something completely different and said that it's not getting patched in.
wait, really?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
UK devs completely got told something different. Because there's this big thing
Oh.
going on right
They're
now
like,
on Twitter
yeah, we
where
had to
everyone's
cut it,
like,
we had
but
to trim
doesn't
the fat
mean all
this
these
year,
guys are
that's
saying
all
that
it
it isn't, and then you guys are saying that it is, and it's just misinformation.
No, they definitely said. Yeah, they
No, I'm
told-
saying like the UK, at
Oh,
the UK event, they said that it's not.
that's really
So-
weird. We were even gonna
But-
tweet it out, but Brian told us wait till Monday.
Yeah.
Huh. So
Yeah, they were told that it was just a feature they had to cut because of time and they couldn't get it in the
Oh.
game.
I feel like I believe our guys.
Yeah,
I'll be honest
honestly,
with you.
I
Jinx is,
gotta
like,
be
number
honest.
two,
I would trust Jinx's word.
I was gonna say
'cause
Jinx
he's a
seemed
creative
pretty
director,
like certain about it, and yeah,
and plus he's the creative director. So
right,
I'm like,
yeah.
I don't
They, like,
think he's
went
gonna.
out of
I don't
the
think
way-
he's gonna pull a Ronnie 2K on us. To be honest.
He went out of his way to make sure to say it was a patch.
Yeah. Yo, no, they definitely said we're patching this in by the end of the year.
Yeah.
So yeah, I talked to him. I talked to Sam Roberts. I talked to for a bit. I knew of Sam Roberts before I knew of that he was like a wrestling fan because I used to listen to
Mhm.
Opie and Anthony a lot. And he was on that. So like I was like, hey Sam, I know you from O&A, brother. And he was like,
I
oh.
avoided him at all costs.
He's a really nice dude. What do you have heat?
Not to me.
You have heat?
Yeah, I got big heat with
Wait,
Sam Roberts.
why?
Dude, I'm not gonna say who the other person was, just because I don't know if
Okay.
he wants his business out there. But for the 2K19 event, when we were at the Performance Center,
Yeah.
me and another creator went up to him and like, we were just introducing ourselves, just saying
Sure.
hi. And then the other person was like, hey, it's nice to meet you. He did all the talking.
Sure.
He was like, hey, it's nice to meet you. Yada yada yada. And then Sam just goes, cool. And then he was like, so one day I'm gonna be on your podcast. He was just joking. And then Sam Roberts looks at him, laughs in his face, and walks away. After that, I did not fuck with him. I was like, all right, no.
That's totally the opposite interaction I had with him. Like he was
Yeah, no.
super cool to me. That's
Yeah,
really
he was
weird.
cool to me.
I don't like Sam Roberts at all.
That's really weird. I
He
stood
big
there.
timed you
like,
back then.
I talked to him for like 20 minutes about like death matches and action figures.
And chalk line.
And chalk line, yeah. Like, it was like totally.
Just don't tell him you'll be on his podcast.
Yeah, I did not imply that I'd be on his podcast, so I guess, yeah. No, but, like, yeah, Sam was, like, super cool to me. What else? I forget. There was something else funny about that. Oh, and then he enjoyed the Vince McMahon need more power thing. So that was cool. And then just so at that point, I played matches with, like, Macho. I did, like, matches with Aaron as well, I think.
Yeah, you guys did a match, like a triple threat match or something like that.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
we got Fiend and Bray too.
that's right. We did
Oh,
Fiend and
yeah,
Bray.
yeah.
Yeah. We were working, brother.
You know what I'm saying? The lollipop and the damn pumpkin.
And then
that sounds wrong. I need some context for that.
after a bit, they, like, had to, like, switch stations because they didn't have enough, I guess, stations for everybody, like, to, like, record at. So, like, everyone's pissed.
Except for Chris. He just hid
Someone
in the
didn't
corner and
switch,
stayed
though.
on his
Yeah.
station.
One of us did not have to switch.
Well, at that point,
Oh,
at that
because
point,
Austin saved you.
Woods came in. Yeah,
Yeah.
and we were, like, literally in the middle of recording video. I'm like, I'm not getting up in the middle of recording.
That's
a video,
right. I
like,
forgot
getting up
about
and
that.
waiting.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean,
He's freaking Xavier Woods comes in and goes, Chris Danker! Where is Chris Danker?
He's so aggressive.
when is that video going up? Or is that one of his?
Probably tomorrow.
Is that his or yours? Or both?
I think we got one for his and one for mine.
Okay. Because I heard you. I didn't watch because I didn't want to stand behind you because you guys were doing face cam. But I heard you quite often. Oh yeah. I met Woods and he was super cool. He's a really cool guy. I like him a lot. I was hoping I wanted to do, like, a tournament thing, and then he had a very similar idea later on, and it still never happened, sadly.
Johnny's like, yeah, we should play, like, some sort of tournament. And everybody's like, oh, yeah, cool. And Austin comes in. He's like, guys, we should do a tournament. Everybody's like, oh, my God, yes, let's do that.
I was pissed.
Johnny was like, fuck y'all.
So then it's SmackDown time, and, like, most people stayed. Most people didn't give a fuck about SmackDown.
Yeah.
But I was curious. I was like, you know what? It's, like, in the same building. I was like, I'll go check out SmackDown. So, yeah, I know Brandon went. I know Tubby went. I went. Luge went. And, like, some other people went.
Murphs
like,
went.
Murphs
My
went.
wife
That's
went,
right.
but
And
I didn't go.
oh, yeah, your wife went. I was hanging out with her. We were, like, at, like, this edge. Like, oh, and Murphs went. No, Tangent went as well. So we get up there. It's, like, at the very top of this building. Now listen, free is free. I didn't give a fuck. But, like,
I gave a fuck.
it was like we were, like, leaning over this, like, it was like a pavilion. It was, like, free drinks and free food, which was kind of sick too. I ate like 4 cookies. It was awesome. I was gonna bring cookies back for you guys, but I was like, wait, they don't want me to carry cookies in my, like, jacket pocket. They don't fucking want this.
Cookies.
Yeah, it was cookies. They were soft and delicious, like me.
Stupid.
Oh no,
Pulse cookie.
Pulse did not eat one of these cookies.
It was a very different.
It was
cookie.
he had cookies the day before, and
I hate cookies.
he loved the cookie he had the day before. So we get up there and, like, it was, like, a weird, like, view. So I was like, whatever, I'll chill for a bit and watch. I was sitting next to somebody really funny, but I don't remember his name. It may have been Jose. Does that sound familiar to any of you? He was, like, a tall dude with glasses.
You were. I think it was the up down guy. I think.
I don't think so. Because
I'm
the
not
up down
sure.
guy looked like Jack Gallagher. You know what I'm talking about?
Also,
mustache.
Johnny is being very nice about his SmackDown experience.
Well, hold on, I'm not done yet.
No, okay. I'm about to say you're being very nice.
Well, the view was, like, brutal. Like, it just wasn't. I mean, but I don't know how much can I complain about, like, free. I wasn't, like, whatever. Like,
I'll complain. So
okay, fair enough. I'll let you do it.
Okay, so I was very excited to go to SmackDown. I thought
That's
we were
probably
gonna
why
be
you were
like-
more disappointed, because you wanted to see SmackDown.
Well, not it
I
wasn't
did
that I
not.
wanted to see. Yeah, it wasn't that I wanted to see SmackDown. It was more so I just wanted to be with everybody and watch
Sure.
a wrestling event and, like, be
Yeah.
involved with the crowd. But, like, we were high up,
Yeah.
like in the lounge or whatever. I'm grateful that we got to go, but like them seats were trash, dude. Like there was the ring.
They weren't even really seats, honestly.
Yeah, the lighting ring that they have like above the ring, of course. Half of that was like blocking the ring, so you couldn't even see like one half of the ring. The entrances you can't really see it. They look like ants coming out. It was so bad that I went back to recording. Like,
you went before I did.
To put it into perspective, Mervs is from Australia. It was his first live SmackDown live WWE TV experience. He came back after 30 minutes and says, "I'm good. I don't need to do this."
Because it would have been fine if it was like if we had the box that we had for.
I think there was too many of us though.
Yeah, like there probably was, but it would have been way better if we had the box that we got for SummerSlam in 2018 or in 2017.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't.
But again, like I didn't care about SmackDown anyway, and I was like, whatever. I was eating cookies. I was cool. it was free cookies. That's what I went to SmackDown for.
In your jacket pocket.
So I watch Seth and Roman. That happens. And then they do the Fiend stuff, and the Fiend's all spooky and scary and stuff. And so they do all that stuff, and then they do the draft. And it's like, this guy got... It was like Roman first. It was Becky first, and then like Roman, and then like somebody else. And then they fucking drafted the Fiend! Why? It was slightly less of like a shot to my heart because they used like the Firefly Funhouse picture of Bray, but they used like the Fiend's music. But like, I was like, that's when I was like, you know what? I'm going back to the recording room. I'm over it. Fuck this. I'm supposed to believe that somebody wanted to contractually sign a murderer to SmackDown? Why would you want this liability? I don't understand. Whatever. Had enough of it. I left. I went back to the recording area. I was over it. So then I go back. Brandon's watching SmackDown on his phone. So I'm asking Brandon what's going on from time to time. And then I'm sitting with Pulse, and Dalton comes up, and Dalton's like, "Oh, Bailey just turned heel." I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." And he's like, "She's cutting up her gear." And Pulse and I like look at each other, and like we're like, "Huh?" And like, we're like, "Oh."
Wait, whoa, I didn't say cutting up her gear. I said she's cutting up the Bailey buddies.
You said gear.
You did say cut up her gear.
No,
You definitely did say gear.
No, I said she changed her gear. She cut up the Bailey buddies, but I said it really quick.
Maybe you were just very excited.
What you
Okay,
said is
okay.
She's cutting up her gear. She looks like Tessa Blanchard. I was like,
So
what?
yeah, she's cutting up her gear, and she's like, and Pulse and I look at each other like, what's she wearing now, though? And he's like, oh, well, she's like got different hair now, and Pulse and I like, oh yeah, but like her gear, and she's like, oh, and she cut up the Bailey buddies, and Pulse and I like, what the fuck is she wearing? And he's like, oh, she like looks like Tessa Blanchard now, and I swear you've never seen two thirstier men in your life. We almost jumped, we almost ran to the fucking show. We thought that you meant that she was wearing Tessa Blanchard's gear.
I mean, she kind of has her top, but I have to clarify because she definitely doesn't have the bottoms.
She definitely did not have the bottoms, and that is when we decided we are not leaving because that was not the case.
I think Pulse thought that you said Tessa Blanchard was there.
No, Pulse thought you meant Bailey was wearing Tessa Blanchard's gear, which was absolutely a whole different conversation. So after that, we were very disappointed. And then like we played matches. I did another match with Aaron and Dalton, and then I did a match with Pulse, and then Chris, Pulse, and I did a triple threat that Brian
broke
watched.
Everything.
And Brian was watching. It was so awkward because every time fucking someone from like 2K was like watching me play anything, something went fucking wrong, and I felt like an asshole every single time.
The devs were sitting at a table like catty corner from you playing, and they were just eyeballing you the entire time. They were like, they're this like company Slack account, and they're just writing down, "We need to fix this glitch. We need to fix this glitch." Every time Johnny played.
And it didn't make it any better that every time I was around and a glitch happened on somebody else's fucking console, I got blamed for it.
So to put it in perspective, something happened with Aaron's game where a glitch happened. Johnny's sitting like 5 people down, and then a dev just looks because we were all laughing about the glitch. He looks at the screen and then immediately looks at Johnny and is like, "Where in the hell are you at?"
Trying to see if I was involved in this shenanigans.
Johnny, how did you get this to happen?
I don't know, man. I was hoping things wouldn't happen, so I didn't get in trouble.
It literally was every match you were in, though. There was something.
Well, you had a crazy one, too. Are you uploading that or no?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, well, Tony may or may not have a nice...
Just looked like Boss Man hanging from
a ridiculous one that he had. Macho and I had one. I don't know if he's uploading that. I really had one with every match that I played. It was really crazy. And probably my fault. So was there anything else that I'm missing from the event? That, like... I feel like...
Oh, there was a funny moment to me when at the end of the night we were all just standing around, right? But like it was either right after we took the picture or right before, and Jinx just starts kind of laughing, like kind of like in hysterics because he goes, "Well, Bailey just changed all of her stuff. That's cool."
Because Jinx was standing right behind me, and he because he saw that I had SmackDown on my phone, and he goes, "Hey, what's going on? And who got drafted?" I go, "Oh, this person got drafted, yada yada yada." And then I was like, "Also, Bailey just turned heel and like changed her attire." And he just looks at me and he goes,
"Of course, of course." That's
well. I was
great.
talking to him about Bailey, and he was saying that like Bailey was like game breaking for them.
Why?
And they had to like the Bailey buddies were not working, so they had to spend like extra getting the Bailey buddies.
And now she doesn't have them anymore.
And then she chopped him up, and he's like, "Motherfucker."
Was there anything extra you wanted to add, Chris, of your experience?
No, you covered
anything that we didn't talk about.
I got to hold
nothing that you probably don't want me to say.
I mean, not that I don't want you to say. It's just not my story. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I finally got
Paul
a
wants to talk
picture.
about it. What?
I finally got a picture with my wife. That was really cool.
Yeah, we took a picture. It was cool, man. I was at the end of the.
No, not you.
He took a picture with Charlie like a fucking mark.
Big mark.
So then
there was a funny moment to me with that. So like I try not to mark out too much when people come into the rooms and stuff like that. But Buddy Murphy shows up, and I immediately beeline towards Aaron, who's talking to I think Sub the Gamer at the time. And I'm like, I go straight to Aaron, and I'm like, not to be a mark, but Buddy Murphy's here. What do I do?
Dude, so I'm like,
what do I do?
So I'm casually talking to Dalton as he tells me that, and I'm like, dude, all right. I was like, let's just walk over there, okay? I was like, you're gonna get a picture with me because Murphy's like Dalton loves Murphy, so like he's such a big fan of Buddy Murphy. So I'm like, all right, I'll take a picture of you with him, man. I got you, And so we walk over there.
Nice little picture.
We walk over there. Hey, this shit was funny. We walk over there, and Jack Gallagher is standing next to Murphy, right?
Yeah.
And me and Dalton just walk up, and we're standing next to him because they were like where Brandon was sitting at.
Yeah.
So we're just like looking at the TV and stuff. And I turn to the left, man, and I look at Jack Gallagher, and I'm like, what's up, man? And he gets distracted by somebody else, and like just no sells me. I'm like, man, I don't like Jack Gallagher anyway, so it didn't hurt my feelings.
I'm sure he's a gentleman. He probably was busy.
But Jack was really cool. He went and sat down with some other people and like played the game for like almost an hour with them. It was really dope.
I know McIntyre played with Luge, right?
Yeah, McIntyre also tried to adopt Murphs because Murphs was like his child in that picture, as Brandon pointed out.
Oh, that was funny too. When I met Drew, because Murphs took the picture for me. I go up to Drew and I go, "Damn, you're a lot taller in person." And he goes, "Well, looks like you need to get a bigger TV."
Speaking about height with superstars, I took a picture with Adam Cole, who is the nicest guy, by the way.
I
took a picture with Adam Cole and posted on Twitter, and everyone just started tagging me or replying to it, like, "Why are you so much taller than Adam Cole? Why is he so short?" And I'm like, I don't know.
Come on, man, you gotta be 5'9" to be in NXT. No, I didn't get any pictures of anybody because I'm not a fucking mark. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, you got a picture of me, bitch.
Yeah, but you my son. That's why I gotta take a picture of my kid. What the fuck? So then now we're all like wrapping up. We do like the big like group photo. I'm sure you all saw it because you're all marks. No, it's a really nice like that. Like I kind of like part of me even wants to like kind of like get that like framed just because of how like fucking like.
That picture's epic, dude.
Like
Yeah,
how
that was a good-
how
that was a good
nice
photo.
of a picture it is, but how like I have so like when I look at that picture, I have so many fucking memories. Like just like how much cool fucking shit happened and like that like I'll get into my sappy part of the story when I finish the rest of it. But like I absolutely needed like this to happen because like I was like having like a really I'll get into I don't want to bum anybody yet. So
Well, like Brian Mazik said, he was like, the game is secondary to the.
the and it's honestly true. It really is true. Link the picture. Okay, hold on.
Because I was even telling, I was
Who's-
telling the
Who posted it first? Is you whose phone was it?
I have it on my phone.
Whose phone was the picture taken
It was
on?
Brandon. It was
Oh,
Brian's
was
phone.
it? Wait,
Yeah, it's on my Instagram. It's on my Twitter. I can send it to you in the DM right now if you.
Yeah, just
wanna-
tweet me. Just tweet me the link to your tweet.
Okay.
It was all.
Oh, I have it,
Brandon's
I have
phone,
it.
Though I think.
Okay.
Here.
But yeah, I was telling the boys, I was like, before we got like flown out, I was like, yeah, dude, I like playing the game early and stuff like that, but I like chilling with them more than anything.
It was like.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never been to like a gaming event like this at all, so like I don't know how others are, but from how Brian or yeah, you said Brian said this right on Twitter, Tony?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian Mazik.
Yeah. He was like it really like I guess maybe it's not always like because I feel like everyone was like cool, like we all were like a big group of just like friends that just happened to be at a recording event. Like
Yeah.
it was really crazy. Like it was a really like I don't know. It was really nice.
Yeah, I feel like Tangent was in like the same boat as you, like not sure what to expect when he got there.
Tangent is like such a
Tangent
nice
was
guy.
awesome.
He was
awesome.
he
dude.
was very shy, I think, at first, because like
Yeah,
he
Tangent-
didn't really know anybody.
It's because he's
Yeah,
the only
Tangent
Twitch
expect-
guy.
Yeah, Tangent
Hey.
expected for everybody to have like egos or like
Yeah, and
you know,
I
to
think
not be accepted so easily.
and I talked to Murph's after. Murph's felt the same way. He like wasn't like he was surprised at how like inclusive we were, like how like we wanted to like how we like everyone was included in everything. Like
Except for Johnny,
Yeah.
he's a giant asshole.
I would Tangent specifically came up to me, and I'm not gonna say the whole thing because it was just between us, and I'll keep it that way. But like he was very nice and like he was very happy that like because I feel like did you guys know Tangent already or no?
No, I
knew,
didn't know who he was before.
I had no
that.
idea. That dude.
Yeah,
Okay.
I watched his streams
Yeah, I didn't have a
sometimes
clue.
and stuff, and I knew who he was.
Okay, like
So he,
I've never like had a real conversation with him, but like we've like sent viewers to each other and we know each other. I've talked in his chat, he's talked in mine, so like we knew each other. So like he was like thanking me for like kind of including him, and it was really nice. Like I feel like that's just a good like whole how everyone was like everyone was like just so fucking like cool. Like and exactly how they are like online too. Like everyone's it's like exactly their like Pulse is out of his fucking mind. Pulse is like the fucking best, by the way. Like he's I messaged him. I was gonna try to get him on here, but like Pulse is fucking great. And like he totally didn't have to invite me, and like I am forever indebted to him for like inviting me, and like this was like an insane weekend for me. I loved it. I have a couple more shit to get through, and then we'll.
Wait, real quick, not to take away from
No,
the
you're good,
moment.
go on.
I think 2K was getting a lot of shit, so they Brian just had to post to clarify some of the conflicting messages we've seen popping up. WWE 2K20's creative championship will be patched in post-launch in the near future.
Okay, yeah.
So it has now been confirmed.
So we were,
Good.
we were right. We were right. So
also from the event, I think every time that you looked at Brandon, you just said "pussy."
It was either that or I was throwing chops. Chops were a big theme of the
Yeah.
a lot of chops being thrown.
Didn't Murph no sell the chops?
Murph's no sold
Dude.
everything.
Everything. He goes like literally the first time I try to chop him, he doesn't sell it. He goes, "I sell for no one."
Hey, he did the same shit to me, dude. I'm like, come
Murph,
on,
dude.
man.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
know.
I chopped the fuck out of Brandon in
That was
like,
funny.
near the elevators, and everyone was like, "What the fuck did you do that for?"
Yeah, fuck. Oh, okay. I'll put the picture on the screen. I don't care.
I feel like there's this notion that these like 2K events are like stuffy and professional and everything, but like we go there to fucking record videos and bullshit with our friends.
Yeah, like that's exactly what it was.
That's literally the extent of it. I wish people would get a better understanding of that. That it's not at all what people probably think.
Yeah,
that
like
is.
now
Look at all these happy faces.
now that I know, like, I wish I was like no, because they don't want us recording while we're inside there, but like I wish I would have recorded just like some stuff just so everyone could see like how like much fun everyone is having there. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Speaking as someone that it was their first year this year going to the event, I definitely like it. Like Johnny was talking about earlier, with what Tangent was saying, with like it just felt like everyone welcomed you in and everything. Like right away when I got there to the hotel and stuff, everyone just welcomed me and like pulsed at me up, and then Johnny was like, "Hello, motherfucker," and I was like, "Oh, it's you!"
Dude, I popped big, dude, because I'm
Dude,
like,
it was like it's crazy how welcoming everyone is. Like speaking of like Chris and stuff, Chris was welcoming us in and everything like that. Everyone was just so nice, and it's like you know that everyone's gonna be nice, but you don't realize like it dead ass is a family whenever you're going.
Yeah,
to stuff,
it really
like,
is.
That's how it felt to me. Like everyone was just one big cozy family and stuff. Granted, Johnny's like the weird cousin, but it's cool.
Because even speaking on like my first event, like the first time I got flown out was the 2K18 like SummerSlam party thing, and I only knew Macho because we had been talking for like a couple weeks. Like we became friends like over Twitter and stuff. So like we agreed to meet up because I think that was his first event too. So like we agreed to meet up. We were gonna be each other's buddies so that we weren't feeling left out. And then we walked over to like where Pulse was, and then Pulse was like, "Oh, you're Brandon, right?" And then we just started talking. So I think Tubby was with him too. Like we immediately like became friends right there. And then like later on in the night, I was trying to get an interview with the New Day, and then Chris and Michelle, like obviously since they're cool with Woods and them, they were like, they like pushed me in there. They were like, "Yo, Woods, he wants to interview, like let him interview you." So it's like everybody helps each other out and like stuff like that.
It's fucking it's
I
really
remember
nice environment.
The first time I met Brandon in person was at that SummerSlam party, and I'm doing like a vlog style video or whatever.
Yeah.
And his ass just fucking pops in behind me on the video. He's like, "What up? Hey, what it do?" I'm like in the video itself. And I'm like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "Oh, Brandon, right?" He's like, "Oh yeah, what's up?" And
wait, you didn't even like you weren't like friends yet?
No, we weren't friends. I just popped up.
That's hilarious.
By the way,
I saw that he was live. I saw that he was live streaming, so I was like, "All right, I'm just gonna bomb him real quick and get
funny.
out."
I didn't realize in this picture how perfectly Roman is aligned. By the way, it looks like Roman's like in the picture with us. That's fucking hilarious. All right. So what else? Last things. Okay. So we leave the event. And as I'm I wish I knew this guy's name. But as I'm leaving, someone in a very nice suit that had no reason to even acknowledge I existed. When I'm shaking everybody's hand leaving. Oh, I said Brian was saying bye to everybody as well. Brian's a very nice guy. Like I wish I talked to him more, but I wasn't sure if he like wanted anything. I felt my whole thing there was I feel like everyone wants nothing to do with me, so I didn't want to fucking keep trying to talk to people. But he like anytime I talked to him, he was really cool. Everyone was really cool. Bob, I feel like I talked to Bob the most because Bob's fucking hilarious.
Bob loves to talk.
Bob loves talking, and I'm from Philly, so I feel like I got double whammy with that one.
Yeah, he's easy to talk to.
He's awesome. And then, so yeah, this guy in a very nice suit, like, I shake his hand, and he's like, "Oh, keep up the hilarious videos." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, I will, thank you." And I'm like, "What?" I was like, I was like, "Who's this fucking important guy that has a clue who I am?" And then I turn back, and I'm waiting for everybody, and he's like in a circle group. I think he was with Brian. What's his fucking last name? I keep forgetting it.
Mazik.
Mazik, yes. The other Brian I'm talking about is Vor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
So, like, he's in a circle, like, and I could tell he's, like, talking about my videos and like kind of like putting him over, and I'm like, what is happening? Like this shouldn't be happening. And then we leave, and then Chris goes home because he's a bitch.
Now, I told you.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's 45-minute flight.
I was
While you
gonna
know
say-
Murph didn't get home
45-minute
till
flight.
yesterday for us at 9 at night.
Yeah.
I didn't even get to say goodbye to his candy ass. I was
where,
like,
where were you at?
Yeah, where were you? When
He
we
was-
were
I was,
all,
I was with,
like,
I was
walking
with
back?
Macho and Murphs, man, because I'm a good guy. I was waiting for them, so you know.
Why weren't you all with us?
I was waiting on them.
But why
And
weren't
dude,
what were they doing?
the group legit like just bolted, and I turned back. Everybody's gone. I'm like, oh.
Well,
I'm like,
I knew Chris had a flight, and I knew no one else likes to lead the charge. So sometimes you just kind of be like, "All right, let's go."
it was like that a lot.
Yeah, I think Chris tried to get out of there like 20 times. Like
I
gotta
know,
go, and
we
then,
were all-
Yeah, I was like,
we
guys,
just-
gotta bounce.
We were
Gotta-
all brothering
gotta
it up, though. So we get to the hotel, and Chris takes an Uber, and we make out like a little bit before he leaves. And then I think we all go back to our rooms just to like drop shit off and all. I needed an ibuprofen from my stash, and then, and then we go back out, and we're like, okay, let's just go to the strip again. So it's all of us are going to the strip, and we walk by, and we see Mojo Raleigh all of a sudden, and everyone's like marking out. I'm like, what the fuck? Mojo's jacked, by the way. This dude's
Yeah.
huge.
Brandon's like marking out, tweeting about it. We just met the best restaurant.
It was a
And
joke tweet.
And then I remember asking, when did Mojo Raleigh become cool? Like, I don't remember that.
He was really nice though.
Well,
And then,
Mojo's a cool guy.
Dude, everybody was doing the
best part-
fucking
and,
bow.
hold on.
The best part of the
I'm
Mojo
getting to-
thing was when Dana Brooke
Yeah, well,
then
that's-
walked past,
dude,
and I
fuck.
and I think I'm the only one that saw it, but Johnny just looks back at all of us and looks me dead in my eyes with the most priceless look I've ever seen on a human's face in my life.
Dude.
I was rolling.
I'm walking by and I'm looking at Mojo and like kind of looking back, and then I look ahead of me, and here comes Dana Brooke. And I swear, if she would have asked me to just like lay on the floor so she could walk across the street, I would have. I would have fell in love with her so quickly. I was like, she fucking rocked my world. I was so fucked up for at least 5 minutes after that.
You were.
I was like, dude, and I was like, I looked back because I was like, someone else has to understand what's happening right now.
I did.
And
I did.
thankfully,
I
Dalton,
got you.
and I think Aaron may have as well. But I was like,
Hashtag.
I lost my mind.
No, I like how we skipped over the majority of us started bowing down to Mojo
Oh
Raleigh.
yeah,
Oh yeah, I was
Dude,
yelling
I
out
was-
69.
I did not do that, by the way.
Yeah, it was like I think like me, Luge, and I don't know who else. I think Macho might have too. But
I
we
was
just
like, why
start
the
bowing
fuck are they
down.
bowing?
We just start bowing down to
Macho got more
Mojo Raleigh, and
popular
he
than us
just
than he
starts
did all
laughing.
year.
real
Did any of you
hard.
take a picture with him?
No.
No. Who wants a picture with Mojo?
That's fucked up. And then we go like to the strip, and we just walk. I don't think anything crazy happened here. We like go to the.
Oh, I have a story from us walking.
Well, we go to the
strip.
Shake Shack.
Well,
I
me
remember
and you.
that. Me and you.
So me and Johnny are crossing the street, and Luge is already on the sidewalk. And all of a sudden, Luge just because me and Johnny are talking about something. All of a sudden, Luge just turns and goes, "You're gonna get hit by a car! Move!" And me and Johnny are like, "Oh shit!" We
Well,
have to jump
okay,
onto the sidewalk, and then Luge just goes straight into mom mode. And we're
Dalton-
just like, "Oh no, we're gonna die!"
Dalton was the reasonable one here. Dalton runs. I'm an asshole from Philadelphia. I looked at the car and just walked, and she's like, "Oh, I see." She's like, "You're not gonna move, huh?" I'm like, "I'm a Philly, you know that." She's like, "Yeah, I guess so."
I'm a
No,
little
that
bitch.
car's
I didn't want to
gonna
get Rikishi'd.
Nah, I got a story from that
Yo,
night too.
Chris, did you say something?
I said, oh, that car's gonna wait. I'll tell you.
Yeah,
that.
yeah, exactly. What's that, Brendan?
But no, when we were walking, like it was near that AEW sign that we were talking
Okay.
about earlier.
Yeah.
And we were walking. There was like 3 like chicks in front of us, and then there's a guy trying to like promote like this bar or whatever.
Oh,
He's like,
well, you hear
ladies get.
You hear
He's like,
everything, like,
"Wait."
they're saying, like, oh, free limit to
Yeah.
a strip club. If you want like weed, like everything's getting like solicited on this fucking strip.
Yeah. So the girls are in front of us, and the guy is like trying to get them to come to the bar. He's like, girls getting free, and they're ignoring him. And then he's like, "We have coke too."
And Aaron was like, "What?"
Wait, no, I was like, no.
Yeah,
no,
I don't know. You were kind of
No.
excited about it.
That was definitely not what happened.
I don't know.
Okay, Johnny got excited about chicks
No,
with
I
dicks.
know.
No, I was.
Dude.
Well, there was one guy that was like, "Oh, they were like, strippers," and then this guy just yells, "Chicks with dicks!" Just really yells it.
And
I'm
me
like,
and Johnny hear it and like, did we just
whoa.
hear that?
I'm like, I almost called his bluff because I didn't think he was telling the truth. But then we kept walking, like, yeah, coke and there was another one that was really funny. I'm pretty sure somebody's mom asked me if I wanted to go to a strip club. This woman was way too old to be asking me to go anywhere.
There was a funny moment where
we're
we're walking across one of like the bridge type things, and there's two girls wearing peacock feathers, and Aaron just like acts like he's about to just go through the middle of them, like
my
through the
God.
peacocks while they're
They're like taking
a
picture.
And
Yeah.
I was rolling.
Dude,
I
I almost jumped off the bridge that we were on to get away from him because I didn't want to be involved with the beatdown he was just going to partake in.
Fucking let the feathers fly.
And then we go to the Shake Shack, and there's like, I wish we got a picture of us all at the Shake Shack, like at that fucking table, because there was like, it was like just enough people. Like if Chris was there, he would have had to sit in the middle. Like that's of the table. Like that's how it was a round table with all of us there, and we were just fucking talking about bullshit, and like Pulse and I just being the pieces of shit that we are, talking about Vader and his boots.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna go home and beat my kids.
Vader. Oh yeah, and of course I had to
619.
I had to retweet the Rey Mysterio beat my kids tweet for good times. Yeah, Vader in his boots. That picture. And just a bit of a philosophical questions about that. Talking about Sheamus's ass. Was there? I feel like it was just a really nice. It was a nice dinner. Like it was cool. We were all just having fun and bullshitting, and it was a good time. And then we leave there. And I think some of you got Jello shots. I was not partaking in alcohol because I'm pussy. No, I just don't drink. And then
Tangent was like, I gotta get you guys since we're out here. I gotta buy you a drink. I'm like, all right.
Oh, he bought those drinks.
He wanted to, but we gave him money. Like, we forced him to take our money. He was like, no.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm like,
yeah.
dude, no, you don't have to do that.
He was
really cool.
Yeah, he's really cool. And then I think we just walked a bit more. I don't feel like there was anything notable after that. And then we waited for. Oh, so we go and wait for our Ubers. We had to get like 2 Uber XL Johns. So we had a crew that was just going back to the hotel, and then a CVS crew. The CVS crew was me, Pulse, Brandon, Dalton. Murphs. Was Aaron, were you in that or no?
Yeah,
Aaron was there. Brandon dispersed after we got at the hotel.
Oh, Brandon wasn't
he
it?
acted like he was CVS gang, but then he left.
Oh yeah,
no,
Brandon.
I didn't act like I was.
That's right, you bitch.
No.
You weren't CVS gang. You went back to the. He said my knee.
No.
I
was with y'all. Yeah, I was with y'all in that
Yeah.
Uber, but my knee was killing me from walking
Yeah,
so
I
much. So I was
understand.
like, I just gotta go.
Macho wanted to go to CVS, but he got the wrong Uber.
Oh, I
he
didn't
waited for
realize.
Then he waited for you guys and never.
Well, we were at the CVS for like 20 minutes because I was getting.
Yeah, because Johnny took
he-
ages.
I was
You thought
buying
you were
stuff for
coming
my
back
mom.
to
Dude, it was funny when we were at the CVS because like Murphs was like, I have to get something from here, but I don't know what to get. And he's like, oh, these magnets will do. We have some everywhere. And he has to try to pick a magnet. So he's just looking through all of these different magnets. Like, which one looks great? I don't know
I think
how this culture works.
I think I was influencing Murph's way of speaking because he kept saying, "Oh, we're gonna get gimmicks," and I didn't know what gimmicks he meant. I was like, "Is Murph's like a drug dude?" Like, what is it? But he meant he wanted to get like stuff to buy to take home, like. Because I kept calling everything a gimmick.
We can get us some gimmicks.
Yeah, that's what he's like. He's like, "Are we gonna go over here and get some gimmicks?" I'm like, "I don't know if they have gimmicks at CVS, Murphs."
He was like, y'all want to get some gimmicks?
So that we wait forever for this fucking Uber that Brandon calls in the shittiest smelling part of the world. This shit smelled so fucking bad. I don't know. It smelled like somebody shit in somebody's ass. It smelled so bad, and we had to stand there forever because this dude got lost or something. So we finally get the Uber, and we're talking about bullshit on the way. And then we drop Brandon off. I think I say bye to Brandon there. Who went? So who did? Somebody else? Did everyone else go to the CVS? I don't remember.
I don't know.
Or were you the only one that went back to the rooms?
From what I know of, I was the only one that went
Okay,
back
then
to my
everyone else
room.
went to CVS, and we bought bullshit. I bought a Vegas bandana because of course you do. And then I bought some other shit for like my parents. I bought my dad some lighters, and some other shit. And everyone waited for me, and I was an asshole. So I felt bad for that. Then we go back to the hotels and say byes and all that stuff. Macho and Tangent, I guess, went to the CVS to find us, but we weren't there.
Yeah, because we took a different car, and then
Yeah, I didn't know they wanted to go to CVS.
well, we didn't have enough in the car to go to CVS.
Oh,
Like we couldn't.
that's true.
So anyway, so we just went to bed, and then Macho and Tangent went looking for you guys.
Yeah, I didn't get to say bye to you. I felt really bad, but I think you were asleep before we even came back.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember.
And and then we go back to the rooms. Macho and Tangent come up to the rooms to say bye and stuff. And Tangent again, very fucking thankful and being super nice. Very good dude. And then everyone leaves, and then Pulse and I are just like chilling, and we're eventually like I think we got delusional from how tired we were and started just laughing at the fucking stupidest shit ever, very loud, like way too loud that as someone should be laughing at fucking I don't know what it was like. It might have been 2 a.m. again or something like that. Oh, hold on, let me invite Macho. Macho's getting in at the end of the story.
Hey, Johnny, you also forgot to talk about Pervert Pulse and Stardom at the event.
Oh my god! I forgot about Pervert Pulse. Fucking, I won't show the picture because he does not want me to show it. But so okay, I'll double back real quick. We're at the event, and this is the point where like everyone got switched off, so everyone's like just sitting around and bullshit and all. Pulse is sitting there. So I'm walking around, and I know Pulse is sitting there. So eventually I come back, and I'm talking to Tony and Tubby, I think.
Yeah, we were just standing there.
And I look over, and Pulse, I knew he was watching Stardom. So Pulse is sitting there watching Stardom with like a monster in his hand, and his shorts were pulled up. Like Pulse has massive thighs because he's fucking jacked, and Pulse is like his shorts are so like they're so high up that it's like just all thighs exposed. So he's just sitting there drinking a white monster, watching Stardom, and I couldn't stop laughing.
Not to mention they were like khakis, so they almost blended into his
Yeah,
skin.
he looked naked. I couldn't stop laughing. I was like, "You're a fucking pervert." I had to take a picture. He has the if Pulse wants to show the picture, he can, but I'm not. I
He
won't,
was
I won't
watching
show it.
Stardom all weekend because he has like
He has a
3 months of
podcast.
stuff to catch up on.
He's got a podcast. Hey,
He was
can
in
I
a
get a
bar
deadlock
watching
shirt
Stardom.
from one of you assholes?
Yeah, you asked me for my shirt size and then never gave me nothing.
Hey,
They
by
did
the
it to
way,
everybody. These fucking guys.
Hit up Pervert Pulse has them.
They're the opposite of AEW. they are just T-shirt advertisers, not salesmen.
Pervert Pulse has them. Okay, chill.
I hope so. I heard that Marcus has them.
No, Pervert Pulse has them.
Oh, Pulse was passing the buck. So yeah, that was fucking hilarious. So yeah, Pulse and I are just dying at the fucking hotel at this point, just laughing at bullshit, and then I try to sleep because I again have another morning flight because I'm an idiot. But in hindsight, I'm glad I did it because I'd like getting home at like afternoon. So I wake up at like 4:30, I think. Is Macho here? Oh, Macho's muted. Okay, Macho, hello. I wake up at like 4:30. Macho, I was gonna expose you, but I didn't. Okay.
Expose me?
Because I have
How?
pictures of us.
Oh, that's right. I was letting you finish. the
Macho's a
story.
very handsome man.
Oh,
ladies and gentlemen.
we put over how handsome you are, by the way, Macho. I forgot.
I saw a clip on Twitter.
The part of
already.
the day one story that I forgot
I
when Macho
appreciate-
came in is that Macho and I definitely were cuddling in my bed, and we have a picture of it.
Yes, I was just gonna mention that.
I forgot to mention
Did
that.
you mention the cuddling
I did
part
not.
because that was the best moment?
I forgot about it. I'm sorry, but I mentioned it now. And then I wake up early, and then I head to my flight. I say goodbye to Pulse. And I kiss him as well on the lips. And then again, I get to the airport and have fucking issues with the passport ID thing, and I have to stand there like an asshole. But the woman that came up and helped me at my kiosk said that I was very patient. So I guess she deals with a bunch of jerk offs. So I guess I guess I was at least nice to her. Then I went up to my gimmick and I got Burger King breakfast, which was delicious actually. And then my flight was cool. I think I fell asleep.
Somebody asked if you took the red train to get back.
Fucking no! I took an Uber. I did not take Pulse's red train. And the Burger King breakfast was awesome actually. And I think I fell asleep on the flight because I know at one point there was like an hour and a half left, and I had my earbuds in, and I remember like jolting, and like my earbuds were like between my crotch somehow, and like there was like a half hour left. So like I was like super fucking tired, I guess, and I was out of it. And then I landed in Philly, and then I went home. And that was the 2K20 trip. What a fucking what a fucking great time. Like, okay, this is where I get sentimental and sappy. Wait, what, Macho?
Did you do you guys? I don't know if you guys talked about.
No, feel
Tubby
free.
yet.
Make sure
how
we got
how Tubby disappear.
I mentioned that we never saw him again after that one part. So yeah, I did mention
Okay,
that.
yeah, there you go.
So yeah, again, I have to say, like, 1,000 times over, thank you to Pulse. If you guys somehow, if you don't know who CM Pulse is, you guys are missing out, because not only is he a fucking good brother, he's so fucking funny, and like he like deserves. We were having some talks. I know like some stuff he's trying to do in the future, and he deserves every fucking good thing that can happen to him. He is genuinely like a great dude. I feel like you'll be hard pressed to find anyone that's met Pulse that will like have anything bad to say about him, because he's so like down to earth and really cool to hang out with. So please, if you haven't already, check out Pulse's stuff. He has a Twitch as well. You should follow him on Twitch. He streams once in a while. If it wasn't for Pulse, I would have not had any like I wouldn't have asked to go. I wouldn't have gone to this at all. Pulse just being a fucking awesome dude and asked me to go, and I cannot thank him enough for that. He and I owe him big time. I'm gonna have to buy him something nice or something like that. This was maybe like the best trip I've ever been on. I've been to a few places. I've been to like California and England and stuff, and like this is like maybe the most memorable trip I've ever had in my life. Even in terms of just hanging out with like friends and stuff. This was like really like I knew that these events were cool just because I knew a lot of my friends were there. That like like Chris and Brennan and everyone on this call right now, they're like go to these things. So I'm like, okay, like at the very least I can hang out with my friends. But I didn't realize like how much I love these motherfuckers. Like you don't like meeting like I don't know if anyone in the chat has had this privilege yet, and I hope you all do someday. But meeting your like friends that you've been talking to online forever for like and realizing they're like everything that they say they are and like then some, and like how much like they're even cooler in person is like maybe like the most rewarding feeling in the world. It's like if I had the choice right then and there that like somehow like someone hit the lottery there and was like, hey, we're all moving here right now and living here, I would have done it in a heartbeat, because like how happy I was from those 2 days. I don't know, like if I could bottle that and sell that, I would, and I'd make millions, because that was like the happiest I've been in like forever. Not that I'm like a sad dude or anything, but like it was so overwhelming to be around so many good people at the same time, who all like everyone was just out like for everyone's best interest and to have a good time. And it was like I can't even, it's hard to put even into words like how cool everybody was, like up and down. It was like so nice. It was very overwhelming. I'm still overwhelmed thinking about it. Like I can't even say how much like I loved it. And like I hope everyone's chat, I hope you guys at some point get to experience that, because you all should. It's like it's crazy. From like
I personally I personally think that this was the best one that we had so far.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Like,
I haven't been to any other ones, but I don't know how this compares to other ones. I know, like in terms of the recording situation, it might not have been the best.
Yeah,
Oh
like
no,
there were some hiccups,
don't
but
even
I
get me
mean,
started with that. But
when it comes
Yeah,
to
like, there were-
yeah,
there were some hiccups, but like this was the overall best like creator interaction type thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I hope so.
Since Johnny, had to get all sentimental, Johnny, I just want to let you know you were probably one of the nicest motherfuckers I've ever met in my life. Dead, not even on some kiss ass or anything like that. But you were dead ass. Like the fact that you guys, I don't know if anyone else noticed it. I know me and Aaron talked about it a lot since being back. Johnny would literally bounce around from every person in the group to make sure everyone felt included and everyone was just around laughing the entire time. The amount of times Johnny would just bounce over.
Johnny's really good at that.
That's 100%.
Yeah.
Johnny was legit. He would see that someone looked bummed down. He's like, "Are you all right? Are you feeling it?"
Yeah, Johnny was such a good dude.
I'm like, what? This dude was an asshole online, and he's like, cool. And
No, people not supposed to know I'm nice. What the fuck?
No, seriously, you I swear you asked me 10 times. Like, doing okay?
Well, if someone, I guess if someone's quiet and chilling, I did it to Pulse a ton too. If someone's just I mean, I guess I know everyone just is having just vibing hanging out and all, but if someone's being quiet, I assume something might be wrong, so I don't know, I have an instinct, I'm like, hey, you need to be having a good time, what's wrong?
There was some super serious shit that happened to me while I was on the trip, and Johnny and Pulse specifically really helped me feel better immediately about everything that happened.
Well, you guys are my fucking family, of course I would, goddammit.
It was a really whenever I said it earlier about it felt like a family, dead ass. It was probably one of the best times I've ever had in my life. Everyone was just so if we all had a house or a reality show together, I'd be down. It's lit.
I was surprised. Not that we all got along so well, but honestly, I felt like we had hung out already 500 times at that point. Nothing felt awkward to me.
I'm not gonna expose Johnny's message to me, but
no.
But when I tweeted out literally one of the highlights of my trip was finally meeting Johnny in person. That was dead ass. I've been talking to this dude. I feel like we became friends super quick out of nowhere.
Yeah,
and
we did. It was, I don't know. It's very weird because I feel like people wouldn't expect us to get along.
and I was just I was genuinely excited when I found out that he was there, and all the stuff that the NL boys do, and they look oh, they're just fucking pussy and shit and all this stuff. He's genuinely an incredible person and an incredible friend. So I'll never have anything bad to say about him.
I almost lost my mind when I walk into the room and all I hear is pussy. I'm like, what? I'm like, hold on. I had to recollect and try to not mark out right there too, because I'm like, what's happening right now? Because I just asked him the night before.
I told him that I had to lie to you. I'm sorry.
The pop that I gave to Johnny was crazy because I knew what Johnny looked like because we're friends on Facebook and stuff like that, but I just didn't put two and two together yet.
Because I had also been lying to you and Chris for that whole time.
Yeah, I was like, oh, so Johnny's not here, yada yada yada. I didn't put two and two together. I thought it was somebody else I just didn't recognize, and then he's just like pussy, and I'm like, Johnny.
Just one word is all it takes.
I was like, oh no, me.
Yeah, so I go to I didn't recognize Johnny at all, so I'd shake his hand and I introduce myself. I'm like, hey, what's up? I'm Aaron, and he goes, Johnny, and he just smiles at me, and I'm like, oh, dude, I was so hyped, man. It was awesome. Dude.
Everyone's reaction to me being there. I also didn't want this to turn into everyone being nice to me. I'm not used to this, so you better knock it off.
Johnny sucks.
Thank you. I needed that. Thank you. I wasn't everyone's reaction to me being there was I could have left after that first day and been happy. Because how happy everyone was to see me there, that that was the most incredible feeling ever. It's there's nothing. I honestly am speechless when it comes to that because it's I don't know how to express how nice that made me feel, and it made me feel I was meant like I belong there, and
You definitely do.
I mean, I'm sure I've talked to most of the guys, maybe a majority of the guys on the call about it, but like forever, and maybe still a little bit, I felt like I didn't belong at those events, not because of anyone that was there, but just because we like on this channel do stuff a lot differently. But like maybe not as differently as I thought. Like over the years when you like, I play stuff with like Chris and all, and like it's like, oh, maybe everything, maybe everyone's like this too. Like everyone's fucking crazy, and I didn't realize it. And it's like, so like I definitely had a while, and like I said, it's still a little bit that I didn't like belong at something like that just because of I'm not like professional in the slightest. I do this as a hobby. I like just upload fucking 7-hour long videos. Like I stream. I have no schedule.
You were like the most professional there because you're like, I gotta make sure that I make a good impression. So you like talk to everybody.
I wanted to make like. I went in thinking everyone thought I sucked, and I wanted to make sure at least someone thought I didn't suck as much.
I told you when we were at the bar, I was like, you're doing exactly what you need to be doing. I was like, you're doing everything 100% right. I was really proud of you.
Oh my God, what the fuck? And it was like, so like, to go from like 2 weeks before that, like being at work, it's so weird. I was at work thinking, like, I had talked to Chris and Brandon the night before, like, because they had found out when the event wasn't on. I was at work the next night, and I was like, man, I was trying to convince myself that I didn't care that I wasn't going, but at the same time, I was like, fuck, dude, I'd really like to go. But I was like, it's too late. I'm not gonna hit anybody up. And I was thinking about it. I was like, okay, you know what? Next year, I'm gonna start early and like try to push for it and see if I can go. And then like days later, like Pulse hit me up about it. It was like kind of meant to be. And then like, going from thinking, oh, well, I'll never go to this thing to, like, standing around, like, 15 of my friends, like, playing a game that hasn't come out yet, that I've been playing, like, from a series I've been playing since I was a fucking child. It was like, holy fucking shit, like, what is happening? Like, again, like I said, that doesn't, Pulse, like, I forever indebted to that motherfucker for letting me experience, this kind of thing. Like, I'm just sitting there smiling like an asshole because I have so many like funny memories of just hanging out with everybody and all, and it was like I really really hope I get the chance to do this again next year. And if I don't, like, it's whatever, I experienced it and all. It was cool. And it was
no, you will.
And it was
best believe.
So yeah, a lovely fucking time. I'm going to be talking about this for a while, chat, so you're going to get sick of it. I'm probably going to think of random stories to bring up every so often. But this was the coolest and most fulfilling trip I've ever had in my entire life. And if it wasn't for all these guys on the call and everyone that was there that's not here right now, and the 2K guys that were so fucking nice to me, too, and made me feel like that, like, you know, made me just feel like everyone else, and that, like, you know, it's important and I should be there. It was really nice, and I'm very happy. So thank you all for that. And so that was our 2K20 trip.
Yes, sir.
Yay.
Good podcast.
But now
let's talk about the game.
I gotta go.
I'm gonna head out.
All right, guys, it's been.
So everyone, I didn't get footage. Everyone else had footage. Everyone here has played the game. I played. I didn't play a ton. I played a bit though, because I also was keeping in mind that I want to do the midnight release stream, and I didn't want to give away too much. But I played. I avoided my career, and I didn't do I didn't play any originals. I just avoided that stuff too. But I did play just regular matches with people.
When are you doing the 2K19 My Career?
Oh, you fucking asshole. In my mind, I want to do it this week, but I wasn't going to announce it, but I guess I had to say something.
All right, chat. Clip it, chat.
I want
to tweet it out every day this week.
I'm going to be playing the 2K19 career some point before 2K20 comes out, okay? I'll be doing it sometime before then, so I heard it's not very long, so I think I probably get it done like 2 streams or so. So hopefully, that'll be a thing. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so the first thing everyone's talking about is the controls. I've seen a lot of people talking about controls. The controls. Okay, I mean, you guys can give your own opinions here, but I like that the triangle reversal thing feels nice to me.
It feels way better in my
I
opinion.
got used to it.
Yeah.
I think by the end of the day, we kind of got used to the Y and then the finisher being, you know, X.
Yeah, square. Yeah, square. Oh yeah,
I
that's
mean,
what I was
square.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
square.
Square and X is the finisher button now, everybody, and triangle is the reversal. And the square and X
Those
is kind of
aren't
awkward.
really the only changes.
I
think there's the carry system is a bit
There were a lot of changes.
I feel like there was a lot more than you realized. Yeah,
the carry system and how you get out of the ring.
The more advanced.
Picking up weapons is different.
control word,
Paybacks
sure.
are different now too.
You got to use the right trigger as like a modifier now.
Right trigger and a face button is a majority of the controls now.
Like right trigger and
OMG.
B is how you roll them up now, which is kind of weird.
My biggest problem is, and I'm gonna talk about I'm gonna do like a review video.
I'm sure you're gonna do it. I don't want to take away from your shit. So you guys should definitely watch Chris's stuff.
Like, I do want to mention they literally said that these changes are to help new players.
Yeah.
Or whatever. These changes make everything way more difficult. And more just unnecessary.
Do you think that's because we're used to the old ones though?
No, not at all. Like,
because I thought so. I thought putting right trigger and face buttons felt really weird.
Yeah, because it's like it's now multiple like button combinations. Like that's not for new players. You got to memorize like these other combinations that were single button presses previously are now like multi. That just seems like a little back.
Oh, do you have that picture?
Yeah. Hold on.
Can you give me it? I have. There was a Chris has.
Oh, you talking about the controller?
I just did the controls. Yeah, so I can show everybody.
I was gonna take a picture of that, but I was like, I figure somebody else.
I literally posted a video like an hour ago of all the new controls.
Oh, did you? Oh, what's your channel?
YouTube.com/newLEGACYinc.
So yeah, but the weapon one fucked me up the most. Picking up weapons is like, is it R1 now, or is it L1?
I think it's.
R1 is to get out of the ring, right?
Yeah, R1 is to get out of the ring now. Yeah.
And then picking up weapons, I think was L1, but like setting up a ladder is now X, and setting up tables.
Dude,
is
the
X?
ladder match has confused us because I know me, you, and Aaron played that ladder match. I was so confused on how to do anything.
Because it's like 4 separate screens. I'm just gonna link you the video. You can just scroll through it and like.
Well, no, just I think it's better if you send me the screenshots. Can you just send me like each?
I gotta send them all individially. There's five separate pages of screenshot.
Yeah, but like that's cool.
Whatever. All right, hang on.
Because this will make it easier for me to like this. I'll go through. We'll go through them all. It'll make it like easier.
Basically, right trigger is like a modifier button, pretty much.
Yeah, it's like strange. Okay.
There was there was an awkward moment where Aaron and I, because like Aaron and I really love the simulation style of the game, we were very concerned that chain wrestling was taken out because like that said we like some wrestling in the game.
How do we kick somebody from here?
And the devs looked so confused, like, oh no, it's still there. We don't know how to do it, but it's still there. And then they had to grab somebody to be like, what's the button combination? And it's the guy that like did the new controls or whatever, and he's like, it's right trigger and like even he was confused.
Yeah, it is. I think it's very very new. So like, see, paybacks are right trigger and Y. These are Xbox controls, but we were all playing on Xbox consoles. These most like, see, I didn't even know the submission thing. Hold RT and hold A. I didn't even know about that. Yeah, so the 2-button finisher thing doesn't bother me as someone that used to play Day of Reckoning and the GameCube games a lot. I'm just very used to that. But I can see how that would be weird for everybody else. I thought they were gonna just make it L1 again. Because that's what they used to be.
I actually don't mind signature and finisher being X and A.
No, I'm used to it now.
The only problem I ran into it was I was doing showcase mode, and like since the showcase, or since the controls are different, I was struggling to figure out how to do a certain move. So Charlotte has like a running spear, and when I clicked both of them, I accidentally like only clicked like X and A, but it was like a delay by a tiny bit. Like I didn't click A all the way yet.
Yeah.
So like I just bumped into him.
Yeah,
like it was really
that was another thing I think a lot of us ran into was the hit detection.
The hit detection
and the targeting. And maybe it was just the build we were on, but like It was like really
It's a problem.
weird. I was
Yeah.
struggling to hit people with weapons, and even just like running and grappling people. Like I was like really thrown off.
Now I'm
I
seeing
I
that
don't think you can
alternative
change
finisher.
controls. 'Cause I noticed the chat saying that. I don't think there's any option to change
No,
anything.
Yeah,
there's
I've been
there's no option.
I've been seeing
There's no
people
option.
say that like that on someone on Reddit said you can change the controls. As far as I
You
know,
cannot.
it's one set thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did a main menu like breakdown video that's probably gonna
Yeah.
go up tomorrow. I know Macho uploaded one already. There's not an option.
Because I remember I was talking to Jinx, and I'm pretty sure he mentioned something, or Tubby was asking him about like maybe getting an option to do that eventually, but like it was not like, yeah, it's not a thing. You cannot change your controls.
Nope.
See, there's lift to carry. Yeah, see, like these are like, I mean,
I
we'll
was
get
just saying,
we'll get
the right
used to
trick-
them, but like,
The alternate finisher now is right trigger and then X. instead
oh
of,
my
like,
god, I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
Oh my
instead of
God.
like forward in X and A.
It's not
weird.
dir-
A lot of the
it's not
combos
direction.
No, it's
No.
right
Changed
trigger.
up.
Oh,
Again, that's like the
See-
modify button.
One
The
thing,
right trigger.
one thing I do like about this change is that the OMG is switched to a completely different one, because like there would be moments where I do not want to use an OMG moment, and like I press triangle when I'm just trying to
Chris,
do a
don't
finisher.
even bring
So,
it
like,
up.
I don't mind
even
that.
bring up the candlestick.
Bro, did you see, John? Did you see what I just put?
The candlestick
wait,
hair.
what
Oh
is
my
this?
god.
The
my
lens-
Oh, is this your video?
No, this is somebody else's.
Oh god, should I play that?
It's out. It's on.
Okay.
It's out in the world.
Oh no, whose video is
Yeah.
this?
That's
I don't
Aaron's.
know.
Is
That's
it? Is this
Aaron's
your
video.
video, Aaron?
Yeah, that's his video with Bianca.
Oh, what the?
Wait,
is that
wait,
for
what?
real? No
my
way.
video? What happened?
This hair video of the
Oh,
Bianca?
it is. It says simply better on. It's so friggin' grainy. You can't tell what it
Oh,
says. It is
no.
Aaron's video.
The candlestick hair.
Yeah.
Oh, no. How did that?
Wait, she's
oh,
a candlestick
no.
as her hair?
It's so stiff.
No, it's
I'm so
stiff.
confused. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
that's
no,
cool.
no.
That sucks.
Well, that's what I had somebody calling in my comment, and then everybody doing that, so you know.
But yeah, like we were saying, the targeting is like really fucked. Like I don't know. I hope it's fixed. Like by the time the game actually drops. But we were really like all of us were really struggling with it. But yeah, like as you can see, like a lot of the buttons now are like just linked to the right trigger. And it's kind of awkward. Let's see. Yeah, and setting up weapons is A or is X now, and that fucking confused the shit out of me too.
Dragging people is different now, and it takes a little bit to get used to. It's
Wait,
like you have
what
to
is it?
hold-
Because I couldn't figure it out.
It's
You have to hold right trigger and hold A, and then you can start moving them.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
remember. I think we were playing Aaron, and we were trying to figure it out. We just could. Here it is. Hold RT and tap A. It says, but like, that's weird. I don't like that.
Yo, real quick, shout out to Brian for retweeting a lot of our videos.
Hey, wait, Brian. Moore?
Yeah.
I don't have that privilege.
Yeah. Okay. Just trying to see if there's anything else here. Oh no, wait. Did I already post that one, or did I have them all already? Okay, I guess I sent them all. Yeah. So those are all the controls. They're gonna take some getting used to for sure.
Like down on the D-pad is the toggle between signature and finisher.
Did they our wake up?
That was I think that was like that.
I was
think
gonna-
that was like
No, it was R3 or L3 or one.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Was last year? Was the wake up taunt always linked to? Like, is there wake up taunts still?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
the-
up on the
wake up-
D-pad.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
still up on the
You're
D-pad.
sure?
Yeah, the wake up taunts are still the same. However, they took out the functionality where you can hold down R1 or RB and hit up to wake them up backwards. So they took that out.
I didn't even know
Oh,
that was a
I
thing.
didn't know it was a thing.
A
Yeah.
lot of people. A lot of
They
people.
also, there
didn't
was
know
a
that
couple of like very
Interesting.
interesting things that they took out when it came to the controls. They also
Yeah.
took out the ability to hold R1 and run up the turnbuckle backwards, which I thought was really weird.
Wait,
You can do that too?
what?
Yeah, a lot of
telling
Yeah,
me
you can do
things
that
I
on
had no
2K19.
idea
If you hold
existed.
RB or R1, you can run up.
Dude, when I moved in with this man and he told me all of this, I was like, "What?"
Wait, okay. When you when you say run up
So,
the turnbuckle,
so when you hold
backwards-
RB, you can run up the turnbuckle backwards in WWE 2K19. So you can, so like for instance, if you have a moonsault as your finisher, you don't have to turn around on
okay.
the top rope.
Okay, you're saying face. Okay.
Yeah, your
When
face.
you say
is
run up backwards, I thought they were moonwalking up the rope.
Oh no.
Can you do that in 20?
This is the same thing with like Tessa
No,
Blanchard
he said-
and Bailey. You know,
said
you gotta talk
they
slow.
took that out, right?
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah,
Are
they
you
took
sure
that
they
out.
took
They
it
also
out, or
took
did
out
they
wake up
change
taunts
it?
backwards.
Unless they patch it in, they took it out because I tried it a couple times. I was looking like an idiot playing my showcase mode video.
I was trying it a lot with Io Shirai to do her moonsault, and it just was not working, and it was very awkward. And I was just like, "Oh, okay, well that's cool."
JB said that you can change the controls back. Is that? I feel like we looked, right?
Yeah, we
you
definitely
can't.
looked, and there was nothing that you can do.
I'd like
change
to be
control.
wrong if they can, but
I would love to be wrong.
Yeah, but I don't think you can.
Yeah, you can.
Because it seems like a lot of it is linked to like new shit that they're doing. So I don't.
Like,
know
I
if
went
you-
through-
I feel like if they went back, if you could change it, I think it'd be broken.
Like I went through all the settings and everything. You cannot go back.
You tried.
Yeah, I tried. Like because if you could, I
You would
would've been
want
playing
to.
on
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Yeah,
Sure,
I'd
sure.
be playing on that.
Like we said, is there any more controlled questions or anything, chat? I have I have a list of stuff that I knew people were going to ask about, so I figured I'd bring up a subject and then we'd take questions.
I'm talking on the call.
Is that Homegirl?
Yeah, that was Christina. Sorry,
No, it's
I
okay.
forgot that I didn't mute this.
That's okay. What's the daily download limit on CWs? We didn't have the chance to do that.
There's 100 CAW slots if you want to know that.
Yeah.
Yo, did anyone have a chance to actually like mess around with universe mode because it kept crashing for me? So I don't know
I
if
did
like
a brief.
Macho
I didn't
started
play
to,
it.
and then he got bumped off his console.
Pulse uploaded a video.
Oh,
of, like,
Pulse
the first
started to,
45
yeah,
minutes.
yeah.
I have one. I finished the whole.
Oh, did you?
I
Okay.
watched through of it.
I
Yeah.
know I had issues with it like right away.
Murph's
Yeah, I
tried
just looked.
to.
I looked through
Just
my
hit me
main
up
menu
if
video. You
anything.
can't change the controls.
Murph's tried to do a like a one night because he does a lot of universe stuff, so he was gonna do like a one night event thing. He made a custom arena for it, but the create an arena thing kept breaking for him, so he didn't get to do it.
Yeah,
It kept
Murph
breaking
had
for him,
Murph
and
had
there
such
was
a good
no new
idea,
things
and
he
then it
created.
just like he couldn't make it come to fruition because of it. And it was
He
just
had a
like,
good
oh.
idea, and they just couldn't do it. But then I gave him a good idea on what kind of video to do, so I don't know if he.
Yeah, he
uploaded it
shouted
yet.
you out on Twitter too. Because of it.
Oh, did he? I didn't realize. Okay, cool. Yeah, Murph's.
Yeah.
He was like, he was kind of bummed because he was like, I had an idea, but like I have footage, but I don't know what to do with it. So I came up with an idea for him. So I think I'm hoping he did it. I think he did from how it sounds.
I saw someone in your chat ask if the 24/7 championship is in. It's not.
No, it is not.
Not.
No,
The 20
I'm so mad about that.
It's
The
lame.
24/7
There is
championship
an
is not in. I
NXT.
asked Jinx about why it's not in, and he said because there's no gimmicks to use for it. Like they couldn't put any like modes or anything in for
Which
it.
I
And
thought
I'm like,
was goofy because the hardcore title.
The hardcore title's in. And it's
Yeah,
like-
and it's the same exact gimmick. Like,
oh, and there's no NXT UK Women's Championship or Tag Championships, which is also kind of a thing in the WWE.
Yeah.
And there's no Creative Championship at launch. That's fun.
He
Yeah,
said
we were
said
talking
when
about
the 20.
Go on.
Oh, sorry. He was saying when the 24/7 title does get in the game, they'd like to have it tied to a mode. So like,
Which is
24/7
fine, but I
mode or
feel like it
something.
still should be in. You know what I mean? Like, there's no
Like,
reason for
yeah.
it not to be. That's goofy. Yeah. So if you didn't realize, if anyone wasn't here earlier, Creative Championship is not currently in. It will be in. It will be patched in. That we heard by the end of the year, before the end.
Yeah,
of the year.
they're hoping to get it in by before December.
Yeah, that was what we heard. So, I feel like all of you played originals, right?
Yeah,
What did you
Yeah.
think about originals?
I liked
that was
it, it's
one of
just
my
easy.
favorite things.
I thought so too. I
That
didn't
was
play
my
it, but
favorite
I
thing.
was watching people play it from here and there. There was something. Chris, did you upload your originals thing?
No, not
With
yet.
the one that- okay.
I uploaded
for
mine.
tomorrow.
There's a move specifically that Sheamus does that needs to be seen by everybody.
Oh
It's
yeah,
so
yeah. No,
fucking
I didn't
sick.
set up yet.
Yeah. So once once Chris puts that up, you should check that out.
I just saw a video that really just popped me on the timeline from Ravel over on the UK.
Yeah.
Apparently, Kairi Sane has her treasure chest championship entrance, which is amazing.
Really?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's
that's
pretty
amazing.
cool. I didn't
Like,
realize
I noticed they gave a lot of new people championship entrances because Kyle
That's cool.
O'Reilly had his guitar entrance, and I immediately like popped up out of my
Oh,
chair and
that's
just pointed
pretty
at
cool.
Brandon
They also-
has
and
his
yelled that he had to
entrance,
buy
too.
people the game.
Well,
It
the
was fun.
Undisputed Era also had an interesting entrance, didn't they, Dalton?
Okay, so guys, when you get the game, Unless they change it
I
before
feel like
the game
this will be
comes out.
fixed
Go to
before
my
the-
WWE
yeah.
and change Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly's spot in my WWE.
Yeah.
Because if not, the Undisputed Era will come out and Kyle O'Reilly will be in Adam Cole's spot for no reason.
Yeah, I have a video like that, and I was like, all right, well, all right.
I'm pretty sure that'll be fixed though. So yeah, originals. They had the Bump in the Night one on there with the Fiend. The Fiend, if you guys don't know, is, as far as I know, not unlockable with Accelerator. I believe,
No,
right?
he's not.
Yeah,
at least
so.
we were
Okay,
able
so
to. You
with-
have to
I
play
talked to the
Fiend
originals
tower.
creator like a lot when I was playing my originals content, and he said that they wanted a 60-40 split on what was unlockable right when you get the DLC and what wasn't unlockable when you get the DLC, because
Okay.
they wanted originals to have that old school video game feel where
Yeah.
you had to play through and unlock stuff.
Oh,
So,
what is the
Which is
Fiend's
fine with
overall,
me.
by the way?
I kind of dig that.
What is who?
80 something, I
The
believe.
Fiend's 80 something.
Yeah, he's
can
look
definitely
it
not in the
up.
90s.
I have a video.
That's wrong. That shouldn't be right.
It should be like 1,000.
86.
But
86.
Yeah, the originals thing is probably the stuff that I enjoy the most, just because it's very out there. That's where all like the weird arenas and stuff are coming out, the weird characters and all. And it's just there's towers with like comic book kind of stories to them. If I think
It's
that's,
not that hard to get the Fiend either. It's like 15 minutes and you'll get it.
Yeah, like it's just a
Yeah.
tower. But I was honestly the Fiend is probably like the most. I was most impressed by that.
I was blown away because I asked Jinx when I got there, because that was one of the bigger things that I wanted to know. When did you guys find out that the Fiend was going to be in the game? Like, did you
Yeah.
guys get the Iggy when he was coming back and the
Yeah.
promo started airing? And he said straight up, no, we found out the same time y'all did at SummerSlam. So they really worked hard on
Big
the
Head
Fiend to
mode
be
is
that
still in,
great,
by the
'cause, like,
way.
he looks amazing.
Someone asks, is Big Head mode in? Yeah, it's still in. Yeah, the Fiend.
Yo, did
it's
anyone
in
do
the
the Fiend in Big Head mode? Because I'm
No,
kind
I
of
don't
curious
think
now.
so. Fuck, I gotta do that on my stream now. Midnight release stream, by the way, October 22nd, an hour after Raw, here on this very channel, Twitch on TV, okay. The Fiend looked fucking great, and his entrance is also like very, very accurate to the SummerSlam
Great.
one. Like nearly like I was very surprised by that. Sadly, that's probably the only character I thought looked good. I feel like a lot of the models look fucking weird this year.
There
Especially,
are some
like-
really good ones, but you're right. There are a lot. There are a lot of.
I'm
feel
sure
like
that.
some of the-
Oh, like Matt. I think Matt Riddle looks good. I thought Matt Riddle looked good. I thought
Yeah,
Keith.
yeah,
I
some
thought
of the
Keith,
first
Keith
timers-
Lee is
great.
like a spitting image. Keith Lee looked
Yeah,
perfect.
Keith Lee looks great.
I thought Eddie looked good too. So I got maybe I'm being a little hard, but like there was also a good amount that I was like,
Well, Eddie Models is from 2K15, so
oh, is it really?
yeah,
Oh,
nothing changed.
yeah.
So he looks good.
He looked
it's
right.
the
Fair
same.
enough. Okay.
He been looking good.
Like The Rock looks like.
What
fucking-
happened to Macho
Oh,
Man though?
The Rock looks like Buzz
Not
Lightyear,
even talking.
and Macho Man looks like an awkward teenager getting ready for prom. Like he looks fucking weird. EO looks like I don't know who that is.
Yeah, that's
Bailey's
why I
sad
ended
the
up
entire
with-
time.
Bailey's miserable. Trent Seven looks like some dad. I don't know.
Cole continued to call Trent 7 Trent 6, and it was the best thing in the world.
There was. I'm trying to figure out any other ones that look. Oh, Molly Holly looked like.
Oh.
I don't know what happened to her.
These two didn't look bad. They're just not updated, and it's Chad Gable and Sami Zayn, and that really made me
Oh,
mad.
Sami Zayn not being updated is fucking weird. I don't understand that.
The
at all.
reasoning that they gave was weird too, but that's a
Well,
different.
because he
thing.
was out and they couldn't give him a haircut.
Yeah, 'cause they were like, it was like, oh, he
Same
was
thing with
injured. We
Chad
couldn't do
Gable.
anything. Like,
Yeah.
he couldn't shave his head.
Yeah, couldn't.
They were-
Yeah, I guess not.
They were saying the reason Chad Gable isn't updated either is because he was with Bobby Roode at the time, and they were like basically done like scanning him and stuff like
Bobby
that.
Roode
they
looks-
But
didn't-
they got the Fiend. They made a whole new model for the Fiend.
Bobby Roode looks fucking great, by the way. His fucking big mustache. That shit rules.
that he only had for like a couple weeks.
Yeah,
so
but
that made
I
him-
know.
So I heard something interesting that you guys probably didn't know is the crowd. People always wonder how they get the crowd in the game. They literally just have like a date that they go and like take a picture of the entire crowd.
Wait,
And
really?
that's how they decide who's in the crowd. They can't like add a person in the crowd, so it's just like they just like scan the crowd somehow at an event.
Really?
So that's how the
I
crowd
didn't know
works.
That's pretty interesting.
I saw someone say that Bailey looks like Britt Baker. And speaking of Britt Baker, she has a custom entrance in the game. Like, there's a couple of
Oh,
cool
yeah,
indie
there's
people
a
that have their
few-
generic entrances in.
Dijakovic has his moves and all in too, right? And Leo does too, I think.
That's something that really impressed me about the originals was that the originals are giving us like a bunch of new moves from like the NXT, like how we would have a new moves pack. It's basically giving us those moves in the originals.
The
pack.
Dijakovic thing and makes me think that they were gonna be DLC before they decided.
Kushida also has his
DLC.
moves in.
Yeah, Kushida does too. Yeah. Why can't we just remove or add hair? Oh, actually, Jinx was talking to us about this. Is that like it's like I think it's like I don't know, not a legal thing, but it's something to do with like say like it's more to do with like the superstars themselves that they feel like there would be issues with it, and I guess maybe something like this happened before that like say like you have John Cena and all of a sudden you make John Cena bald and John Cena sees that online and John Cena's pissed, like they don't want to have to like deal with that stuff.
Yeah,
to which my comment was, what if that made John Cena look fucking bad as fuck? But he was like, yeah, I guess so.
Also, I will tell you guys for attires, they said that they just tell the superstars we're going to scan you for the game, bring whatever attire you want.
Oh, really?
Oh,
huh.
That
so
makes sense because I was like, I've never seen the New Day wear like
so it's not like set up like, oh, we're doing that at WrestleMania. It's all the WrestleMania attires. No, what you want, and that's what's gonna be. Like they apparently had 2 Johnny Gargano attires because he couldn't decide what he wanted. So I don't know which one made the game.
Chris, what were you saying?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought you did, bitch. My bad.
Yeah, I thought you said. I'm
pretty sure you were saying something, bitch. Oh, okay, fine.
He's probably talking to Michelle.
Are Jericho's moves and entrance still in?
I think Jericho's entrance is still in. Yeah.
I would assume
his moves are obviously still in. So
yeah.
Hogan uses Real American, I believe. I don't think he uses Voodoo Child, right?
Nah, yeah, he uses Real American, not Voodoo Child. I was very disappointed at that.
I'm guessing Codebreak. I'm assuming people use.
And they have him listed as Hollywood Hulk Hogan, and he's not the NWO version.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Really?
Yeah.
It's like the red and yellow.
That's based off his 03 or his 02, 03 run where he did wear the red and yellow while still being called Hollywood.
That's still kind of awkward.
What's it called? I have a Hulk Hogan video going up, and it's the most funniest video you've ever seen. I did Hulk Hogan versus Booker T in a no DQ match.
Oh God! Was it a CPU or were you playing as one of these men? Oh, I'm surprised.
It was CPU 100%.
Yeah.
Because I had to go to the bathroom, so I was like, I'll let these two just fight.
Okay.
So I come back. And Booker T ran in on Hulk Hogan's entrance. So I come back and they're brawling, and they got stuck in a glitch, so that I had to go in and start playing as Booker T, of course.
I was talking to somebody, and I was like, should we record Hulk Hogan? And then they're like, well, Racist still plays video games, so you should probably play as him.
Well, I've been hearing Hogan's entrance is being copyright claimed anyway, so maybe not.
Jeez.
Did that happen to any of you, or did none of you upload Hogan's entrance?
No, I didn't
use Hogan.
I know it happened to Macho, right?
I'm probably gonna upload Hogan versus Booker T soon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there was
on a completely unrelated but somewhat brighter note, the new Fortnite trailer just
oh shit!
Some of that stuff looks sick. There's like boats and shit.
Boats as a hose?
It's crazy. Boats and hoes.
I'll check it out after this. If you want to, wait, when? Oh, that's probably not till tomorrow still, though, right? To play.
Is it a whole new map?
Or is it up? Is it up now?
All right, guys, let's switch gears. Can we just change this to Fortnite talk? What's going on?
I gotta take it.
It looks like a whole new map.
So, there was also Macho. Are you uploading that Eddie Guerrero entrance?
It's uploaded.
Oh, you have the WrestleMania one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. There seems to be some issues.
There seems to be something.
There's some issues with the like My Career like custom arenas or the originals arenas when it comes to
No, it's not that. It's all entrances.
I don't think it's every arena.
Yeah, there's no like hit detection on the entrance part. So
if someone has a special entrance, it's
like
fucked.
Pulse was playing on like Halloween Havoc and people.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
okay. I thought it was just the
no, it's
special
all
arenas.
Have no hit detection.
Yeah, there's no like hip. Yeah, there's like nothing specifically made for special entrances in certain arenas. Yeah. Can we get the old? No, you can't get old controls as far as we know.
But I did tell them, and they said they were going to try and fix that. So they know it's an issue.
You can see an example of it on Macho's channel on YouTube. Eddie Guerrero in the WrestleMania arena. What'd you guys think of My Career? I didn't play it at all, so try to not spoil it for me. But tell me just if you liked it or not.
I really like the first hour.
I played 2 hours of it, so.
What'd you think? You weren't
No.
crazy about it, were you?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think.
And I'm a big career guy, so it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I don't want to spoil it for like Chris
Yeah,
or Brandon because I played more.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Sure.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
for me.
No,
for
you
me,
don't.
I
You
feel
don't.
like,
Yeah, you don't gotta get into specifics. Just how you thought about it. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh shit, my bad. I was
No,
just, you know,
you're good.
I wasn't going shit on. I was just gonna be like, yeah, you know.
Oh no, I didn't mean. I meant don't get into specifics as like stuff that happens. So like. Spoilers.
Oh,
But you
okay,
can talk
yeah,
about
you
it.
can talk
about it if you
You
like
can talk
it.
about how you felt about it. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I just feel like it's I feel like it's one of those things where it's that trailer was banging. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I think everybody liked
Oh, the trailer ruled.
The career
Yeah.
trailer. Yeah, the career trailer. I even told them when I was there, I was like, that's the best thing that you dropped for the game.
Yeah.
Like to promote it. Like I told all the devs that shit when I was talking to them. But for me, I feel like some moments are really cool, but I feel like it's I didn't get that far, so I don't know how it's gonna be.
Okay,
but
sure. Because it's much longer this year.
The early start of it, like it just cuts off, and like I didn't like that at all.
Okay.
And also, like I didn't like how like the cutscenes, I like the continuity of the cutscenes. You know what I'm saying?
You
Like
didn't think
it
there
was,
okay.
like for instance, so like everybody knows.
Pussy.
No, I won't. But for the most part, you know the start of my career though.
Yeah,
Like, did you see it all?
yeah.
Like
It's
the
pretty
match
much.
type
It's pretty much.
thing?
No, I didn't see that. No.
Oh, okay.
Well,
okay.
don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
Oh,
for
yeah,
people.
Because I'm
Close
gonna
it.
play it. So
Yeah.
If
But
any-
anyway, I'll just say it like this without spoiling it. So basically, there were some parts that weren't there during the gameplay, and then shit would just poof up out of nowhere when you would complete a goal, and it was like, where did it come from?
Okay. I
You know,
see.
like it's kind of ugly. It's just one of those things.
Yeah.
You know.
With my experience with the career, I only played an hour because I didn't want to get too far and spoil it for myself. But a lot of people know on my channel, I'm very simple when it comes to career.
Sure.
If you just give me a long story that doesn't drag, and if it doesn't suck and it doesn't drag, I like the comedy that they had in there. It's cheesy, but it's like a good cheesy.
Definitely a little cringy. The writing is definitely a little cringy.
What'd you
but,
think
like,
of it, Chris?
I
You
like,
played an hour,
I like-
right?
Yeah, I played about an hour. I really like the premise of it, like the idea that hey, you're starting at the Hall of Fame. Everything
Yeah.
is told in this like backwards
Right.
way. Like I like the premise of it.
Sure.
The layout was a little wonky.
What's creation or
N-
or
no,
just
like-
in general?
I think it's
Going
more
from-
the continuity that
Okay.
and
going from like cutscene to cutscene, you're kind of like, well, wait, hang
Oh,
on.
there's a lot of jumping around.
It was yeah. Dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I feel like I know I'm gonna have fun with it because it's like
Oh, for
that's-
sure. Yeah.
yeah.
That's just it's weird. It's like funny. So I'm sure I'm gonna have fun with it. But I can definitely see why people are like.
I didn't even.
"Ugh, it's
I
a
didn't even
little
think of it.
cringy."
Is it annoying for you guys because you started it and you like created people there, but like now you gotta have to like do it over?
No, I breeze through. Like I click. I make.
Yeah, I did the
Okay,
same
this is
thing.
gonna sound weird, but I think people understand. When I do the my career videos, I make my character black because like I have like a lot of my audience are African American, so like everyone else that uploads it, like their skin is like they're Caucasian.
Sure.
So I go in and the only thing I do specifically is just make my characters black so that people can see how the skin tones look and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I don't really do anything crazy. I just put a name in and keep going.
Oh, fair enough. That's cool. But so you didn't try to make like your custom dude, right? Like Brandon.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Not to mention too, I told you like I couldn't hear anything when we
Oh
were.
yeah, that's
playing.
right. Yeah.
So
yeah.
like until I did the commentary afterwards, when I was like recording the actual video, I didn't even know half the stuff that was actually going on.
you were just going through.
Damn
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Okay. Fair
room.
enough.
There, obviously, without spoiling, there's a couple things in the career that like will make you laugh because of
Okay.
real life stuff. So it's
Okay.
pretty interesting.
Sure. Okay. That's cool. Yeah. Like I said, I avoided like all the my career stuff because I want to do it on my own.
Yeah,
so.
I didn't play any of the micro stuff because I was just trying to.
Oh,
get,
yeah, you
like,
weren't
I
going
knew
to,
everyone
yeah,
else was
yeah.
going to, so I was like, yeah, let me try to get everything else. And
Well,
then,
2K add new wrestlers to the game as DLC, like Rising Stars DLC pack. No. As far as we know, no. As far as we know,
Yeah, there's only going to be
I'm pretty
originals for
sure
the DLC.
it's only. I'm pretty sure the word is only originals is the DLC. There's
And,
no everyone that's on the roster now in the game. That's the roster. Like there's no
Because
extra
originals,
people.
Yeah.
originals will probably have like different like attire variations for that.
Well,
person,
you're getting
but-
a lot of alts.
Yeah,
you get
it's
a lot of
all
zombies too for no damn
A lot of
reason.
zombies. You get a lot of zombies.
Yeah. I don't want to. I guess I don't want to spoil exactly who the zombies are, but I don't know if that's been.
I mean, just
Well,
know
I
that
went
there's
through it in my video.
just know
I
that
won't
there's
spoil it.
zombies.
Yeah, I already uploaded
Yeah.
my video about it too. So.
I don't know how many. See, yeah, like I don't know how many like people like in my stuff watch all the videos, but you should if you're looking for info. All these guys in the call have uploaded videos and shit. But yeah, a lot of fucking zombies.
Very mad that Walter's not in the game, Danny.
Yeah, Walter and Kushida were actually brought up a lot. I feel like during.
I think that if the DLC model would have been the old model, I feel like Dijak, Kushida, and Walter definitely would have been in the DLC.
And Leo
because
would have
of the
been
time
too.
frame of when they came in.
Yeah, probably.
we
Which
didn't.
is why we see a lot of their moves.
Did any
in
of
the
you get an
original
answer
stuff.
on the Leo thing? The only thing I got was we uploaded it and it shouldn't have, and then we took it down. That was all I got.
Oh no.
Yeah,
I
you
heard
almost got
that because I
fired.
was talking to the 2K Originals guy because of like the DLC model and stuff, and he was talking about Leo as well because I asked him about that as well,
Yeah.
and he said essentially that Leo had like there was some weird contract thing with Leo, kind of like how Ciampa was last year,
Yeah.
and it kind of makes sense because Leo's contract situation was very weird IRL until he just came back a few weeks ago
Sure.
from NXT. So
I just wanted like he was.
how did I don't get how Harper made it in, but Leo did.
Well, he was.
That's-
Well, the thing that confused.
Well, they locked Harper.
Leo had to have been made.
Yeah, because he definitely had the render up and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
he had to have been, and then they just took him out, which is strange, I guess.
Weird.
I don't know. Yeah. What else did I have here?
Some of the originals arenas and areas are pretty cool, but other ones feel like
Some-
half-assed.
Some
Like, some of
look,
them are cool.
some. There's a lot that are visually really cool, but like when you
Yeah.
play them, there's fucking
There's-
nothing to do.
Like the
There's
boiler room
something that
arena.
I have a
Yes.
very
you
big
can't do
rant with
anything.
when it comes to the originals, and that's the fact that they said that there's gonna be a ton of they said that there's gonna be creating arena parts and stuff. So I was very stoked because I was like, oh snap, we might get like this like Minitron, this Titantron, etc.
Yeah.
Literally, the only Creating Originals are the only Creating Arena Originals parts we get for Creating Arena is the stage props, and those are whack.
Yeah.
Like-
Like
There's nothing from the originals other than stage props, and it's annoying.
that's the one thing I'm going to spoil because I don't want anyone to be disappointed. But when you play the one we're talking about is the one in the trailer where like Kane and Undertaker are fighting around like a fire pit thing. Yeah, you can't interact with that fire at all, and there's
Yeah.
not really much to do in that room. So sorry, that sucks. I don't know. I was really bummed out about that. That like sucked. There's a lot of so how do I word this? There's the weapons are like weapons that like we are all used to, like chairs and kendo sticks and sledgehammers. What else was there? And there's a couple other
They're
things.
like lollipops.
Yeah, but like so there's all like physically kind of the same, but there's a lot of different skins for them, which
It's like Fortnite
are
skins,
kind of
yeah.
sick. I kind of like love
I
that.
like those a lot actually.
Yeah.
I like that you can replace it in the
Yeah, there's the weapon
and
wheel
your
thing is
custom-
different now. Yeah, like you can.
yeah, you
it-
can change what's in the weapon
You
wheel
used
now.
to be able to do that in 2010, I want to say, or 2011, where you used to be able to pick like what you go into a match with. Because I remember one time I was going to do a 100 guitars match, and I remember being able to pick them. So
they got
that,
taken out in I believe 2K14.
yeah, so
After
you're
2K14
allowed
got
to
taken
do
out.
that again. Like you can put like there's 7 options you can pick from the wheel, and you can pick. There's a bunch of different skins. I believe those were all locked too. So I feel like a lot of those are just my career and originals unlocks.
Yeah, you have to unlock the majority of those in originals.
But there's like a lot of really goofy ones in there. Speaking of weapons, one thing I was very happy about, and I feel like I'm gonna fucking end up breaking a lot, is that you can have weapons in Hell in a Cell again, including tables, which is gonna be fucking ridiculous.
Speaking about the original shit, the something big that gameplay wise that I found was really dope that they never talked about in the marketing for the originals. Each originals pack is going to give us one new payback, and there's a really dope one.
There's a really
dope one without spoiling it.
Which is one that so Macho and I were playing a match with. So you can use the originals payback in any match, by the way. It doesn't just have to be an originals like character thing. Macho and I were playing a match, and I don't know if there was a guy behind the originals thing or like someone that just knew shit, but like he came up and was like, "Oh, there's a payback that you can do. That's like exclusive. Like you get a payback for like every original spec. I was like, oh no shit. So we go and like do it, and this guy's like watching, and of course it fucking like didn't work right, and like I'm sitting there and like I'm like oh okay shit, and like I don't want to. Wait, did you have that recorded, Macho? Are you putting that up or no?
I have it recorded, but if I put it up,
oh yeah, I don't know. If I'll try to maybe sneak it into something in the future. It was like it didn't work right, and it like looked fucking weird. And the dude behind me
There's
was
also
like,
another funny thing that happened with it, kind of similar to that. There's like without spoiling it, there's something else in the originals that's really cool that has like a really cool functionality. And the 2K original guy that was standing behind me watching me play the towers was explaining to me how to do it, and then and I couldn't get it to work. And he's like, "Oh, just here, I'll do it for you real quick for your video." And then he goes to do it, and it doesn't work, and he just has a look of, "Oh, what just happened?" on his face.
That was the book, right?
Yeah, I didn't want to spoil it.
No, I mean, just saying that they don't know. I mean, people that don't know.
That's true.
There's a book.
It's the book.
There's a book in the game. That's what you need to know. Exactly, but like
I just uploaded the video, by the way, that we were playing it.
It's crazy, like the book
cool.
and the other payback you're talking about, they both worked perfectly for me every time.
Well, I am an asshole.
I got really good footage.
So
we did it 3 times and none of them worked.
It fucked up each time for me. So like,
it must have been my.
Can we talk about
this guy awkwardly watching me as I fuck up his game? Didn't feel good.
Can we talk about the fact too that Aaron was the luckiest man in the playtest because he had the
oh my god,
that was beautiful.
No one had the Fiend on their console because no one was doing the tower. I guess Aaron got lucky because his had the Fiend, so he was like the only one at one point that had Fiend footage. But eventually, I feel like everyone got it. But
everybody got it, and I was like, "Damn."
Yeah, Aaron was definitely trying to keep it to himself.
Dude, Macho was like, "Hey, can
Aaron tried to definitely tell Macho to fuck off because he didn't want to get rid of Fiend footage.
No, because Macho looks over at me and he's like, "Hey, do you mind if we like switch, sometime, so I get some of the DLC stuff?" And I was like. Because Dalton just did the tower. I'm like, hey, Macho, it takes like 15 minutes to finish.
Is Red Hound still in the game? Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's another thing I like about this community too. Macho didn't end up getting the Fiend stuff, so I just ended up sending him the Fiend's entrance last night.
Oh, that's nice of you.
Because I'm not gonna upload it by itself anyway. So I was like, yeah,
fucking Macho got 2 complete different experiences from the Vibe Boys.
I think I honestly had the worst experience when it comes to like getting a stupid console to record.
Macho's
they moved me like 4 times. I was pissed. By the end, I was like, "Oh!"
And the first hour of your recordings got fucked up too.
First 2 hours.
Dalton's got fucked up forever. By the way,
dude, Dalton couldn't start for almost 2 hours.
At the very start of the event, like. Me and Aaron didn't even know if we were going to be able to record at the beginning, but then we just sit down at the very beginning, claim our spots. My Elgato, okay, to explain, me and Aaron have the exact same setup, the exact same Elgato, the exact same laptops, everything. Mine was not working, Aaron's was. So like they were doing a runaround for like an hour trying to get me a new Elgato. They finally get me a new Elgato. I start recording like 20, 30 minutes later. They're like, "Oh yeah, shift change, you got to move." And I'm like, "Okay." So
The thing with Aaron and Dalton's laptops when they figured out that they were gonna get invited to the playtest, neither one of them had laptops, so I bought them both the laptops to bring to the playtest so that they can.
Oh, how nice of you!
And he didn't tell us,
dude. Our reactions were hilarious.
Like, you motherfucker!
Oh wait, I was a little pissed off. I'm not gonna lie.
Let me tell that story real quick.
Oh no.
So, the day they figured out that they were both going to get invited to the playtest, they both don't have laptops. So I was like, okay, so I was like, Aaron, because Aaron's the only one that has a car at the moment. So I go to Aaron. I'm like, yo, we should all go to Best Buy and just look at the prices for laptops. And they were really expensive. Like I was gonna buy them laptops regardless, but I was like, they pricey. So we went to like Office Depot or something like that, and we found an i7 laptop for $500 because it was on sale.
Oh shit!
So, yeah. So I look at the guy that was like helping us around, and then he was telling us about the deal, and I go, yeah, I'll take 2. And then they both look at me like, what the fuck? So yeah, I got them their laptops.
That's pretty cool.
So when we're at the playtest and Dalt's like setup isn't working, I'm like losing my mind. I'm like, oh my god,
yeah, they had to like
$500.
Completely reinstall stuff and try to do everything, and then they were like, they just got him a new capture card or something, right?
Yeah. So what happened was, I went and talked to Nathan. Nathan's a great guy, and then he's like,
Nathan's
"Okay, yeah,
really
here,
cool.
let me bring you over to Ramon. Ramon's can help you out." So then Ramon goes to my setup. Is like, "Yeah, I can't really help with this. Let me go get this tech guy." This tech guy comes over, and he's like, "Okay, so we're gonna." He like cracks his knuckles, and he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna go through your device manager and see all this stuff." And he's like, he's doing all this. He's like, "Huh? It should work. Why isn't it working?" Like, okay, we'll get you a new Elgato. Like 45 minutes later, they come in with a 60S, which is dope because, by the way, my Elgato is only it's not the 60S, so that was very nice because like that was dope. So like I was able to record with that all day, which was very nice.
That's
well,
cool.
as much time as I got to record, not all day, but whenever I finally got to start recording, I was just like, dude, I spent an hour just waiting. I didn't play any matches during that hour.
I know, I felt so bad because we were all sitting there in a row, and Dalt like was just like having to struggle to get this shit done, and we're all like playing matches. I felt really bad for him. I mean, I wasn't gonna stop.
It was fun because it gave me a time because going into it, talking a little bit like what I was planning on doing. I was planning on mainly sticking to the creation suite stuff because like I came from like the call community and stuff.
Yeah.
So like I really wanted to like give time to like those guys. They like most people don't really show off content from the creation suite that much. So I was like, that's gonna be my stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm just like looking at stuff, getting an idea in my head while I'm waiting to see if there's any new stuff. And I go into create an arena and I'm immediately like, oh, this ain't gonna be good.
Were you able to actually create an arena? Were you actually able to create an arena?
Most of the creation suite parts, and I'm just like, I gotta redo everything that I was planning on doing. So like it was just one thing after another for me.
Were you able to create an arena or no?
No, I didn't even try because literally it's all the same creation suite parts.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna talk about too. So like, there was like not like. It was all like there was like probably like new masks and stuff to like for actual creation.
Okay, so the creation like attire parts, yeah, the originals is the only new stuff. That's the only new stuff in create. Like other than like the like for instance, Buddy Murphy. And I brought this up to Jinx, and I was the only one to ever bring this up to Jinx because of course I'd be the only one.
Funny,
I have been wanting to use Buddy Murphy's shorts all year for Phoenix Nitro shorts.
Yeah.
All year I've wanted this, and like I've been talking about it. I finally find his shorts in call mode, and they don't have them as generic, and you can't put logos on the regular Buddy Murphy shorts. So I'm like, what the fuck? I immediately go over to Jinx and I'm like, hey Jinx, about these Buddy Murphy shorts,
what's your problem?
Why can't we put logos on them?
Yeah, that's funny.
And he's like, I feel like you're the only one that would ever ask about this.
Let's see. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna spoil this. Fucking Bobby Lashley has a taunt where he bends over and smacks his ass cheeks.
I think you got more excited about that than anything else.
I was so fucking excited about it. Tony was playing a match, I think, or like CPU match, and like fucking Bobby Lashley was in, and I look over and I see he's bent over slapping his ass cheeks, and I was like, what the fuck?
My food just got here, so I'm gonna hop off.
Okay, well before you go,
bro.
What is there an overall like? How do you feel about the game? Because I feel like the consensus with everybody was this is like just an updated last year's game.
I mean, like I said, I'm gonna do a full review, but I will say if you liked 2K19, you liked 2K20.
Yeah, exactly. Fair enough.
You know, and if you didn't like 2K19, you might not like 2K20.
You might not like 2K20. Yeah, exactly. All right.
So, and I'll review it in full some other time.
Enjoy your food, buddy. I love you. Thanks for hanging out.
All right, love you, boys.
I will see you
later, brother.
Talk to you all
Take it easy, bro.
Yeah. So like that was really the going from anyone I talked to was just kind of like. And it's kind of what we expected. I mean, I'm sure none of you are surprised. It played pretty much just like 2K19, except with new controls. I didn't
and
really
more fucked up mechanics.
Yeah,
too.
I didn't really feel like there was any like new mechanics either. Like I feel like there was nothing like new gameplay style and nothing new like that. It was just like it was all 2K. So like Chris said, if you like 2K19, you'll like playing this game. The big thing is like I feel like. This is definitely just updated 2K19 with more to do, I guess. If like originals and like other tower stuff, there's gonna like my career. I guess I feel like there's more to do there, and obviously the universe and all. But like, I'm looking forward to playing originals the most. But yeah, it's just it's it's 2K19 updated, really.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh yeah,
That's
so
not always a bad thing, but
no, it's not bad. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I guess, you know,
I just want some other.
I'd like
features
something fucking new. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But I feel like the next game is going to be where we kind of figure out where the direction of the series goes. Because they're gonna have, because like their word is they got like they knew that the Ukes thing was happening like right when the last game finally came out. So I feel like the next one they're gonna have. It will be the real show on if it was 2K that was an issue or if it was Ukes as the issue, really. So we'll see. Like, but I mean, again, I feel like that's fucking something we've been saying forever. Next year will be better. So hopefully next year actually will be better. Not that this is bad or anything, but this is just updated 2K19. But if you like 2K19, that's good. I heard a lot of people like 2K19. I didn't really play it that much.
Yeah,
I know you liked it. Yeah.
I like 2K19. I just felt like there needed to be more content, which I definitely feel like this year there's a lot more content, at least with the original shit.
Yeah, the original stuff is like...
There's literally like 30 new towers. Like, I mean, there's not a lot
speaking of the towers, I didn't even think about it. The way that the original towers work, there's a very new, interesting twist on towers for the originals towers that I recommend everyone go and play to experience at least once.
Yeah, I figured
like it was really
give
cool.
It a shot, yeah. I definitely am gonna play that a bunch. What was I just about to say? Fuck.
Also, real quick. Do
wait, let me get this out before I forgot this and I just immediately remembered it. Let me just get this out. The biggest issue, and I guess I'll have with any wrestling game, and I feel like they kind of implied that they're looking to do more stuff that has replay value, and I don't know if I think that this stuff has replay value, like originals. I feel like you're just gonna play it, and then you just want to play it to like unlock stuff, which is fine, but like I'm not sure. I mean, I guess I'll have to play the career to find out, but I'm hoping that maybe the career will have replay value, but I'm kind of leaning towards it probably doesn't. I feel like and that's my biggest issue with this game is I feel like a lot of these modes are like one and dones, which is kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
But but go on. Sorry, continue.
No, you're fine. I was gonna say this is just a disclaimer. I don't know how many like YouTube creators are in here, like in the chat watching. If you or people who just want to upload videos to YouTube in general, if you play the originals tower, like the Fiend stuff, like Bump in the Night, mute the audio. You will get copyrighted.
Yeah.
I don't know who's watching. Like when the game drops, if you want to upload like Bump in the Night content, mute that audio. You will get copyrighted.
Yeah.
You will also get copyrighted if you use Hulk Hogan's entrance.
Yeah, I was saying that. Yeah, it's fucking weird. There was something else too. Macho got copyrighted for, or was that all?
Macho got copyrighted, I believe, for the background music of one of the matches.
What didn't I get copyrighted? I haven't slept since last night. I got a story to figure shit out.
What, Brandon? Or wait, can you not talk about it?
That wasn't me. What?
Who said that?
That was me, bro.
Oh, my bad. You said my bad. You guys are starting to sound like what the fuck?
All 5 boys don't sound alike.
Go on.
All right, so yeah, dude, my PC ass when it comes to rendering, right?
Okay, yeah.
Like your picture on Discord. You know what I'm saying, Johnny?
Yeah, Billy Gunn's ass. Yeah.
But anyway, dude, my render time is so bad. So I render out the all women's entrances for WWE 2K20, right?
Yeah.
I upload it, right? Monetized. Sure. We're good. It's green. Good to go, right? I'm like, all right, sweet. So Brandon sends me some renders, and I go to my email, and YouTube or like the no account, or no reply account.
Yes.
Fucking email hit me. They go, "Dear Simply Better AM." I'm like, no.
Oh god.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? It took me almost 4 hours to render a 50-minute video. You know what I'm saying?
What was the claim on?
Out of all of the entrances and out of
everything,
his
50-minute video,
out of everything they could have claimed me for, they claimed me for a little ass part of Ember Moon's entrance theme. I'm like, what? So Brandon
wouldn't it have been just easy to just use their thing to fuck? Because like it was just probably music, right? Like instead of re-rendering, did you re-render it?
Yeah, because I want all the money. So yeah, so I had to re-render the whole thing. I set an alarm. It'll be done by this time. Set an alarm, woke up. I was like, all right, cool. And yeah,
that's
dude, it's
so brutal.
Dude, it set me back like so much.
I feel like there's gonna be a ton of that shit this year, like more so than last year.
It was horrible.
That's fucking crazy. Okay, any chat? We will now answer any of your fucking questions. Anything you want to know about anything in the game? Like I said, I'm trying to avoid kind of spoiling too much stuff when it comes to story stuff. So any of that stuff, I'd kind of like lean away from. But anything about the game, feel free to ask about. You thick? Yes, that is unrelated though. Was there hair dye for CWs?
I didn't. I looked and I did not see anything. Or wait, I'll take that back. Excuse me, because you're talking about hair dye. I didn't see anything about it because like I didn't look for it. So
I would assume that it's in, but I also did not see it. So this is just me assuming.
Thoughts on Jeff Hardy's entrance? I didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
Okay. You like it?
It's awesome.
I like it. Yeah.
I know Jeff looks.
Awesome.
I know. I like his. I was
now.
gonna say he looks good. He has face paint now. It's cool.
Yeah, he got the face paint now too.
How's the frame rate? It was fine for me actually.
I had no frame rate issues.
Yeah,
I think everything.
No, I take that back. I had frame rate issues in 2 areas: the replays and then highlight reels.
Yeah, the replays. Yeah,
the replays ran like shit.
Yeah, they were ass. But
yeah, I don't know what
but
that was
like
about.
multi-man matches and stuff like that.
Yeah, no,
fine.
they were all fine for us as far as I know. But yeah, the replays. Hopefully they fix that before then. There was
because I told Jinx about the replays. I was like, hey, do you see how slow this is moving? He goes, yeah, that's not supposed to.
I think
like
highlights were completely broken too, right?
Dude, highlight reel, bro. I got heat. So
highlights were super fucked, right?
Me, Aaron, and Dalton, we all use highlight reel for our My Career videos. Like once the actual one is done.
Yeah.
The usual My Career the usual highlight reel length is like 23 seconds, which is still not great, but we get around it. They cut it down to 6 seconds.
Why?
So I don't know. We all talked to Jinx. We're like, nah, that ain't it. That ain't it.
And what did he say?
What did he say, Aaron?
Wait, what's up?
About highlight reel time?
About highlight reel being 6 seconds?
He was like, oh, it shouldn't be like that. I'm like, hell yeah, it shouldn't be like that. It was 23 seconds last year. Dude, I was on the dev's ass. Dude, at least 10 times. I just kept mentioning to Jinx and to other people.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm like, and before we all left, when we were, saying goodbye to everybody, I'm like, hey, Jinx. I'm like, highlight reel. I'm like, I'm gonna need you to fix that.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, dude.
Let's see here. I'm pretty far back, so I'm trying to get everyone's question so that your question might be answered a little late. I'm just gonna try to pick out ones that I feel like are ladder and table restrictions. Yes, those are the same as they were last year. I think, right? I'm pretty sure they were.
Yeah, they are.
They're like the same. It just moves you to a spot.
Yeah, they are.
Can males interact with females in creative video scenes like universe cutscenes?
I tried one and it worked, but I don't know if it was just because of that specific cutscene or if it's because of everything. But I did go into creative video and try. So I don't want to say yes because it could just be that cutscene.
Yeah.
But the one cutscene I tried, it did work.
Is the commentary still annoying as hell? I don't think any of us were actually listening to it.
I actually have to praise the commentary a little bit during entrances because the entrance commentary is actually really good this year. However, there was a moment last night where I heard someone have a weird "just bring it" moment, and it was hilarious.
I heard there was an issue with Michael Cole and Randy Orton's entrance. I hope that might be in so I can hear it at some point.
My experience with commentary, entrances are great. My Career commentary is great. The matches, when you play them, I've heard a couple times, like from my own gameplay, I heard a couple times they repeat the same thing, like in the same match, like at least 2 or 3 times.
That fucking sucks.
One of the matches I had that I'm probably not even going to use because it wasn't that long. One of the matches I had, I forgot who the commentator was. It was either Corey or Michael. They said the complete wrong arena. Like
really?
They were like, yeah, like I was in like Survivor Series, I think, and they were like, "Thank you for tuning in to the Royal Rumble." I'm like,
well, it's good to know that shit still happens. Fuck.
Here we go.
I don't know if you guys noticed this, but during the actual original Sour, Bray Wyatt does commentary during his Swamp Father.
Does he?
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. I mean, he doesn't go too into all of the commentary moves, but he's kind of like, rubbing it in your face so you can get distracted.
That's kind of cool.
And calling Braun Strowman my monster. Come on, do this.
Shit, that's kind of cool.
And stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty cool.
I gotta try that out. Rhonda is in the game. Rowan's ass I didn't see. What is better this year?
I don't know how to answer that.
We all
That's
just
a
get
hard,
quiet.
that's a hard question to be
I don't
honest.
know.
Like I
feel
don't,
like
I
it's-
don't know how to answer that because we only had, not
I mean,
only, but we only had a couple hours with the game.
Yeah, we didn't.
So like,
I feel like it's exactly the same as last year, except new stuff. Honestly,
I literally call this game WWE 2K19.5.
it's
like-
exactly what it is.
There
Yeah.
is actually something I can think of that's better in my opinion.
Okay.
I really, really, really was surprised at how much better I found the reversals to be with the face button.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. I guess that's.
that's a
But
plus.
I feel like that's kind of countered by how everything else feels fucking weird on the controller.
Yeah,
with
like the reversal.
Yeah, it's really like.
like
Yeah.
Like I found myself a lot pressing right trigger
Me too.
to reverse.
Yeah, me too.
But that was just me getting used to it. I do like that change, but I just had to get used to it.
What are you most disappointed about? I guess just the lack of
creating
like,
an arena, creation suite in general.
Yeah, but
This
I'm
is this is a
hoping
big
that,
thing for me.
I'm hoping.
Oh,
that'll
go
be-
ahead.
No, you're good. You're good.
Oh, I was gonna say for me the most disappointing thing is not having Walter in the game. I know that's not crazy big, but I really wanted to play as him.
I mean, like I've been saying, I'm most disappointed that it feels so much like the last game. But that's just how these. I mean, that's an every year complaint for me. That's like nothing new. I just I'd like something new, but that's just how it is. Is the submission minigame the same? Yes, it is. Is the classic Hell in a Cell in with the ugly red one? Yeah, they're both in. Why is Eric Young not updated? I don't know.
Why is a lot of people not
They
updated?
didn't feel like shaving him. I don't know. Is elimination matches still in the game? Yes. There is not big ass mode. How early will I turn off commentary? Probably pretty early. How responsive were the controls? We had a lot of hit detection issues.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta scroll all the way back down because my chat's fucking up. So if I didn't answer your question already, ask it again. Is there any classic arenas?
There's a couple.
Like classic Raw one I think was in. I remember. I think right.
Yeah, Raw's War is in there.
What's the big creation suite thing mentioned in Denk's video? Oh, I don't know.
I didn't watch Chris's
I
video.
actually didn't watch it either. I have no idea. I didn't notice. I mean, I didn't check the creation stuff, but I don't remember any major creation thing. Does different host women from Showcase have different entrances? Like the different like the other. I don't know. Do they? Does each does one Charlotte have a different entrance from the other or no? Or are they all the same entrance? They do. Okay.
Sasha, I'm probably gonna upload a video soon.
Okay.
Sasha, in my Royal Rumble, Sasha Banks 15 came out first, and she has a completely different entrance than the current one.
Our intergender matches.
I gotta head out.
Okay, I love you, buddy. Thanks for hanging out.
I'll be listening though.
I miss you, buddy.
All right, brother.
See ya.
Miss you already too. All
I
of
love
you
you.
guys.
I miss you too, bro.
Are intergender matches limited to mixed tag matches, and can men fight women? No, men can't fight women in mixed tag matches at all.
Yeah, me and Murph's tried so many different ways.
I
get
tried
around
too.
that.
Yeah, it's like
we turned
very,
DQs
very
off because
hard.
You can turn DQs off in mixed
Yeah,
tag matches, but
yeah.
literally the game will not let you target and attack. Actually, I'll take that back. No, women can attack the men, but the men can't attack the women.
Oh yeah, that did happen to me too. Yeah, when Pulse and I did Rock and EO against Tyler Bate and Tony, which there's a fucked up glitch in that one too. You should watch that, of course.
because you played.
Of course.
You know.
Is NXT UK in
wait.
this year?
No,
There's
they
no.
have
We're
NXT UK being the big NXT UK fan. They have the NXT UK Takeover arena in the game. They don't have the regular NXT UK arena in the game. They don't have the NXT UK Women's Championship in the game. They don't have the NXT UK Tag Championships in the game. So no, I'm not counting one arena as it being in the game.
For the person that was asking about classic arenas, you can check the SmackDownHotel.com. They have it, but if you want to hear it now, there's Raw 2017, Raw 2013, Raw's War 98, SmackDown 2000, WCW Nitro 98, WrestleMania 34, Clash of Champions from 2017, WrestleMania 33, Fastlane 2017, Elimination Chamber 2017, Hell in a Cell 2016, Backlash 2016, WrestleMania 32, Night of Champions 2015, NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 1, NXT TakeOver Rival, NXT TakeOver, WWF SummerSlam 88, excuse me, and then WCW Halloween Havoc 98.
Special referee is not in. You can have tables in Hell in a Cell. Big head mode is still a thing. There are new weapons, but I won't tell you what they are because I want you to find out what they are. Because there's a few good ones actually. What does RT do now since reversals moved? It's like what's it called? It's
like a modifier button.
Modifier button. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, it's like RT and face buttons are a lot of the buttons this year. Any new animations with weapons? There's one. There's two. Two different weapons have like new animations. One's fucking weird and one's like a regular one. Did you play as Fiend? Yeah, Fiend rules. Let's see. Can you switch the controls from new to the old ones? No, you are stuck. As far as I know, and I'd love to be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you cannot change them.
Yeah, there's nothing in the game that let us change it.
I did not experience any DQs in Hell in a Cell. No, I don't think there was a slobber knocker mode. What can you unlock with the accelerator? You unlock all the roster, including the My Career people, but the weapon skins don't get unlocked, and it doesn't unlock the like Bump in the Night people. Yeah. Why is there no career championship? I don't know, but they're patching it in at the end of the year. What were you saying?
The Fiend does have a unique moveset, by the way. He does not have Bray Wyatt.
No, yeah, he has his own moveset. Yeah. Can you still switch your control mid match? Yeah, you can still do that. Is there a Yes era retro Daniel Bryan? I don't think there is.
There's not.
Yeah, no. There's heel Daniel Bryan that does the heel hook.
I would imagine that they have his old Tron, so you could probably
maybe
just like
Does My Career still share progression with online play? My Career or My Player? Is that what you mean? My Player.
Does he mean like Road to Gold? That like everything that's in like the My Player like thing?
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Can China face any men? No, I was upset about that. Yeah, China can only wrestle women. Do CWs have customizable poses still? I imagine so.
No, none of the Saudi arenas are in the game.
Did y'all do Showcase? How was that?
I did
Showcase
2 matches.
I mean, Showcase is probably fucking Showcase. It's here's
Showcase. Let me tell you something
here's
about
what
Showcase,
you've
though.
seen before, except the game.
Here's my thing about Showcase. I'm actually kind of like still excited to play it because like I don't like Showcase, but I am interested this year just for the cutscenes that they did for the 4 Horsewomen. But I hope they fix the hit detection stuff because
the hit detection's so
with
weird.
having certain goals that you have to hit to move on to the next thing, and having hit detection mess with you is super frustrating.
That's the one Showcase thing I did see Chris play, and he was like having a little bit of trouble.
Like there was a dev behind me, and he can see me visually getting frustrated. Like I was like, I even said at one point, I was like, I missed something. I was like, what the fuck, dude? I said it out loud. I was so mad. And in my video that I uploaded, the first match of the 4 Horsewomen Showcase, you can literally see the way I edited it. I just faded it in until the point where I actually just completed it because it took me forever.
That's fucking weird.
I was so mad, dude.
Are there any extra My Career characters? Yeah, there is. There's one I feel like everyone's gonna fucking love. It's fucking hilarious. I kind of wish I didn't know about it, honestly, but what about ladders in Hell in a Cell? No, not a thing. Bray's mallet is not in the game. Can bald people still hair whip? I'm not sure. I haven't checked that yet.
Yo, shout out to Ribby. He's gonna get over. I can tell.
Are there any other changes to Universe Mode that was not mentioned in the note? I don't think anyone really played it enough, but I imagine not.
Go to if you're interested in a Universe Mode video, watch Pulse's video. He did 45 minutes, I think, on just playing it. So I feel like if you want any information, you probably should.
I will say the cut, like, because there was one cutscene that I had, but then the game crashed right after it for me. The one cutscene that I had that was new looked so good for Universe Mode.
Okay,
so
that's cool.
Yeah, there is some potential there. There's gonna be some dope cutscenes in Universe now.
What's your favorite addition to the game? The Originals. I think Originals is like, I feel like I say this all the time, but like this happens every year. They add something in, then I'm like, oh, that'll be even better next year. Like it sucks that I have to like feel that way, but I feel like Original is cool, and I think it'll be hopefully even crazier next year. But that's the way it goes, I guess. Did they add the claw for the Fiend? No, yeah. Oh yeah, you answered that. Okay, yeah. Shield entrance and theme still in. I don't know if they're.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, are they? Okay, cool.
All of Ambrose's, because I noticed this, because that's one of the things I wanted to look at. All of Ambrose's stuff is called the Shield's Lunatic in creative entrance and stuff, and then they also have the group entrance still. So
Slip RT is a modifier in the sense that like it's not like do different moves modifier. It's like RT and triangle does paybacks, and RT and something else does like dragging. Like the move grapples are the same, but just like it's a modifier for stuff like that, like weapons and like dragging and all that kind of shit. Create a finisher, no. How many rivalries to each weekly show in universe? Isn't it 4? Right? Or is it more this year?
Oh, for rivalries, it's 4.
That's what I thought.
Like you have the 4 ones that are going on in the show, and then you have the 4.
But you can have 3 brands that are on a pay-per-view now. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But yeah. Other than that, I don't know. Why did they say why only one Forgotten Son is in the game? No, I fucking have no idea.
Yeah, that shit's weird.
Is Shawn Michaels bald in this game? I don't.
Shawn Mike? No, he has his hair.
Oh, why?
I don't know.
That's
He
fucking
does have
weird.
his hair.
I didn't even think about that. Could you get online? No. Do all the Bump and Light characters have unique movesets? They have. Some of them have unique signatures. I know one of them does. I don't know. I can't say some. I know one in particular has a signature that I kind of love. I'm sure you'll figure it out easily. When you find it. How many versions of Brian are there? There's one. How much is the update game since they updated Sasha's hair based on one of the trailers? I mean, the Fiend is probably the most updated thing, but like, there's also instances where like Sami Zayn still has like a full head of hair. So I don't know. It's all over the place. I don't know.
Their reasoning for certain stuff is like it kind of cancels out because like you have the Fiend who's updated all the way. You have Sasha's purple hair, which is updated,
Yeah.
but then you have Chad Gable, who is nowhere near updated.
No. Showcases content, LOL. You should like it. I mean, is it? I mean, it's something to play, but like the thing with okay, so I liked the added like when the WWE 13, I thought that was fucking cool. But like my issue with Showcase is it always feels like by the end of it, I feel like they run out of ideas and it's just easy as fuck objectives and it just gets boring. And I also kind of don't like playing something that I know the finish to. It's just
like I can go on the WWE network.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably it's cute to play. You know what I mean? It's whatever. Like I'm sure re-experiencing some of that stuff is fine in video game form. Like it's different, but like at the same time, it's like I don't play video games to do stuff that I already know about. I play video games to fucking do weird stuff, new stuff. You know, that's why I like originals in my career because they're all like original stuff.
I also we also figured out the reason that showcase mode is still in the games because
did someone tell us that?
One of the devs, I'm not gonna say who, just so they don't get heat or anything.
I've been naming names. Should I not have been doing that?
I don't know. I mean,
all right, whatever. It's fine.
But one of the devs, it's one of the devs' most favorite modes in the games. That's why showcase is still in these games.
Fair enough. That's stupid.
Like literally, the person who has control over that, he asked me, he was like, so what do you think about showcase mode? I go, I gotta keep it real with you, Chief. I don't like it at all. I was like, I don't like it at all, and I don't think it should be in the games. Yeah. And he was like, okay, fair enough. Because like he wanted my honest opinion. I'm like, dude, I do not like showcase mode at all.
Did they fix Orton's lighting sync during his entrances? I don't know. I didn't see Orton's entrance.
They did not all the way. It's like yes and no. There's some points where it's not fixed. I'm gonna upload his entrance probably tomorrow.
Okay.
There's moments where it is like where it looks really good, and then there's some of it that's just like off a little bit. It's not terrible though.
Is the ladder match easy to play or is it the same? Oh, it's the same. Exactly the same.
It's a little harder to play because you don't know the control.
Oh, setting up a ladder. Yeah, it confuses the fuck out of you. Yeah, that'll be weird. Will you do my career this year? Yeah, I probably will. Can you import a CW into career? I feel like they said...
No, you can't import. You can't import. You can export, though.
I thought they said that you could. I guess not.
No, you have to... You have to create...
Okay, it was export. Yeah, you're right. You have to create it like right when you start the career thing.
Yeah, so if anyone doesn't give a damn about like career, but maybe like play it one day, I would advise just making your call in there and then exporting
it, yeah. Sorry, guys, I'm really far behind, so if you're asking questions, I'm trying to catch up here. Create a tag. Are they at all editable? Like a tag team? Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
That's what you mean.
That's still the same.
Are all the Money in the Bank options still in the game? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, all of those are still in.
Any weird CW mode restrictions like no beards with masks?
That's still a thing. You can't like. There's certain parts you can't use with certain hairs and stuff like that.
Yeah. Does this game have laser beams? No. Chikara game does though. Triple threat rivalries in universe? I don't think so.
Yeah, there's no triple threats
Sadly.
in universe.
Is the Fiend Tower hard? No. Dalton beat in like less than 20 minutes.
Okay, wait. Okay, Randy's entrance completely broken. I just looked at it.
Oh shit.
So it may just be because of the arena I was in.
Sure.
But the one part of like Randy's theme that goes, I hear voices crying, and that part where like the bass just starts
like
dropping,
the lights flash.
Yeah, the lights do not flash.
Okay, at all?
The lights, no, at
what
all.
Arena
They
was
do
this?
not flash. I was in the new WrestleMania one, WrestleMania 35. Like, the way it is, the lights are continuously flashing on the board. It doesn't look bad, but the lights just don't
synced
flash.
up though. Okay, great.
Yeah, the lights just do not flash.
Does Baron Corbin have his wrestling figures hair? He does not. He has that proper hair, surprisingly. Do the Bump and Light people have special entrances? Yes.
Yeah, they do.
Well,
some of them.
They have the same special entrance. If that makes
like
sense
Braun
to you.
gets up, like Frankenstrowman.
Oh yeah,
gets up off
okay,
of the
that. But
table.
yeah, okay. I was thinking of the
like
zombies.
some do and some don't.
The zombies I was thinking of. Can you ride a forklift? You can get on a thing on a forklift like in 2K19. Do you think there'll be UK DLC? Who would be the DLC? No, there's not going to be any DLC outside of originals. Is Fiend Tower? Sasha have blue hair?
Yeah, Sasha has blue hair
Okay.
or purple, whatever the fuck it is.
Well, I mean, she currently has blue hair in real life. Does she have that?
Yeah, it's that one.
Okay.
I also do not understand how I'm the only one that just uploaded Matt Riddle versus Goldberg.
How much will you play after the midnight stream? I don't know. I can't predict the future yet. Hopefully. Hopefully I'd like to play it more. I don't know. Is there a season pass? Yeah?
There's DLC.
Yeah, so yeah. Hell in a Cell Red or Still Gray. It's both. They have both. What is Originals? Originals is like the weird pack that they're doing that has like alternative skins for everybody. Like fucking satanic Aleister Black and stuff like that. And that's how the Fiend is getting in the game. Can you put tables and ladders everywhere again? No. They snapped the locations. How weird is saying 2K21 going to be next year? I already hate saying it. Is the download limit still 20? We didn't. Community creations isn't up yet, so we weren't sure. Are there any mixed tag entrances? Oh, Aaron tried to. Was that you that did that, Aaron? You tried to do Bailey and Finn, and they didn't have one.
No, I didn't do that one.
Who was that? Was that Macho?
No, I did.
Didn't you? You didn't try to do that?
Andrade and Zelina didn't come out together, but you got to like set them as a tag team in the game. Which
yeah,
is weird
that is weird. Are you able to remove mask after copying a superstar like before? Oh, I didn't try anything like that. Is there a championship versus championship match? There's double title matches, yeah. How's Batista's entrance? I didn't actually look at it. Is Sweater Bray in the game? No. I wish. Did you guys ask the devs about GM mode returning one day? Dude, GM mode gets brought up every fucking 5 minutes of those fucking things, dude. Everyone asks about that shit, and it's always the same kind of like, well, we were doing this year, and this year, and this year. So
Well, we hear you. Uke sucks.
it wasn't a no. Yeah, it wasn't a no, never. But it also wasn't a. It also wasn't a yes. So I don't know. Does this mean no new moves DLC pack? Right, but I think the originals all have new moves too. So kinda. Who has the stinkiest farts, and did Dalton get teased for it?
Wait, hey.
Does Ricochet and Aleister Black have the stupid sound effects in their entrances?
I didn't check.
I didn't
Does
check.
he?
I don't know.
Wait, what happened?
Because you guys
What
did
was
the
the
You know,
match.
the Ricochet bing boing thing. You know, like yeah.
I can look real quick.
Yeah,
'Cause I know
let
someone
me
did
know,
something
yeah.
with Ricochet.
The Iconics didn't have their thing. I know that.
Matt
Oh,
Riddle,
well, they didn't. Then you know Ricochet didn't.
Matt
because they had
Riddle
theirs
does
before.
wrestle with no shoes. Yes.
Yeah, he even kicks off the flops.
Yeah, it's
which
kind of
is
sick. Yeah.
That's something I have to
He
talk.
keeps
That's
them
something I
on.
want to talk about is the entrances. There's so many unique things this year in entrances,
Yeah.
such as like Tony Storm comes out with her glasses on and she takes them off, puts them in her top. EO comes out with her mask on, takes it off.
Yeah.
The thing that I'm worried about though is similar to AJ Styles. Whenever you would change his hood, and like
Oh,
giving him a new attire,
yeah.
it screws his entrance up. I really hope that doesn't happen to these
Another
new
thing I was
entrances.
bummed out about is that the originals characters, their entrance, you can't use their entrances for anybody else.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like Aleister Black's entrance, you can't use that for anybody else.
That would be amazing. to
It
use
doesn't
that
show
high
up.
key.
Yeah, it's fucking cool. I don't know why they wouldn't do that. Like, that's immediately the first thing I told Chris. I was like, after I saw it, I was like, Chris, please check this for me and see if I can use this for anybody else. Are there 4-person tag entrances? Yeah, Undisputed Era has it. Their entrance is pretty cool, actually. Do they still have
There's
loot boxes? I don't
it's-
know. Go on.
We were talking about this earlier. If you do Undisputed just with 3 people, you'll get Kyle O'Reilly doing Adam Cole's motion and you'll get Adam Cole doing Kyle's.
Yeah.
But I wanted to test it out. I was like, I wonder what will happen if I do three of Undisputed just without Roddy.
Okay.
So they did their entrance. There is literally a part of the entrance where the camera cut is just staring at the turnbuckle with nothing there.
Sick.
I was like, oh, I'm so glad I tested this.
Do you think there's any devs lurking in the chat? I hope not. No, I'm kidding.
Shoot, everything we're talking about, we basically said.
Yeah, I was gonna like. There's nothing. There's nothing I would hide. So
Yeah.
if I wasn't being honest, I feel like I'd be doing a disservice to not only you guys but to them. So
Yeah, because like I like to just keep it honest on what I see and what I think about the game because it helps, say the chat know what to expect.
like,
And they
yeah.
can still build their own opinions, and then it lets the devs know.
Like, trust
how we
me,
feel.
I am like over the moon over the fact that they like invite. Like, I got invited to the event and like my shit was all accommodated. Like, that's fucking sick as hell. But like, if I would think it'd be strange if they expected like anyone to like suck a dick for that though. Like, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
I'm not gonna not still give my honest feelings and still break the game.
Yeah.
It's just how it is. That's how I play.
I don't know if I brought this up to anybody else, but because I just saw a comment in the chat that asked
Sure.
about war games. I asked about the match to one of the devs, and when I asked, their eyes just got really big, and they were just like, "Yeah, because like they don't.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people with a lot of ring and a lot of cage, and they're just like,
Yeah.
we don't know about frame rates for that."
They were very heavily implying that like they have a lot more control now that Ukes is gone though. So it makes like
Yeah.
it was very much like a advertisement for next year. Let's see. Does the game have loot boxes? I don't know. I feel like that's probably going to be all the like my Road to Glory shit, which we didn't get to play
like
because
I
that's
wouldn't be
online.
the one to ask for that because I never stepped foot into my career shit.
I don't think they have it in my career. I think that's all Road to Glory stuff, which is online, ain't it?
Well, yeah, but you have to go through my career to access that.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and I never went in that menu.
Wait, are you sure?
Oh,
You
yeah,
didn't go in the
I'm pretty
menu at
sure you have
all.
to go
I see
through
what you're
my-
saying. Okay, I see.
Wait, what was the
Yeah.
question? Because I went through the
Are there
menu.
loot boxes?
Did you? Is the loot boxes still in?
But I don't think there's
Let
any.
me-
We haven't
let
got
me
to fuck
check.
with that. I imagine
I went
there's
through
still-
all the menus in it. I can double check. real
Okay,
quick.
see if you see anything. Is there anything about the actual gameplay that impressed you? There's this one signature in Bump in the Night. You guys will see it on Chris's video. It's fucking awesome. Or you'll just see it on the midnight release stream because I'll definitely be doing it then.
From what I can see, there are no loot boxes.
I feel like the loot boxes are all Road to Glory online stuff though, so we wouldn't have seen that.
Oh wait, no. Like there's loot packs. There's a loot pack store,
Okay.
but it's not boxes. It's just those packs.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
no, I lied. Correction.
Glad you got to go this year, Johnny. Hey, thanks, man. Me too. It was all because of Pulse. He's the man. What 4-man entrance is the guy? I know Undisputed Era is that. That might be the only one. There probably is another one, right?
Wait, say it again.
4-man entrances? What other ones are there other than Undisputed Era?
No, literally the Undisputed Era one's probably the only one.
That's what I
'Cause
thought,
they
too.
don't talk about them publicly. They're always hidden. But those are the only
Yeah.
ones that I can think of that would be like that's the only group that's in the game.
Yeah.
That's 4 people. Maybe
I didn't really
maybe
do.
there's
I
an
didn't really do
NWO
any
secret
creation
one with
suite.
Hogan, Hall, Nash, and oh wait, that's 3 people. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really do. I didn't do any creation suite stuff because I feel like I usually just do a disservice to the people who actually care about it. Because they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you forgot about this. You forgot about that."
Yeah,
So I'm
that's
like,
why
I
that's
just
why I
stopped
tried to
doing it.
focus on it. But like, it was just so there wasn't anything to cover because it was all just
Yeah.
hey, just look at 2K19.
Did 2K know who you were when you introduced yourself? Some of them knew who I was, but I can't tell who knew and who didn't, or who knew and didn't want to tell me they knew. I wasn't sure. Let's see.
I forgot Raw comes on tonight.
Oh yeah, today's Monday.
Yeah, I was thinking about Monday for my content. Not
Did
Raw.
anyone ask them what they know about what they could do with the next gen hardware? No, because I feel like they are like so not ready for that. I wasn't even.
I didn't bother asking. to be
PS5
honest.
came up, but it was like in a like. It wasn't like anything special way. Like they just kind of like they're rebuilding.
Yeah.
Do any of you guys? They didn't have 24/7 of the auto sign the hard controller. Yeah. They said that they didn't put the 24/7 title in because they didn't have a mode to lock with it, which I still think is weird. What's the max number of people in the ring during a Royal Rumble? Probably. What was it
8.
last year? Yeah, whatever it was
It's
last
8.
year. Yeah.
It's 8 still.
Everything like from last year is pretty much still in. So everything is the same pretty much from last year. Everything new is
Okay.
just the modes, really.
This is completely off topic. This has nothing to do with the game. WWE just announced that Mansoor is gonna go 1-on-1 with Cesaro at Crown Jewel.
What?
That's gonna be fire.
What?
Yeah, that's gonna be
Like, I'm sorry, that was just completely off topic. I
That
just
Manny dude. That's crazy.
That's gonna be fire.
That's that dude.
Yo, did anybody talk about the lighting issues with the entrances?
Oh yeah, there's a fuck
We were
ton of
talking
lighting
about
issues.
Orton's one.
No, dude, so
No,
many
like-
people, dude.
like
so
what?
many
Dude.
people.
For instance, this is what happens usually during a lot of entrances. It happened during my Ciampa entrance, my Dakota Kai entrance, my Rhea Ripley entrance, etc. Whenever they would get to their ring in and ring animations, the lights would go black. Like it would
Really?
they would go Undertaker for no reason.
That's
And it would it ruined a lot of dope entrances because like Rhea's entrance is really good. It's just her lighting goes out, and I think it's just a bug, obviously.
Was
so
it the
hopefully that's
arena you
fixed
were in,
someday.
or was it just?
No.
Oh, you didn't-
Like, well, okay,
oh.
technically, yeah, but it was all closed arenas.
Yeah.
Like everyone.
Oh,
'Cause
sure,
I
okay.
tested Rhea's entrance in Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and every single one had that issue. But I did her entrance in a I did her entrance in one of the originals arenas, and it was
Yeah.
fine because obviously there's no lighting.
Yeah.
So.
Huh. Can we have custom Rumble match in our custom Rumble arena? No, it's still locked to the Rumble arena as far as I know. Let's see. No, I don't think there's an Evolution entrance. At least not that I know of. What does Mankind have for an entrance? He probably just has his regular music. Unless you mean the physical entrance, it's what you would think it would be. Any new match types at all? See, I don't remember many of the match types from last year, so I'm not sure. But when I saw there was 2v2v2 Hell in a Cell, and I was like, oh, that's fucking cool. Is that in last year? And I was told yes, so if that wasn't in last year, then that's new. It looked like there was a lot new, like, multi-man mods, as in, like, but maybe I could have been wrong. How's the main menu? I don't know.
It's a lot better than last year.
It's not as bright, but I don't know if I like it. Still, it looks. I don't know. I
like it.
I don't know if I like the color scheme of it.
I actually kind of like it a little bit. All right, wait.
I'll be honest. I
This is
kind of
a-
liked last year's though, but that's just me.
This is a real question. Like I'm not trying to joke. Dalt, since you're colorblind, how does the menu look?
Oh,
The
to you?
menu
yeah.
looks
Does it
red and
hurt
green to
your
me,
eye-
but I
does it
know
hurt
it's
your
not red and
eyes?
green.
It's green.
Yeah, it's red and green to me, but I know it's not red and green.
I keep forgetting you're colorblind. Like I asked.
Does it
when the
does it
when
hurt your eyes at all?
Wait, did it hurt my eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah, like just curious. Did it hurt
Okay,
your eyes or anything?
the only time that it really hurt my eyes a lot was whenever I was in the create a superstar menu because the background's so vivid right there. It was
Oh,
really
yeah.
messing with my eyes.
I forgot.
Okay.
I like when the Seth Fiend Hell in a Cell match happened. Dalton was the first guy I thought of because I was like, "What the fuck does this look like to Dalton?"
Oh, it looks so weird.
I bet. The
And-
fuck.
Because I was having issues with that Hell in a Cell match because I'm not sure how many people have the same thing I do when because obviously I have to wear glasses. So my vision is not the greatest. So even with glasses, stuff like that with like a very vivid, like bright color, it kind of like hurts my eyes a little bit.
Yeah.
So that was messing me up. That's completely off topic.
That's weird.
But
Yeah. Did the belts in game look bad like last year? They don't look bad, but they still clip.
No. WWE Championship, ass. One of the NXT titles, ass. Universal Championship, ass.
Do they really look
like,
that bad?
A lot of them are bad.
Looking at the clipping stuff.
A lot of them are bad. I just got to keep it 100%.
I feel like the only belt I saw was the Fiend. I think someone gave the Fiend the WWE title. It might have been Chris. Were there any new tag moves? Probably, right?
Yeah, probably.
Dalton, was there new tag moves?
Oh, I didn't look at tag moves because I was
okay.
crunched for time, and they were about to try to.
Okay.
I think Pulse might have recorded them though. So check Pulse's moves video. He might have them because he usually gets all of them.
Is the backstage brawl updated? No, it's like exactly the same. But they're
It's
all brawl
I don't know.
areas.
Is the color different for backstage brawls?
It looks like one of the lights is out. Like it's darker.
Oh.
Yeah. It's darker. There is a brawl section though that there's originals areas that are brawl areas, quote unquote, like the boiler room and stuff like that. Those are brawl areas. Custom music, no custom music. Creative Championship is not in. No, that'll be patched in at the end of the year. Were there any superstars you were surprised that the devs removed? Yeah, I was surprised they took out the Ascension. I don't really know why they did that. And Leah Rush not like being in and then not being in was kind of weird. I can't think of anybody else. Oh, Vader and fucking Bam Bam being taken out sucks. And I don't understand why they took Rikishi out either. Like, why? Like, take out all the fucking big boys. It's bullshit. Fucking,
they took out all those big boys and then put in Mark Henry.
Yeah, well, was Mark Henry not in last year?
No.
Nope.
What?
Yeah, dude.
That's weird. Yeah, that's fucking sucks. Somebody got a video of the Fiend in Big Head mode. Oh, did they? That's sick. I need to see that. If I pre-order the deluxe, I get all originals. I think so. I believe so. Did they have the classic blue cage as an option for cage matches? Unless they took it out. I think so. Did they change the Hell in a Cell gameplay? No, the only thing they changed is that you get weapons again. Is Yuke's not working on this one? No. Yuke's did not work on this one at all. This was all them. Is the Y compound in and is it better? There's a upstairs area, like an attic area of the Y compound, I think, right? But I don't think the actual Y
I didn't go in it.
Compound from last year is in. Yeah, Bam Bam's gone. It's fucking bullshit. Is Credit Story back or GM mode? Nope. We asked. They said, we hear you.
Seemed to be the theme for some shit.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you want to know? So universe mode, right?
Yeah.
One of the developers was like, yeah, the reason universe doesn't really get that much love basically is because nobody talks about universe mode, and there needs to be more people to
Wait, really?
Yeah, and there needs to be more people to talk about universe mode. And I'm like, what? I'm like, people every year are talking about fucking universe mode.
Yeah, that's really
like
weird.
And they want, because universe mode could be the top mode in the game that could last year round, but
I feel like I only ever get asked about universe mode.
Exactly. It was such a weird answer that was completely just like, okay, whatever.
That's weird.
I was so fucking dumbfounded, dude. I was like, what?
I don't know any of the online match types because we couldn't get onto the online.
Keep in mind that whole universe mode conversation happened in the same breath as that developer talking about Showcase, and then we literally were just like, whatever.
Yeah, it's like yeah, Showcase has more importance than a mode that could like really make the series pop, but it's okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's weird. Is Hell in a Cell cutscene from Showcase in normal play? What, like them standing next to each other? No, that's like not a normal thing. Anything else, everybody? Anything? That's
about it.
You're looking for? Because I feel like we may be about Dunsky here.
Oh wait, real quick. So everyone knows the Fiend is an 86 overall, correct?
Yeah.
Baron Corbin is an 87 overall.
Oh no!
That's fucking hilarious. Oh yeah, and Lacey Evans is rated higher than Sasha Banks and Charlotte, I think. I know she's rated higher than Sasha
That's
Banks,
fucking
but I don't know about Charlotte.
weird. Can you get a ref stoppage in Hell in a Cell? No, I don't believe so. For the Rumble, is the camera angle the same, or they moved it to face the stage? No, it's the same. Same camera angle. Do you guys know if you're able to edit face paint on people like edit the face paint on people like Jeff and Sting this year? I imagine so.
You're not allowed to.
No?
Or, well, you're allowed to change the colors, but you can't change what type.
No,
it is.
that's what they mean. The colors, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't actually go and look, but I'm pretty confident that Jeff Hardy's face paint is going to be able to be taken off via the opacity, like the Ascensions were.
Yeah.
In the past couple games,
Okay.
because like if that's not a thing, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's weird. Does Jeff
Yeah,
Hardy have armbands? Does he?
Yeah, he has his rainbow joint.
Okay. Is there an option to have a KO finish? What, in Hell in a Cell? Probably, yeah. So maybe there is ref stoppage. Is there weight detection options in? Yeah. Everything. I don't feel like they were like it's. Think 2K19, but updated. That's what you're getting. That's exactly what it is. Do the 2K original horror versions of characters have different entrances than the regular versions? Some do. Mostly they all. Yes. The answer is yes, but not entirely. Like they all don't have they all individually don't have unique ones, but some of them have the same one. If that makes sense. Wasn't 2K19 just updated 2K18? Yeah. So you can go all the way back. You can go all the way back to 2K15 with this. Any new character you're excited about? Yeah, playing as the Fiend is fucking sick. That's what I'm happiest about. Is the DLC worth getting the deluxe? If you think the original stuff is cool, then yes.
I can say, from like in my honest opinion, the person to play as in this year's game is Matt Riddle.
Matt Riddle
His
and Keith Lee. Keith Lee's moveset's awesome too.
They are so much fun to play
Yeah,
as.
they are.
I haven't played it, or I didn't get the chance to play with Keith Lee in the game, but
He's
Matt
fun.
Riddle was dope.
Yeah.
Matt Riddle was really dope.
NXT UK Takeover Arena is in the game, but not the regular NXT UK Arena. Does Keith Lee have the Ground Zero or the Spirit Bomb as his finish? I don't know if I hit my finish.
Which one's the Ground Zero again? Because he has the Spirit Bomb. Which one was
Okay.
the Ground Zero though?
I don't remember what the Ground Zero is.
He has I'll say this. He has the sickest fucking pounce animation that's ever been in a 2K.
Oh, yeah, he does have a fucking great pounce. Oh, the
Dude,
jackhammer.
They fucking fly.
Does he do a jackhammer?
Yeah. They have that. That's in the game.
Does the
Yeah,
Fiend
that's-
have the neck snap?
He also does a Hurricane Rana as well, which is fucking amazing.
Does the Fiend have the neck snap?
I didn't.
Not
play
that I
enough.
saw.
I didn't see anybody do it. He does the claw. I know that much.
Yeah,
It
I
wasn't
played
in the new
like
moves video that I recorded, so I mean, I don't think so.
yeah, I played like at
He
least,
has a
like,
fucking
7
all-
matches.
Was the Sister Abigail animation like that last year? Where it's like you can just do it anytime, like you can do it like running.
They have an alternate one. It's
Was that
not like
was that in last year?
I believe.
I don't think the running one was in last
Because
year,
it's
but I could be
fucking
wrong.
it's really cool.
I don't know if it was a running one, but it was much faster last
It's
year.
very-
Like,
yeah,
It was
it's-
like a snap one.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is. Yeah,
that might be why I
It could
thought
be.
it
It
was
could be
a
the same
running
one. Yeah. You saw the Fiend do a neck snap on Cena. Oh, really? Okay, I didn't see it. Wow. Is the pounce a new animation? I think so. Right?
Yeah, it's a brand new
It's
animation.
definitely new.
But
Yeah.
Yeah, because the boy flew.
Does Matt Riddle have the bro mission? I believe so. I
Yeah,
couldn't
it
figure
does.
out how to
It's
do
in the game.
submissions. So, oh, that
It's in
must
the
be
game.
his finish, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the game.
Does Fabian Archer's sick ass springboard double moonsault? Dude, I don't know who Fabian Archer is.
Yo, fuck you.
I-
Put some respect on NXT
Aichner?
UK.
I don't know who that is. Who is he?
Fuck you.
How do you say
Little
that
bit.
name?
I'll fight you.
You don't even know how to say his name. Big fan, huh?
It's Fabian Eichner. That's
Oh,
how I pronounce it. I
Eichner.
pronounce every
Oh,
fucking name
okay.
wrong, though. I'm from the south.
Is he
we don't know how
good?
to
I
pronounce
actually,
it.
I really don't. Is he good?
It's Eichner. Yeah, he's fucking him. He was in the CWC.
Is he in the game?
No, he's not.
Oh, well then what the fuck?
I don't. They didn't fucking put anyone from NXT UK.
Oh,
in
he's
the game.
he was just asking if they have
Okay,
his.
have you seen the bald dude that
Wait.
hangs around Walter?
Is
That's
his
who Fabian
double
Eichner
is double springboard moonsault in?
No, it's not.
Okay, there you go. I don't acknowledge that the UK exists, right?
Fuck you.
Okay. Any more questions, everybody? This went longer than I thought, but I feel like we got a lot out.
Yeah, I feel like we answered a lot of questions, talked about our experience.
Yeah.
It's been good.
What wrestlers have most sick
singing,
movesets
boy.
in game? Matt Riddle and Keith Lee have probably the sickest movesets. Where's the Ascension?
Okay.
They fucking got axed, brother.
Which is so weird.
Why are the
It's
NXT
weird
tag
that
titles
Paige
not
is
in the
still
game? I don't know.
playable.
Is she?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Paige
weird.
is still playable.
Oh, they took out some managers too, right? I feel fuck. Who did they take out?
They took out almost every manager except for a couple.
I know Drake Maverick's a manager.
The Bollywood boys are still a manager.
Yeah, they're managers.
Lana, I think, could still act.
There
as
was
a
somebody
manager,
they took out that I was like, why the fuck did they take them out?
I think they took out Bobby the Brain.
I don't know. I can't remember who it was. That's gonna bother me. Sorry, everybody. I forget. How long is Oni Lorcan's finger? Oh, dude, I don't know about his finger, but that dude, they gave the dude a fat bulge. I'll tell you that. God damn, that shit.
Leo Rush is not a manager. He's not involved in the game.
Dude,
Leo Rush is not a
speaking
manager.
of-
No.
Speaking of bulges, Brian Kendrick. I don't know. I don't know what happened there.
What?
Dude, I don't know I forgot whose video it was. I think it might have been Macho. He was recording. Brian Kendrick comes out, and bro, when I tell you thick, like homie is packing.
Oh my god.
Can you add the Funhouse intro to any entrance, or is it exclusive to the Fiend? I imagine it's exclusive to that the Fiend's entrance, but I don't think you can give the Fiend's entrance to anybody else, because he's a bump of the night guy, and you can't give their entrances to anybody, as far as I know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't try it.
So I'm hoping.
He's the man with the peen.
Oh my god.
Are they using Kendrick's old model?
No, okay, so that's the thing about Kendrick that everyone at the playtest
2K18.
kept saying, and then I had to correct everyone because I'm the only one that fucking watches 205 Live, apparently.
No, everyone knows that
But
it's his new model.
Kendrick
He just
shaved
looks
his
young.
face in 205 Live, so it's not his old model.
I
It's just
see.
whenever they scanned him, apparently he had his baby face, so he looks like the man with the plain Kendrick. That's
Yeah,
the only thing.
everyone knew that it was his new model. We were all just saying that he looks young as fuck.
I'm gonna
No, there was a couple people that literally were saying it was an old model of him.
I'm gonna type something in the Discord chat to you guys, because I was told about this, but I was told about it by I don't know if it was on record or not.
Okay, go ahead.
Yep. And my keys are typing.
Yes, but we can't talk about that.
Okay, we can't. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
can't.
Never mind.
I have a very funny conversation that I want to talk about after it gets announced, because then I
Okay,
can actually
all
say
right,
it. But
fair
yeah,
enough.
we can't talk about that.
Okay. Because I almost did.
Oh,
Ooh, that'd have been a
I don't
big
want to
one.
get in trouble. Fuck. I just.
I know you.
I
You're already
finally.
walking a fine
Yeah,
line
I'm
there.
already just barely allowed in. Yeah. So.
Yeah, man, you gotta be careful.
Yeah, I gotta be careful now. No, I'm whispering the wind is still in. I'm pretty sure. I don't see why that would be out. I know what they are. Oh. Oh. Okay, I see. Sure. Well, fuck. That's weird. Come on.
Gold characters aren't in the game, but there's a new payback that turns you into Metal Mario.
Oh yeah, and I fucking broke that too. Did you see that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whose video
That
was
was
that?
beside. That was the wow.
Oh god, that's the fucking match I did with Chris and Pulse. Go after here. That's the video I'm gonna link to send everybody when we leave here. It's Pulse's video.
Another bird that
It was the
Tony?
fuck. The fuck is that, Tony?
Tony,
Pizza guy. The fuck is your problem?
Papa's in the house.
Let's see, where is it? It's what match is that? It's the one that has the thumbnail of all of us holding lollipops. Here it is. This video is fucking goofy. I wish we were doing commentary on this one. I'll have to like start. I'll be tweeting out all the videos I was involved with. That was one of them. I was in the mixed tag match on Pulse's channel. I did stuff with Aaron. I did a couple matches with Macho. I don't know if I did a match with Tony or not. Tony, did I do a match with you? I don't remember.
Sorry, I didn't even realize it was in this call. But
Did I do a match?
Oh.
no, I never recorded anything with anyone. No.
Oh, okay. All right, no problem.
I just didn't realize I was here. My bad.
No problem. I love you. Why didn't you record any of your own? I was there with Pulse, so that's.
Because Johnny got.
That's why. No, that's why. I was with Pulse.
Because Johnny sucks.
I love because I'm looking at the stream right now, Johnny. I love looking at that picture because me and Brian is such a meme.
That shit is so funny, dude.
Yeah, that's fucking great, dude. That picture, it's such
That's such a dope picture.
It is. It's fucking. I kind of want to get it framed. It's fucking awesome.
I showed my mom the picture and she was fucking around because her and Aaron have this fucking weird ass thing where they hate each other.
Oh,
and
shit.
my mom is just like, "Oh, Aaron always has to be the fucking center of attention, huh?"
Hey, it just happened to go like that, you know?
I was demanding that Brandon move to the fucking near us because he's too tall to be in the front, and then he crouched down, so it was okay.
Yeah, because I was gonna get in the back, but then we used my phone, so I was like, all right, I'll just get on the ground.
Yeah. That was so cool. I'm glad we took that picture too.
Yeah.
Dude, so to touch on something that was kind of earlier, I enjoyed hanging out with you guys more than the event.
I feel like that was, but I feel like that was what that Brian was saying, that our friendships are ahead of us wanting to play the game. We were all there. The game was secondary to us. We were there to I mean, everyone obviously was interested in playing the game and all and excited to play it, but we were all there happy to see each other more than we were happy to play the game. It was definitely more about our friendships and stuff, which was really cool.
And you could tell that statement is true because I was talking to Stacks. I don't know how many people in the chat
I met
know who
him.
Stacks
I didn't know who he
Montana
was
is.
before that, but I met him and he was nice.
Yeah, he mainly did NBA 2K before
Sure.
getting into our stuff. And then he was telling me, he was like, yeah, the NBA 2K events with all the other YouTubers are fun, but he was like, there's just a different vibe to it. He's like, being here at the WWE 2K event, it just feels like y'all just don't care who's in the community. We just want to be friends with everyone.
Exactly.
Basically.
Yeah. So absolutely, dude. And that's how it is. And it's that picture is a genuine I love that picture, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I knew you would be next to Chris. Yeah. I mean, I forced Chris to hang out with me. So yeah, that was
Yeah, I agree with that, Chainsaw. I feel like the NBA event does feel more competitive,
sure,
in a different
okay.
way. No one's trying to snipe each other all the time, but I do feel with our community, I feel like all of us usually easily either give up content if one of us got screwed. Where Will went to go get Elgato for somebody one year. We usually just love to help each other out.
Yeah.
Basically.
To talk about that real quick, there was it was for me specifically, and I know for Macho too, because me and Macho were literally getting me and Macho with the recording times we got was very weird.
Yeah.
However, it was really dope because Pulse was basically yeah, you should be able to record. This is whack. And then Chris said some stuff to me about it, and a bunch of people everyone in the community was bringing themselves together because it's hey, these two guys need to get some footage. Come on now.
Yeah,
this
exactly.
Is
we were all trying to go whatever way for that. I
Yeah,
didn't have I was trying to
everyone's
avoid
be
that, but
supportive
just because
and
I was just there with Pulse, but I knew that the feel was this was bullshit and everyone should be able to get on that is here to really play. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, I don't even want to come to a WWE show or go to the Performance Center or anything. I just want a room, a TV, and the game. And then we have 12
yeah,
hours.
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
We don't need all this fancy stuff. It's cool to go to a SmackDown or whatever, but
Yeah.
I really
No, it was it was more about of course. Yeah.
I feel like I feel like they do those type of events more so for press. You know
Yeah, I think the way they should go about it is because they fly us out for 3 days. I think the way they should go about it, if they still do want to do those type of events, it should be a 4-day thing. We fly in on the first day, record the game to its entirety of whatever we want to do on the second day. Third day, we go to one of those events or take a tour of whatever, and then we leave the fourth day.
I think it's probably this time especially it was easier for them to do the 2-in-1 thing because they were doing it both in the same building. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
But
I didn't mind. I see. It was my first time. I was happy with how, and I'm happy that I was even there at all. So that was cool.
Yeah.
You guys have been there more than me, so I'll leave that to you to.
Well, yeah, that was my first time.
Yeah.
To answer someone's question that I
also
saw
my
a
first-
little bit earlier, someone asked how early are we getting the game? It should be like a day or two early. That's what I was told.
Must be nice.
You'll get a code. It'll be fine.
Yeah, but it's no good for me. I can't stream it right off the rib.
No, they give you an embargo. You can upload anything that they like. When they give you a code, they'll give you an embargo of when you can upload it. So I always upload my first My Career video a day before the game actually comes out.
I do the midnight release stream anyway. There, you know what I mean. So it's not like
Yeah.
How
I
do you
mean,
I
you
see somebody
benefit
asking
from
about
that.
the souvenirs thing, and like they gave us a bunch of cool, like they gave us a couple cool things.
yeah, they
but,
got a
like,
cool bag.
my favorite souvenir from the entire event is definitely the 2K20 guest pass that we have. Because,
I
like,
kept mine too.
yeah, like I'm definitely
yeah.
hanging it on my wall.
I really,
Like, that's such a
yeah,
cool
it's
thing.
really cool. Yeah. I thought
Brandon,
that was
were you there?
I like the power
Were-
bank too, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
was the
use that
best
a
part,
lot.
actually.
Yeah.
Were you there when we went to the performance, or not the warehouse?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brandon.
Yeah, I was sitting right next to you.
Oh, that's right. And then Macho's like, "Hey, can we just take these chairs?" They're like,
Yeah,
collector's chairs.
they
Macho
were
just
like,
asked about it.
yeah, because I think that was your idea in the first place. You were like, "Oh, I kind of want these chairs," and then
Yeah,
all
but
of
I
us
was
were
joking. Like, they're never gonna give me a chair.
Yeah.
yeah, and they had so many, so they were like, "Yeah, take it."
That's fucking cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember seeing that picture of you guys with the chairs. Yeah.
I still have like
Yeah.
a Taboo Tuesday chair.
That's.
It's crazy.
I have like
Is it
I have
comfy?
like two.
No, it sucks.
I got away with having I got to take 2 chairs home because they were only like, yeah, just take one. But since my mom came with me, she didn't give a fuck about having a chair, so she took one for me.
That's cool. You got 2.
Got 2.
All right, everybody. I believe we are done there.
Yeah.
That was the WWE 2K20 preview event, the trip to, and all the things about it, and as much as we know about 2K20. That was pretty fun. Thanks for joining me, boys.
No problem. No
Oh
problem.
yeah, man, no
I
problem.
will talk to you guys later. I love you very much. Again, thank you guys for making me feel so welcomed at the event. That was fucking cool.
Yeah, we all gotta get together at like in here.
Yeah, we should like
Hell
all
yeah.
plan to hang out sometime. Like, I
Hell
know.
yeah.
When the fuck are you coming to the Vibe House, Johnny?
Well, I mean, you guys. I mean,
Yeah, for
I looked
real.
and that's like a $350 flight for some reason. I don't know why, but I'll figure it out. I definitely want to come because I know like we're all like on the fucking like Pulse is like on the East Coast. Like we're all like on the East
Yeah.
Coast. Like there's no reason why we shouldn't like.
we
go
should
hang out.
like we should definitely like do our own like creator event.
Well, I
like
mean,
reproduce it.
I mean, if we do the thing that I've been
The
talking
thing,
about, you know, and the little that thing.
We need to do that. We need to, by the way.
Yeah,
we
we'll
need,
talk
we
about
need a
that.
group chat for that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we will. I'll talk about it. Yeah.
That tournament that Xavier Woods thought of.
Yeah, that definitely that thing that no fuck. Actually, I mean that's not even like that's this might be a little
No, I'm just kidding.
you know like a little esports entertainment. You never know,
That
you know.
Xavier Woods thought of, and you
Fuck,
never
yeah,
thought of it.
motherfucker, I was pissed.
We'll create our own convention, as Chainsaw said, SawCon.
Oh yeah, SawCon. Yeah, I can't wait for that. That's cool. All right, boys, I love you. I'm gonna get out of this call and read a bunch of my stuff. And
All right, take it easy, man.
All right,
brother.
thank you guys again. Again, guys, if you haven't already, check out everybody's channel. Brandon does everything.
Better AM.
Simply Better AM. Phoenix Nitro. Tony Pizza Guy.
Yeah.
Macho T. Dank Ops, and definitely check out CM Pulse because CM Pulse is the only reason I fucking got to do any of this. So there you
And
So-
Cookie.
go. And he eats cookies. All right, love you, boys.
All right, let him.
See you.
in.
See
brother.
ya. So there you have it, everybody. Was that okay, guys? Did you guys like that? I feel like there's never been like a thing where people just talk about like the overall event. I think it's just either the game, like mainly just the game stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I hope you guys don't think I'm a sellout bitch now for going to hang out with my friends for a bit. I try, like I said, like all the 2K guys were nice to me, and I have no reason to like shit on. I can't as people. I can't. I have nothing bad to say about any of the 2K guys. They were fucking so nice to me, dude. They like, and I am so grateful that I was invited. But I will absolutely be honest about the game, and I expect that from how the bit that I played, I have a feeling that this midnight release stream is gonna be a doozy. So definitely come and check that one out. October 22nd, an hour after Raw, here on twitch.tv/newLEGACYinc. Did this experience ruin the midnight release stream? No, and I didn't play as much as it probably sounds like I did. You can figure, because of how similar the game is to last year, you can kind of figure there's not much difference. So I don't think anything, like, I avoided the stuff that I knew that I wanted to play, and I only played a few matches with a couple people. But it's very similar to 2K19, so nothing was really too different. The original stuff I avoided a ton of, and I didn't do any My Career, and I didn't really do any Showcase, even though I didn't really do much of that, and Universe. So like, there's still a ton that I still haven't fucked around with. The only stuff I know is just stuff that people told me or I kind of saw. The control scheme is very weird. It's like, and you can't change it back. It kind of sucks. It's going to be a sort of vote where we can tell you what we want to see played during the middle of your stream. So, okay, so it's really tough, guys. Because all of our guys, like, I love, like, I'm not going to tell anyone not to be around for, like, the midnight release stream. Like, as much as I get stressed out, like, about having, like, a ton of people on a call. Like, I love having everyone around for the midnight release stream because it's always exciting and we always get to play the new game with each other and it's really fun. You know what I mean? So it's tough for me to divert away from doing online matches because everyone's around, and I feel like an asshole saying like, okay, I'm gonna play this single player thing now, everybody. Well, there's like 6 people in the call or 7 people in the call waiting. So like, maybe I'll talk to the guys ahead of time and see. There's also part of me that wants to wait until the next day to do any of that stuff because I don't want people to get spoiled right away. Like, I feel like us doing multiplayer stuff online isn't a big spoiler thing. But it's like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll work it out. Are you waiting for more people around to do T19 micro? Oh no, that's just I'll do that whenever whoever's around I'll do that with. That's not a big deal.